Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream, man. Hope you guys are good in it. Smash these likes up real quick. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Gary Neville's spoken, and I don't often agree with this guy. And it kind of makes me a little bit sick that I have to agree with this guy. But he's been speaking, and we're gonna see what he's been saying. City got a head start on transfer window as well. We've got a transfer window before everybody else, which is pretty cool, especially given the fact there's a lot of work to be done this summer. City have announced a partnership with Viagogo, which has got everybody very happy online, and loads of other stuff. Camavinga talk, Verts talk, and anything else you guys want us to discuss, whack it in the chat. And of course, me, Jay, and Steve will discuss it. How we doing, lads? We good, yeah?
Yeah, good to be back, man. It's been a fucking boring 2 weeks, hasn't it, without the proper footy on. I can't say I've watched much of England, to be fair, man. They bored the fucking living shit out of me.
I've not watched anything, man.
I had to watch them, man. What else am I going to watch, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I've tried keeping up with the results, and I've tried to look at the highlights and shit like that, but it's fucking boring, man. And I feel like that first game, not a lot had changed, had it, what we were expecting. So, yeah, I've not really bothered with it, to be fair. I've just been decompressing, man, ready for the big FA Cup game this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, listen, it's good to be back, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be back chatting to the boys and the chat as well, man. You know what I'm saying? The chat's why we do this, man. If you weren't for the chat, we'd be chatting on FaceTime, innit, basically? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So big up to the chat. Big up to the chat, you get me?
Yeah, basically, we'd just be on a WhatsApp group or something.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? So big up, man. Big up.
Big up to Tarek in the chat there as well. All right, well, let's start off with in fact, before we get into the news, let's just quickly touch on this ticket news. Big up Foggy as well. Let's touch on this. Let's touch on this ticket news, which has been announced today. If you don't know, guys, you're not on social media. A lot of people are not on social media, and actually, big up to you guys, innit?
Good for them.
Yeah, definitely. Being on social media is the alpha move. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah,
real alpha.
It is the alpha move. You're just like, fuck, I don't need anybody else. You know what I mean? I can just get on with my life and do it. So if you're not on social media, like, respect to you guys. However, Manchester City, there's been a big problem with Manchester City, the ticket situation, season tickets, the lack of season tickets, ticket prices, a lot of range of stuff. It's not just one topic. And City fans have obviously been arguing and debating this with the club, trying to get better access for fans to get into the stadium. And there's been this thing going on in the background where City Matters have been trying to arrange this meeting with the club. Yeah, and I think they've been trying to do it for like 2 months or something, and they've not been given a date, right? So they've been kicking off. Some people have stood down and like going on strike effectively until they get a date.
About this exact problem as well.
Yeah, about this problem. Yeah. And then today, Manchester City have announced, and I have to laugh because it's just like, it's unbelievable. Manchester City have announced that they've done a deal with Viagogo, who are obviously, well renowned for being extremely fair. You know what I mean?
Fucking corrupt.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. And they've announced this today, and City fans, and I've got to say, City fans are well within the right, to be kicking off, because like, what the hell are they doing? Are they doing this on purpose? Are City doing this on purpose? You know how I say this all the time, yeah? I always say, City need to hire a common sense officer. How many times I said that, Steve, on this show? Yeah, I've been saying so many times. Real. Just every time City are about to do something, whether they're about to announce a signing, whether they're about to announce a new deal, just run it by the common sense officer who just looks at it and goes, good idea, no problems, or whatever, because this is absolutely bizarre, man.
Do not send the tweet.
Yeah, nothing at this football club should be allowed to proceed until it gets run by a common sense officer. And obviously City fans are always sick now. There's now talk to
you know what it is, bro. Yeah, let me tell you, bro. There is certain man like this. There's a fella called Danny that he's good friends with Andy, who we know very well from the 9320 podcast. Andy, he's good friends with Danny, who he's had on his show. And Danny works in the club, right? And he tries to speak for the fans. So I will say this now: there's certain man like this that you're calling for, LB. Yeah. But do the club listen? Do the club care? The club are leaning towards not caring for the average working man these times. The club are leaning towards not listening to the normal, average fan like us. And it's clear to see because there's certain man like the common sense officer. Big up Danny. He tunes in sometimes and that. Big up to him. that is speaking for us fans, but he's just not getting heard, bro. The club are doing their own thing. They're moving their own way.
Yeah, so I've seen a few people saying about like what is Viagogo and stuff like this. I've had some of the worst experiences of my life buying tickets off it. Not even just for City, man, but for like the boxing and UFC. It's pretty much a fucking website where like it's pretty much legal ticket touting. So it's where people go to put their tickets on a platform in order to get double or triple the money. So City have pretty much sold their souls in it. So that these guys can make fucking triple the money off people who would genuinely want to get all the tickets. So, like you say, they're so fucking out of touch with the real fans at the moment. It's untrue. And it's coming this fucking year as well, where the football's not even keeping us happy. And they've got to like keep digging these daggers in our backs, innit? With all the ticketing stuff, especially knowing that there's such an uproar within the fans at the moment and these conversations that are going on behind the scenes, and yet they've still got the fucking nerve to go and put that tweet out there like that, man, and just rub it in the faces of the people that are trying to get change. And it's quite frankly disgusting, mate, if you ask me. It's one everyone knows Viagogo for being a corrupt fucking pirate website where people get ripped off and shit like that, and then we're out there bragging about being partners with them, man. Like, if you're gonna do it, if you're going to have them on board and it's going to bring money into the club, do it behind closed doors in it. Have like a couple of like Viagogo signs knocking about here and there, but to be coming out like that and like bragging about it, like all the fans are going to be fucking excited about this new partnership with Viagogo. Like, they've not got a fucking clue, have they, about how we feel as proper football fans, man.
No, and you know what as well, right? I say this, yeah, and some people won't like this, but this is 100% true, right? And I know some people ain't gonna like it, but if you ignore the rage, you'll know I'm talking facts, yeah. And I think Jay might have just touched on it. When you're winning and you're winning trophies, you're winning Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, this shit's a bit easier to take, yeah. But when you're not winning,
yeah,
exactly. It's not. And you know what I mean. And like, we've had ticket prices. You know what I mean. When people say I know because like fucking Jay goes on. My mate's got season tickets, and they're fucking in the group chats, and I'm hearing everything that's going on. Yeah, but here's the thing. Yeah, these ticket prices, all this has been going on. These increase has been going on. Yeah, and like people will moan, but ultimately, when you're winning, people just suck it up and be like, "Well, we're winning." As soon as you stop winning, people are going to do it. And the thing is, yeah, they're going to the extremes now. And the thing is as well, people got to realize, yeah, in this country now, yeah, this is the facts. People are being pushed money wise, yeah. A lot of people, yeah, have got financial problems. They're being stretched, and people can't afford these constant things. And they are, and it's just a City. This is like all companies these days, but they're pushing people for every little pound that they can possibly get.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? While running this. Well, I've seen someone tweet it. I can't remember, so I can't give them credit, yeah, but I didn't come up with it. I've seen someone tweet that, City will be running we're all Mancunians, we're all fucking family and shit like that. And it's just like, come on, man. You can't have it both ways here. You can't have it both ways. And yeah, the fans are going, mad on it now. People are going, people are kicking off, rightly so. I'm seeing tweets about, I think it was we are 1894, who's sort of like a fan representative group. And again, I don't want to speak for them because I can't remember exactly what they said, but I'm pretty sure they're even talking about now, like potentially, walking out,
I've
early.
Seen that, yeah. They're going to do 50
in talks.
in the concourse, I think.
Now, that's how bad it is, because I know a lot of people, yeah, in my chat. So 50%, just for you guys on a panel, yeah, and obviously the guys in the chat. So everyone knows and like fully is aware. About 50% of my viewers on this channel, yeah, and we get like 1 million views a month, yeah. About 50% of my viewers, yeah, are not from the UK, innit? But a lot of the people that watch my channel that are not from the UK, they message me and be like, "Yo, LB, what's going on with this?" Because although they're not from the UK, and some of them have never been to City, some of them have never been to this country, and some of them will never come to England to watch City. They still want to know. They still want to know what's going on. Why? Because they want to be part of the community. They don't just want to be a fan in a different country and just be like, just here for the football. They want to be engaged. So I just want to put that out there for people to be aware of, like, the audience in this channel. Yeah, there's 50% of people not from here, but a lot of them still want to know. I know a lot of people in the chat now. Men's from Algeria, yeah. Dylan's from the States, yeah. I know he used to be from England, didn't it? But
these men are part of the community, LB.
Exactly.
One thing I want to make clear, boys, yeah, and to both of you, man. Tourists, overseas fans, yeah, not a problem with them, but don't abandon the local fans. This is the argument, yeah. This is the point. This is the debate. So when I was on the space earlier, there's a bit of a miscommunication in the lines of what you're hating on Tories fans coming in. No, you know what? Big up to you, man. Yeah, because I want my stadium filled. Do you know what I'm saying? I want my stadium filled as much as possible, right? And we're getting an extension. So I want the stadium filled, in it. Number one, whether that's with tourists or next man or whatever, welcome. But with me as well, I have a problem with the seating arrangement. It's something so simple that can be looked at, that can help the atmosphere at the club, help the community. If you just tweak little things. So you want tourists in, all right, we'll arrange how many tourists, okay? And then properly arrange how many season ticket holders and et cetera, and then seat them accordingly. So you keep the fan base together, you keep the heart and soul together of the community, the atmosphere, and you know, the tourists are still welcome, man. You know what I mean? What are we doing here? You have to. It's not even a debate that it's a stopping of the tourists coming. They're welcome, innit? But it's just, you know, seat them accordingly, get them in, you know, put them somewhere in their own section, you know, and then put man like me and Jacob in our section. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that they can't come in our section. You know, if you know a guy, innit? Fair play. But it just needs looking at the details. The fine details of it needs looking at. But in no way, shape or form are we hating on foreign fans, overseas fans, because big up to them, you know. They're good fans, man. People
and you know what? I do feel a bit sorry for these foreign fans at times as well, because if they don't understand what's going on, a lot of them see it as a bit of an attack on them. And like Steve's saying, it's not, man. It's like, and this is why I think it's important for these fans who don't live in this country to not just get involved on Twitter and, you know, in social media, on YouTube, when it comes to our football discussions. But, you know, when Martin's doing his shows on the Spaces, he does his shows on Mancunian Way, when we are 1894 doing whatever they're doing, that you listen to them as well, man, because then for you're going to understand exactly what's going on, and you're not going to see it as an attack on you, because that definitely happens. And I say it so many times, there's a difference for me between a tourist and a foreign fan. I've said this all the time. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the example I use is that when I go to America and watch an NFL game, because I will do that at some point, I like NFL, but I don't know. I'm not a supporter of a team necessarily. I'm then a tourist, innit? That's different. And I'm sorry, Tariq, to throw your name in again, but that's different to someone like Tariq. Yeah, you know Tariq, who comes on the show.
Perfect example.
Who's a City fan who comes up. He's obviously not the same as me going to the NFL, because I'm just going I'm going as a tourist situation, You get me? So this is what I'm saying. So don't see it as an attack, because it's really not, man. But it's got to be discussed, because, like Steve's saying, you know, you've got to have your core number of fans that are going regular, that your locals can help bring the atmosphere and bring that bit of, you know, community. Otherwise, it's just going to end up an arena of. It's going to be like going to the cinema. It's going to be like going to the theatre, mate. And I know that's probably what they're trying to do, because I say, you know, when I used to go, obviously I don't go, but when I used to go, I used to turn up, didn't buy a pie, didn't buy nothing from the club shop, and I used to go to the game, and I used to go, They obviously want more people coming to the stadium who will then go to the club shop, go buy a load of food, have it a day out. Like when I go cinema, innit? I go to the shop, I buy loads of beers, I buy like some popcorn, and I end up spending 30
beers in the cinema, you fucking crackhead. Chill out.
What are you, bro? San Miguel on tap, bro? Just a bit, man, You're watching a horror movie, you're drinking your San Miguel, whoa, that's fucking £6. Well, that's what they want, man. And it's like, I get that, and you can have some of that, but you can't abandon your locals. And
this is it, but that's the key word, LB, abandon. Because man are feeling abandoned, you know. They're not even hearing us out, bro.
You see how many people are leaving the season tickets? Every day I go on Twitter, Steve, I'm seeing another person saying, that's it, me done, Big up Andy from Pubcast,
Andy, man, you know.
He's giving it up. I don't know how long that guy's had a season ticket. Definitely
I can't remember what he said, bro. Something like 30 years or something.
But this guy's a guy who's had a season ticket for 30 years. He's given it up. I've seen another guy on Twitter
It speaks volumes, LB, you know what I mean? Because that's for a reason. He doesn't feel part of the... You know what they did to him? They shifted his seat, you know. He's been sitting there since he came to the Etihad, and now all of a sudden they're shafting him to the somewhere else in the stadium. So all of a sudden his community, because when you go to the game, which I've done before, I don't go right now because I'm getting priced out of it. Shock, you know, I'm getting priced out of it right now. But people like Andy, he's got his own community around him, and then all of a sudden you put him to, you know, somewhere else in the stadium, and then he doesn't know anyone, and then the atmosphere's going, and he doesn't feel the same. It's not the same match day experience for him. He cannot abandon the heart and soul. This is what we're getting at.
I think it's already done, innit? They've made the fucking decision.
Clearly,
now. It's so soulless, the club, and it's unfortunate we've become everything that we've fucking laughed at United for 20 years, innit? Calling them the tourist club and all shit like this. And it's the fact that they've built this new stand now for it to be the blue wall and have this fucking atmosphere and be attacking that end in the second half and all shit like that. And it's just going to be full.
It's not going to happen.
Nobody's, is it? There's going to be no atmosphere in there whatsoever. We've had problems the last few months with fans from the opposing team being sat in our home end. That's going to continue to happen with all these partnerships with Viagogo and stuff like that. Any fucker can get hold of the tickets, can't they? On platforms like that. So now we're going to see more and more of the opposition fans in the home end jumping up and down when the other team fucking scores, causing fight. That's what I've seen the last few times I've been at the Etihad. Every game, Liverpool game, one of our biggest rivals in the league, 3, 4, 5 Liverpool fans jumping up when they score in the City end and causing massive fights and all shit like this. And it's all down to the fucking club, man. And they still clearly can't see it because after all these incidents that have happened this year, they still go and put shit like this out in the public eye for the fans to see. It's fucking
You know what I don't understand, right? And obviously, like, we will come to the football talk in a second, yeah, but obviously this is an important subject. You know what I don't get, right, about clubs? It's like they're almost choosing the hard life, innit? Like, if it was me and I was like, yo, we need to get our revenue up, yeah, the one thing I would do, I'd just keep the season ticket holders on side, man. I'd just be like, right, don't piss them off, innit? Because you've got 30 to 40,000 of them guys, yeah, and we just keep them sweet. Just keep the ticket prices like, yeah, maybe put it up £5-10 a year, 20 quid, yeah, but don't piss them off, yeah. Keep them sweet, and then everything else will maybe jack up. But like, they don't even do that, man. And like, no, it's crazy, mate. And the thing of announcing that Viagogo thing today is so out of touch, yeah. It's so out. It's so like it's almost as if they're doing it on purpose, man.
Yeah, I think it's a wind up, innit? Yeah, they must just fucking shut the door and just close their eyes and ears, man, like this, like thinking, as long as we can't hear anything that they're saying or we don't listen to what the fans have got to say, we'll put that out there and we don't give a fuck. Like, we're protecting ourselves. It's an easy decision for them, LB, because they don't fucking listen to us. They're not asked.
Let me tell you something as well, yeah, just on my point of view as well. Yeah, you know this whole like, or like, you got some fans who are like, you know, more for the vibes, and then some fans who are like, we need to win. For me, I just think you're pushing fans towards the win camp, because if you're abandoning all sense of community, yeah, like then you be cut and you're pushing everybody financially more and more money. Well, then I'm sorry, if people are paying $1 grand, $1.5 grand, $2 grand as a season ticket, they need to be watching the best fucking shit on the pitch. You know, not some of the crap that we've seen, because ultimately the more that you push, like, I'm not being funny, yeah. If they were charging fans like 10 or 20 quid a ticket and you're watching a load of shite on the pitch, which at times
you pay for what you get in it.
Yeah, you go, I'm not going to complain because I'm paying 20 quid a ticket. I don't give a fuck, yeah. But when you're charging people 62 quid for Brighton,
exactly, knowing that we probably weren't even going to fucking win. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
you're sort of like saying, well, you know, that's a bit of a madness. So
yeah.
That's
one other thing I want to clarify as well, boys. Yeah, which I want to make it clear as well. We're not under any illusions. Yeah, we know we are, and we have been the biggest team in England over the last 10 years. We know what that comes with, right? We know that comes with an influx of fans. It's just dealing with that the right way, innit? Like you have to embrace it, boys, innit? Like, we are what we are, innit? We've been the best team in England, so. You know, we have to take the side effects that come with that, innit? You know, which is more fans. So it's just dealing with that the right way again.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man, absolutely. Listen, guys, make sure obviously that you're getting you're understanding what's going on here. Even if you never plan on going to a game, I do think it's important that, like, you know, listen, I say this, yeah, I big up Sheikh Mansour, innit? Big up Khaldoon, big up all these Donnies in the club for everything that they've done for us and the success they've given us, yeah. But they don't know me, I don't know them. If I walk past them in the street, they wouldn't know who we are. Yeah, it wouldn't help me if I needed a fiver. Like, this is the truth, yeah. But like, the City fans, man, that's who the club is, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you do what you want, innit, at the end of the day, yeah. But if I was you and you're a foreign fan, get involved. You have to listen to every podcast. But listen to Martin does them all the time, yeah. Obviously, he's a season ticket holder. He's doing his spaces and that. Listen to Big Steve. Yeah, Big Steve might go on, you know, City's official videos and that, but that guy won't be silenced. He'll talk the fucking talk, mate. I've already seen him doing it today. You know, the what's the channel called? We Are South Stand. They'll be talking about it. Make sure you guys are listening, man, because at the end of the day, trust me, like, it's not good, man.
We can't be divided. There'll be, you know, we can't be divided. We can't be beefing. people overseas. We have to work together to find solutions because, if the Tories fans had an issue, you best believe I'd be stuck behind them, backing them. You get me, bro? Because we're a team. We support the same club, yeah?
Yeah,
so
exactly. Well, listen, guys, I am going to do a proper show on this in the coming days. I don't know when. I'm going to get Andy on from Pubcast, who you guys know. Hughes just messaged, said he'll jump on that one as well.
It'd be good to hear what Hughes got to say about it as well, man. Hughes got, he's in touch with the club very well and that. So, nice to hear what Hughes got to say,
No, exactly. I'm gonna get as many people as I can. We'll get this show going, mate, and see what people have to say. And yeah, man, we'll do that in it. But listen, we just have to speak on it because obviously loads of people was discussing it today. But listen, let's move it on to the football talk, people. Make sure you guys are smashing these likes up as well. 500 people in the building. I'm looking at 150 likes, guys. Come on, man. Smash these likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you need. Gary Neville's been speaking, lads. And he's been backing our boy Foden. And not only that, he went in pretty strong,
Passionately.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's always been pro Foden, though. Gary Neville.
Yes.
And I strictly remember before the last tournament, the Euros, I remember him being the one on the. I listened to the Overlap podcast quite a bit. To be fair, it's all right considering that fucking Carragher's on it. But he was the big advocate of Foden being the first name on the team sheet going into that tournament, and just really advocating him being the main man going into that. And I know all of us City fans were asking for it as well. We wanted him to have that free reign in the 10 slot. Unfortunately, he got pushed out wide, didn't he, for the whole tournament on the left wing, which is not where he wants to be playing. That affected his performances. That, in turn, has obviously got England fans on his back. And I feel like he's lost a bit of confidence in going to the international team at the moment. I don't know. It's not a good sight to see him getting cut down in the media and on social media and shit like that. But it's difficult, isn't it, when you have these big names that have such good PR with Bellingham, man. Do you know what I mean? Every time I watch that guy, he stinks the place out. But no one ever talks on Bellingham, really, did they? When he drops stinking performances.
You know what I've said for time as well, yeah. And Neville was spot on today. I will bring some of the quotes up in a second because I know that
he's still getting cooked though. He's still getting a load pure backlash for that. Yeah,
Neville?
yeah.
No. I know he is.
Yeah, but everyone's saying it's fucking ridiculous what he's saying. And
but one of the things he said that I definitely 100% agree with, and I've said this not just recently. I've said this for years. If you're so good, that you can play in multiple positions, that's an L.
Yeah,
because Foden, part of Foden's problem is that he's so good. He just gets fucking moved everywhere.
Yeah,
moving left wing, right wing, attacking mid, left, attacking mid, right. He's played in false nine, striker. And this is great. Yeah, don't get me wrong. This is a brilliant attribute and a brilliant skill to have. But it's not. It doesn't help you because you're constantly being fucking moved, man. You need to play in the regular position, and it's always him. And this is what Neville was saying today. It's always Foden. Foden's always the guy that's we'll put the 11 in, and then we'll just put Foden in whatever spot because he has to play. But it's how about you fucking build the team around Foden then? You know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying, LB, bro. Foden's guilty of being so technically good. You get me? He could play on the wing sometimes at a decent level, and that he's guilty of being shoehorned in the side because he's so good. They think you could just throw him in anywhere. And you know what? I've been saying this, bro. I say it again. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about, innit? Because I've been saying, man, why can Phil Foden not play in that advanced 8 role? Gary Neville was harping on about it, man. This is Gary Neville we're talking about here, innit? He's not a mug.
Yeah.
I think that's what most people wanted in the Euros, wasn't it? And obviously,
because you can do that,
with Southgate with his anti-football. But you'd like to think under a new manager now, hopefully he can get himself in there. But it's not looking good, to be fair, is it? With the shit that he's been getting.
He doesn't run the games there as well, bro. Not just
the system that
Tuchel
plays, though. I don't think if he's going to go with his 5 at the back and shit like that, that only leaves 2 spots in the midfield, doesn't it?
He's not been playing that, though, has he, bro? In these games,
I know he didn't in the games, but I don't know whether it'll start going towards that direction. Because
I'm not sure, bro. I don't know. No. I feel like surely he would be testing out the way he would want to play for the tournament.
Because that's the system Tuchel plays, isn't it?
He's been known to play. He played out at Chelsea. He went to Chelsea and did that.
I don't think he's always plays 5 at the back. I think he has done
for certain games.
Yeah, but bro, I've seen you talk about this, Steve, and me and you have spoke about this time and time again. Like, why is there such a reluctance to say? And by the way, City fans are doing it with next season as well. Why are people now all of a sudden saying
leaving him out the team?
You can't play like 2 attacking players in the midfield when you've only got 1-6 behind? Bro, we did it for time. We did it with David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. And we were fucking mint. How come all of a sudden, people are saying that you can't do that as 2 attacking? Well, we did it with Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva.
You know, do it, bro. It's negative. It's negative not to do it in many ways. It's almost like it takes a shitbag not to do it. You know what I'm saying? So many shitbags. They're worried about doing it, but in reality, you got to full send this thing, man. If you've got the players, you have to learn to full send. You know what I'm saying? Play like Spain. You get me? Play like these teams because we have the players to do that. It's just giving him the license to do that. So not only does Foden need the position, he needs the license as well to be able to do that. He needs to get given it.
No,
he probably brings a lot more than some of those midfield. Like playing under Pep for the last how many years? Surely he's going to give him an advantage when it comes to the press and the defensive side of the game and the work rate too. So you'd think he'd be more than up for it to be able to play that role. He's going to give a lot more work rate and defensively than a lot of the other midfielders would.
You know what I got to say as well, bro? You know what I got to say as well with England, right? And some people ain't going to like this, but Harry Kane, fucking shit, mate. Yeah, because I'm telling you now.
Bro, I beg you, bro.
No. Let me hear me out. Yeah,
I'm the only team Harry here, innit?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, hear me on this point specifically. I'm not saying he's actually shit yet, but what I'm saying is when in the Euros, right? He played a game with Harry Kane, and Harry Kane didn't move the whole game, right? And then it was the game where Ollie Watkins and Cole Palmer got subbed on, right? And Palmer played a through ball at Watkins or Watkins back, and everyone went, Foden didn't play that ball.
Holland won it.
Yeah, because Ollie Watkins makes runs in behind. Kane just stands there in the box and waits for the ball. And like, he got subbed off with Foden, or maybe he got stayed on, but Foden got subbed off. Palmer came on, and Watkins came on, and then Watkins actually made a run in behind him. Palmer put him through, and I'm sitting there going, hang on a minute. People are saying Foden didn't do that because Watkins wasn't on the pitch. And Watkins actually makes these runs, man.
Kane was absolutely fucking terrible in that Euros tournament, and people will forget that if he puts a penalty or 2 away across the tournament. We was beefing about it all the time. LB went with a couple of our mates through the tournament, saying how shit Kane was every game because the whole fucking style of play was just so slow, and how deep he come to pick up the ball, and like you say, there's no one testing the centre back or trying to run in behind, and everything was just congested in the middle, wasn't it? Because this guy wants to play fucking centre mid. But that gives nothing then to these midfielders who are looking to be creative. Like their only option is then to try and beat 3 men in it and get through on goal themselves, and it's just not going to happen, is it? So no. I completely agree with you. Foden's going to only be effective if he's got people running for him as well.
He needs runners. He needs runners, man.
Boys, I just want to say one. You know, you're talking about England's top goal scorer here, yeah?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. He's a good goal scorer and all that, right? But he has padded the fuck out of them stats against absolute minor teams with penalties.
Let him pad them until he retires, mate. Let him keep padding them stats.
When pushers come to shove, Steve, when we needed him in the biggest moments, he's fucking crumbled as well. Do you know what I mean? He's stunk out finals. He's missed that penalty against France. Like, when we need him to score these big goals, he don't fucking do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all right.
All I'm saying is, Steve,
4 goals against.
Maybe I shouldn't have said he was shit. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said he was shit.
No, I know you think he's shit, bro. Don't worry.
No, well, I don't. I think he's overrated. But at the same time, what I'm saying is, Foden, people will say, why didn't Foden play any of them balls through to Kane? Because Kane doesn't move. Watkins came on, and people associated that Palmer was better than Foden. It was because Palmer had Watkins who made runs. I'm not trying to take it away from Palmer. It was a great pass on that. But at the end of the day, like, I'm just sitting here saying, Foden's got the ball on the edge of the box, and people want him to play through ball. Through ball to who?
Yeah, it's not going to happen. You know what you need with Kane? You need runners in it. You need good wingers. You get me? You need someone like Anthony Gordon, for example. Anthony Gordon would be so perfect to play for England. And again, I think he might have been injured. I don't know, but I've not seen him play for England this. But why is that guy not being played on the left wing when instead he plays Foden there? Do you get me? It's like because if you play Kane and then Foden, you're getting two of the same kind of player.
Because it'll be he does the rest of the team, and I need to get Foden in, so I'll just stick him left wing.
Exactly.
And that's what Neville's saying. Neville's saying that, like, because Foden can play in every single position. Exactly. All the managers build the team, and then they just go, right, what position we got left? Right, that's where Foden will go. And it's a backwards thinking.
And again, that's only because Foden's only guilty of just being so technically good and gifted, where it's the fact that, you know, you think, oh yeah, he can play anywhere, and he can to an all right level, but you know what I'm saying, because he is so technically good. But if you want to see the true Phil Foden, you got to have him centralised, man. Otherwise, it's absolutely pointless. You better have playing Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon is an out and out winger. You got to play people in their positions, innit? Whether that's a downgrade on paper or not. Just play people in their positions, and it's the same goes for Phil Foden.
But I also do think, especially this year, as much as I love the guy, we cannot just defend him every single time. Nowadays, he's still got to turn up and perform. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Yeah, no, of course he does.
And there's been time and time again this year for City as well, where he's not turned up and performed, and he's been given this role in the middle, and we've tried him in the middle. We've tried him coming off the right. Like, he's had these opportunities to perform in these games where we've given him the position that he wants, and he's not done it, has he? So he's obviously
this is where to talk about with that big article that come out the other day, Jacob, innit, where you know it talks more obviously about like Phil Foden and that he's having like physical issues, and that I don't want to make excuses for him, innit, but I'm making excuses for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this article, you can take it with a pinch of salt or not, but me personally, I'm taking the article to full belief in it, because, you know, I'm not seeing the same Phil Foden a lot of the times, and I've got to put it down to something, man, because
even though he was the player of the year last year, wasn't he? The best player in the league.
Even when he's I think he's knackered. I don't stop doubting him still, so that's got to be for a reason, innit? I know what he's capable of deep down.
Yeah, I think he's knackered.
Because I'm seeing all people's fucking predicted 11s for next year. Every one that I'm seeing popping up on Twitter, not one of them's got Phil Foden in it.
Well, he's in my starting 11 next year. But here's the thing, I think he's knackered. You know, this guy's 24 years old. He's played over 300 games, 350 games for club and country at 24 years old, mate. Yeah. So by the way, this is partly Manchester City's fault, because we've spammed him way too much. Yeah, I don't know, in the early days we brought him in, but then we have heavily relied on him in the last couple of years, right? Obviously for England he's played a lot. 350 games at 24 years old is crazy. Yeah. Not crazy numbers. So I think he needs to be taken out of the team and be given a rest. Yeah, the problem is, how and when do you do that? Because right now we're going for the FA Cup and we've got a top 5 race that we really need to get in. Then we've got Club World Cup, and then guess what? 2 weeks later the season starts.
And we need him to find his form again before it's fucking too late, isn't it?
So what do you do?
You got to bring this guy out of the team, bro, and you got to start giving people chances, innit? We're going to have another
Rooney on our hands, aren't we? Where he's gassed out by 28, 29.
Like, look at Sterling. Sterling was the same, bro. Sterling was tearing shit up at like 24, 25, got to 27. 30, the guy's been washed for 4 years.
Yeah. You've got Bernardo Silva as well, which is looking that way as well.
Bernardo Silva, he's lasted a bit longer, but he's got to 30, and now he looks just completely fucked. And here's the thing, this is why, for me, I really think the club has to take this squad building in the summer proper serious, because I'm not just asking for quality because, like, I want the team to be better and I want us to go and win trophies. Of course I do, but it's the club, have a responsibility to not exploit some of these players. And Rodri's been exploited over the years. Not one person can disagree with me on that one. Yeah, not one person.
The proof's in the pudding.
The proof's in the pudding. He's been exploited. Foden's going the same way. So they need to be getting players in. And if any player has a problem with it, just sit them down and say, Sterling, Foden at the moment, other players, they're going to, do you want your career to last until you're 35, 36, 37? Because with modern sports science, we can do that. But if you want to play every game, no problem. But you'll be done by 27, 28. You'll be finished.
It's true. Yeah. And the proof's in the pudding, man.
And that's going to hurt you financially, mate. You're just going to hurt you financially. Because all these players these days coming through the game, like these players are literally living in the best ever time for football. The best ever time. Because you've got the best medical care, you've got the best sports science, and the wages are crazy. And you can have a career that instead of lasting 10 years, which it used to 20, 30 years ago, like from 21 to 31, now it's like 21 to 36, 37.
It's coming down, isn't it? The age of falling off, so to speak, is coming down. For me, it's very important to have depth. And not only depth, but quality of depth. So you can bring someone like Foden out for 10, 15 games, yeah, no problem. Just bring the next brother in, you know what I'm saying? And then there's not going to be a drop off. And then all of a sudden you bring Foden in again when he might be getting tired, and then boom, you got no drop off, and you've got another quality player that can come in for another 15 games. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be a championship winning team, yeah, if you want to fight at all fronts, you need strength in depth, not just depth, but strength in depth. At the moment, we don't really have that. People might argue we've got depth, but have we actually got strength in depth though? Are you comfortable bringing the next man in that he's going to do?
No, exactly. And there's the thing with the depth that we've got at the moment, yeah, it's fake. Because Pep don't play the rotated players. So players like, people will say Nunes and shit like that, and we've got Nico O'Reilly. Well, if Pep don't want to play the players, it's not real. You know, it's like me being in the matchday squad, isn't it? He ain't going to put me on the pitch, is he? So, like, you know, having players like that there who, listen, I rate some of these players. You know how to rate some of these players.
It doesn't matter if we rate them no well-being, innit? Because if you don't rate them,
it's irrelevant. So what happens is Pep has his players of 15, 16, and listen, this is maybe where Pep's got to, you know, sit down with, you know, some sports sciencey people and other people, and maybe he's got to adapt a little bit with all the games that we play and go, I'm going to have to start trusting some of these guys. I'm going to have to start putting in Nico O'Reilly and playing some of the kids a little bit more. And, you know, if we lose, we lose. You know what I mean? But, like, you know, having this such small squad and then the lack of quality around it, it's too much for the players, man.
I always say, LB, you need 2 quality players for each position, innit? So that means... So if you're playing with 2 advanced 8s, is what 2 advanced 8s, which is what you want, yeah? You need 4. You get me? You need another guy to come in with the same quality to match. 2 in each position. So that left back, we don't have that. We just don't have that. Yosko's played all the games, and he's cooked.
There was someone sent me a message today. He was in the training picture. They reckon. Let me pull it up.
Don't tell me that was Elliot. Was that Elliot?
Yeah, it was Elliot. Yeah.
I told him. I said, "You've got a keen eye, you know, Elliot, bro." He told me the same thing. I said,
so he might be okay.
I don't know if that's Josko.
I said it might be Nunes.
I thought it was Gundogan, bro. He's too short.
You got the photo?
Yeah, I'll pull it up on screen here now.
He's a joker, you know.
Who do you reckon this guy is? Yeah. Not that guy.
Not you, bro.
No, him.
No, but if you see the full picture, these legs look too short for Josko for me. He looks like Gundogan, I think. There we go.
He said that. He reckons that. Who do you reckon that is, chat?
What?
Elliot's a joker, man.
Here?
You see the guy in the back there, Jacob?
He looks a bit like mixed race, man. That can't be Guardiola.
Nah, he just looks like he has a beard, innit? He looks like he has a beard.
I think that looks like Nunes to me, or someone, or Rich.
Yeah, I said Nunes, mate. I said Nunes. Someone said Marmouche, innit? So no, we don't reckon that's.
Nah, Josko.
I don't think it's Josko.
Yeah. Josko's not got that good of a tan, man. It's not.
Yeah. but the thing is, well, yeah, you're right though. On I've been saying for time. We've all been saying it. Yeah. At the end of the day, Gvardiol was always going to get injured at some point. Yeah. This is why in January, as good as a window I said it was a fantastic window. I didn't give it a 10 because ultimately you've still not you lost Walker. Who, listen, obviously Walker probably needed to go. He was not playing very well or whatever, but you didn't replace him, and you've still only got one left back. Exactly. So, you know, this is it, man. The club has to look in the summer and they've got to get players. This is why I'm saying I need 9, 10 defenders. I need more midfielders. I need another all-round midfielder. I need another creator. Yeah. I need players everywhere. And listen, if players don't like it, move them on.
The thing is though, LB, bro, say like I said, if you've got two quality players in each position again, listen, they can be patient, because you can't spam that guy all season. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this guy, the second guy, who's just as good as the guy that's on the pitch, he's gonna get his chance, bro, because we cannot spam that guy all season, whether you like it or not. Even if he is fit, you still got to bring him out, bro, because for their own health. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but listen, let me come to some of these super chats. Big up Martin in the chat. Big up to you guys as well. Make sure you guys are smashing up the likes if you've not done so already. Big up to LB, says City woman truly bottled it. Or is this the Champions League? Yeah.
Well, listen, it got that bad this break. Yeah, I watched all the women's games. Even the women pissed me off, bro.
Oh shit, they were 2-0 from the first leg and they lost 3-0. What was wrong with that? Oh, that's crazy, man.
Even the women were pissing me off.
At least they're living up to the fucking City name at the moment.
Yeah, no, that is mad. As if they were 2-0 up and lost 3-2. That's crazy.
They were beating Chelsea as well in the Premier League, and they ended up losing. Man, that pissed me off as well.
Yeah, I I don't know what's going on with the women's team other than that Bunny Shaw's like fucking mint. But I've seen that the sacked the manager in it.
Yeah. Apparently it's been a long time coming as well.
Yeah, it's been a bit weird. So yeah, that's pretty mad. Big up to Zaka. There's no message on your super chat though. Oh, he sent another one. He says my screen got glitched, so I've been looking at the thumbnail for half an hour.
Wow.
What a thumbnail.
Yeah, and I know I'm late a lot of the times, yeah, but not 30 minutes, man. Come on, bro, come on. But yeah, big up to you, man. Big up for the donation. Big up to Nariman as well. It says, I know it might sound naive, but I don't think the club are doing it to take money. It's because of PSR. City owner don't need money from City, but they need it.
I've been saying a bit of this, LB. You know, like how much does PSR actually make a difference with it? You're not having it, though, are you, bro?
I think that is the biggest gaslighting ever, and I think Nariman, you've been gaslighted. You're telling me that this club needs to get more money out of the fans? Absolute BS. You know what they would do, yeah?
Highest earners in the
bro, this is the truth, yeah. You know they want to get like the match day revenue from like 90 million to 130 million. You know you sell Nico O'Reilly for 40 million and that's that done.
Exactly. No, don't sell Nico O'Reilly, please.
No, I'm not saying I'll sell it.
I know. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Bro, you're not telling me, yeah, they can't go somewhere in Abu Dhabi and get like a new sponsor, cover the. I just sorry, I don't buy it one little bit.
And the money that we've made the last few seasons from selling people on who we paid fucking peanuts for, like your Alvarez's and people like that. Do you know what I mean?
It's a load of BS, man. And I tell you now,
be in the green by a mile.
These owners, yeah, not just Cities, all the owners in the Premier League, they love PSR because they get to use this as an excuse. And people go, oh yeah, it sounds legit. It's not legit, man.
The last thing I want to do is make excuses for the club, innit? I've just got the type of heart where, you know, I love the club that much. It's almost like I'm trying to find an excuse for them, innit?
But you love the club, but the people who are making these decisions are just random dons, bro. You wouldn't know if they walk past the street with some of these guys if they make
I'll make myself known. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, there's absolutely no way that these guys are desperate for this cash. Bro, they spent 20 fucking million in the summer. Yeah, if they spend 300 million every summer, they're buying the Haalands every year.
Yeah. We've not had a fucking good signing for years.
And we go Galactico mode. We're buying Rodrigo. Next summer, we're buying Vinny. Next year, we're buying Camavinga. And the club are like, yo, you want this? Then we got to do this.
We need to pay for it, yeah.
But when you're buying me Savio, who's 20 years old, and you robbed fucking Troyes, yeah, because let's be honest, you cooked him on a £20 million fee, and then you get Gundogan on a free transfer when everyone's fucking crying out for someone like Bruno G or Kimmich. Don't come at me and say, we need to do this because of PSR. Also, yeah, it's not great for you, innit, when you've got people putting out the stats on how much money we've made in the last few years. City have made the second highest player trading profits out of any club in the world in the last 6 years, only second to Benfica. So the numbers don't stack up. Yeah. Again,
is this not a separate entity though, LB? Like, is it its own entity that they have to show good numbers on paper? You know?
Nah, I don't like it, bro. I think you're waffling. I think you've I think the club have got to you.
Vaccinated.
You've been vaccinated. Yeah. Well, listen, maybe it is. It's my opinion. My opinion is it's a BS, and I think the clubs love. I know they always moan about it. I think the clubs love it. I've said it before. Yeah, if you're an owner as a business, what do you want to do? You want to maximize your revenue. You want to slam down your costs. PSR slams down your costs because they say, sorry, you can't spend all the money on transfers because of PSR. And at the same time, you can justify putting your revenue up, i.e. ticket prices. It's amazing. Owners love it. I'm not having it that owners don't love it. Owners fucking love it. The only owners that don't love it, people like Newcastle's owners who don't give a shit. You know, people's like Forrest and that, you know, guy who actually wants to invest, who actually wants to win. But most
big up that owner, by the way. What a great owner he is, man.
What, Marinakis?
Yeah, man. Good owner. Yeah. That guy single-handedly took Forest in that position.
Yeah. He piled money into that club as well.
He did. And he got cooked at first for it, you know, and they got a 6-point ban and that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, yeah, big up to him. And I've said this before on shows. I said other clubs who are serious should just take the 6 points.
You know something else as well. He's actually there like every game as well.
Yeah, he loves it, man. He owns Olympiacos as well, doesn't he?
Wow.
Yeah.
Who is it that's in talks? It's PSG owner, isn't it? He's in talks to buy the Spanish club or something, isn't he, today? Come on, he's looking to buy them for about 200 million euros.
Right, serious?
Yeah. I think he was the PSG owner, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Big up to Zaka as well, the final one. Says, what was the point of Sergio Gomez? That was another low risk.
Sergio Gomez, man.
We give him a goal, though. We give him a goal, though, and he was shit, innit, every time he played. So, like...
Apart from United, he was pretty sick of United.
I don't know.
Did we make money on him? I think did we make money on him?
He's a midfielder. He's a midfielder that he tried playing.
He plays right wing for Spain.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's like he was
Spain's
like best
golden boy or whatever it's
like
called.
the best player in the under-21s, wasn't he, for years?
Yeah, he was cooking. He was
player of the tournament and shit.
So yeah, listen, I don't know, man, but good luck to him, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's a blue anyway.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to the chance, big up to the chat as well, man. Love the comments in the chat tonight, man. I'm reading all your comments tonight. I'll try and get as many up as I can on screen. Yeah, what are you guys saying then on the transfer window? Because we had some news. Big up, shout out Daz. He's suggesting that maybe there is something in this Camavinga news.
Yeah.
Florian Wirtz still ain't signed a contract. Steve, what are you saying, man, when it comes to transfers this summer? And by the way, just a quick reminder as well to people, that City do have is it a 10-day transfer window that opens before the Club World Cup, so we can buy anyone we want. Yeah, it don't matter if their window's shut, we can buy players. So we've got a little head start on other teams in the Premier League, and it's my opinion that we need to get at least 2 or 3 players. I know it's hard, 10 days, but you can start negotiating now. As soon as the window opens, bang, bang, bang. I think you need to try and get a couple players in, man, because that Club World Cup, it's actually quite important. $125 million.
Take them.
Yeah, you can take them. Bro, you know, if you win that tournament, you get $125 million. That literally pays for Florian Wirtz, you know. It pays for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Steve, what you say?
Yeah, well, this is the key thing, bro. I think, like, I'd like to try and get a signing or two done in the 1st to 10th of June, which is when it is. And I think it's possible as well because, you know, you have to be in talks now, today, last week. You get me? And as long as that's the case, as long as which is perfectly legal to do, you know, you can get negotiations done. Look at Haaland, for example, that was done and dusted before the window came. It has to be done now because business has to be done quick because we need these guys, innit? And I'm pretty sure the club know that. I'm pretty sure the club know that certain players need looking after and that we need that depth. And I think Pep's already been saying it enough times as well. And you know, we had a head start in January, innit, by getting them Donnies. And we need to start the same way that we finished off just in January now because it's important, man. And like I say, I don't know who they can be in talks with now, but I'm not hearing too much, to be honest with you. Obviously, there's always that typical name dropping in it, but I need to know. But we're not gonna know. But I need to know that business is in talks now. So I like
the fact that we've seen a few rumors and names dropped here and there across social media.
I never know what to think, though, Jay, man.
I know, but I feel like in January we didn't see fucking none of that, did we?
Nah,
we
you're
were all
right.
sat there thinking, like, where's this next signing coming from?
For me, the one that would have my heart really and truly this summer is not even Wirtz, mate. It's too many. Get me that Donny in, man.
Not Camavinga.
Yeah. Sorry, Camavinga.
Camavinga.
Get me that guy in, man. Because I feel like that position as well. Yeah, that position is such a key position for us. We need that energy in midfield, innit?
We do.
In the centre. You know what I'm saying? So
and you know what as well? People saying it's not possible. Well, they've been heavily linked with Zubaymendi.
Yeah, that's been heated up
big time because people
gaining some traction.
Yeah, and obviously they probably can't have Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and fucking Zubaymendi.
Yeah, and obviously them links have been there, bro. So is these some concrete in that? I'd like to think so. I'd like to think that's the position that they're looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, 100%. Because I really think that you need another all-rounder who'd be your Camavinga or your Baleba or whatever.
What he is, isn't it?
And then you need your creator. And then I'm looking at it then going into next season. I'm looking at my midfielders. I'm going, Rodri's back, but Rodri now can't be exploited. Yeah. 45 games max a season. Max. No more 50, 60 games. Yeah. Because remember, he plays for Spain as well. And here's the thing. Yeah, Spain are fucking mint. You know, people meant about Haaland with Norway. All due respect. And I got some Norwegians in the chat. Yeah, Norway are not getting to the final of the Euros or the World Cup, the semi-finals. Yeah, they probably get to the group stages. I don't even know if they're going to qualify. Rodri goes deep all the time in these tournaments. So he's playing another 5, 6, 7 games in these tournaments. On top of going deep in the Champions League, FA Cup, Premier League with City, it's too much stress. So you need to get... So you got Rodri, you got Nico Gonzalez, you got Camavinga, right?
Yeah.
Then you've got your Foden, Wirtz, yeah? And then, you know, you can keep Echeverria or you keep KDB for me. You keep one of them.
Yeah.
And then you've got 6 players there, and that's enough for me.
Let me ask you guys something though, man. You know when you deep it, yeah? Like, just if you deep it for a minute, I know that the number 10 in creative position is the sexier signing, innit? Obviously, it's that sexy signing, innit? But ask yourself the question: which one do you actually think is more important? Like that all rounder, that number 8? Because I look at that Newcastle midfield, and did they actually have a standout number 10 driller?
Like
no.
three
What they've got is
monsters,
they've got
innit?
three high energy drillers in centre midfield there, and it's very effective. And I think that's the biggest thing that we're lacking in it. I don't even think we're lacking the creative position the most. I think it's that number 8. You know.
I think the Verts one's the most important for me. Like that one's huge for me.
He's still backing that more, yeah.
I've only because it's a direct replacement for our best player of all time, innit? Like we're so desperate to find a good replacement for De Bruyne.
I feel like them rumours are hotting up though that he's going to stay, you know, Jay, one more year.
Yeah, this is what I feel
I've
like.
Seen something today, I think.
He's the must though, because we need a world class replacement for De Bruyne, man.
Yeah.
Without having that guy at the top of his game anymore, we're going to miss so much in that.
If he stays though, Jay, would you be leaning towards that all rounder more so?
Probably, yeah. Probably. You
have to, innit?
I don't really rate that many of the other options in world football at the moment. I think it's pretty much Verts or bust for me. I don't mind a look at that Baena as well as a second option.
I like the look of that Churchy guy as well, whatever his name is, man.
I don't want to settle for the fucking second or third best. If we're replacing our best player of all time, man, I want the biggest man we can get out there. Do you know what I mean?
That's a must, bro. 100%.
It's got to be the top dog.
I just have a sneaky feeling now. I'm hearing a lot of rumours. I think we're going to see KDB for one more year. And in that case, I'm leaning towards that big boy, 100 million, 110 million, 120 million for the all-rounder, man. I feel like that's going to be so important for our season. Because that helps Rodri as well.
No, I hear it. You know what it is for me, right? To answer your question, which I genuinely think they're both just as important as each other. And I ain't saying that to sit on the fence. I'm really not. I really think that we need to get a Bruno G, a Camavinga type player on top of a creator, because it's like I'm looking at Gonzalez, and I think Gonzalez has come in and done well. Right?
He's going to be a good squad player.
He's going to be a good player. He's going to be a good player, 100%. There's no doubt about that. But you need another guy in there who's got that elevation to world-class potential, world-class level.
He's not the fastest guy, is he, on the pitch, Gonzalez?
No, I just think he's a good player. He's a good player. You know, he's a good player that if he's in the starting level, I'll be like, nice. Yeah, and obviously it's still early days. He might turn out to be world-class. Who knows, right?
Yeah. Rodri weren't setting the world alight.
No, but I think going into next season, I think we need that Bruno G, that Camavinga style player, as well as you've got your Nico and you've got your Rodri. And people will say, but then who sits on the bench? No. It's not about who sits on the bench. It's about rotation. It's about being in a situation where we've got a league game at home against Wolves and we go, you know what, Rodri, you're not playing today. You can be benched and rested.
Exactly.
And we can put Nico G and Bruno in there, or Nico G and Camavinga, or whoever it is.
That is going to be so important next season. We cannot spam Rodri out when he's fit.
No.
Can you imagine if we do that, bro? We must be asking for trouble, bro. Can't do
everyone gets game time, man. Even like Alvarez last year, who's a direct challenge to Haaland, played like more games than anyone in the team, innit? Just like filling in these games. Jesus Navas used to do it as well. You wouldn't look at him as like a pure starter for City, but he'd play more games than anyone across the season, either coming off the bench or starting in the games where you need him. So everyone's going to play pure minutes, man, across this season. So you can easily keep them all happy. So I don't see that being a problem at all.
It's exciting, isn't it, though, boys?
I'm buzzing, me. I can't lie. We need to win this 115 case, yeah. We need to win that, and if we win that, mate, City need to go big this summer, mate. And
the FA Cup, man. I want to win that. Mate.
Well, I'm desperate to win the FA Cup.
Or at least go to Wembley, man. I need a Wembley trip this year. I've got nothing to be excited for, man.
Yeah, but this summer, mate, like, listen, there's a lot of work to do. There is, and that's two positions. You know what I mean? In a midfield, I don't think you're going to get a third.
We've not even spoke about right back, which is obviously just as important as well.
Well, I think the right back will probably be Cambiasso, because Cambiasso solves a lot of problems.
Seems like a done one,
he's sort of like a 2-in-1, innit? Because he can play left back.
He's a good Rico Lewis.
The only thing is, then, LB, if that's the guy, then get me that guy rapid. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't mess about with it, man.
The problem is, I think they would have got him in that window. And by the way, shout out Miami as well. I didn't know this. Apparently, the Premier League today have just announced that all clubs are going to have that transfer window. So there's now transfer window for 10 days, which we thought it was only when we sit in Chelsea. And then the transfer window shuts, and then it opens again in another 10 days.
So everyone gets it. Everyone
now, yeah.
That wasn't the case originally, but I think it was Miami in the chat said, it's changed. So shout out to you.
Crazy, that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Cambiasso. I think that'll get done after the World Cup because
maybe.
You know something. I don't know about this Cambiasso, man. Like for me, I'm excited about the prospect of a Frimpong, man, because I want to see that. I want to see that the speed, and I want to see them deliveries. Do you get me? I want to see that.
Careful, Steve. Remember how badly we was getting fucking fried on Twitter the other day by saying Frimpong is good. People hate that guy, man. Saying
unfortunately for the haters, I don't give a fuck.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to see. Against it though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look, here we go straight away.
I know, bro.
Can't defend, man.
Not a problem. Bring it on. You get me? Bring it on. But I miss Cancelo. Call me crazy. I missed that attacking option.
He
couldn't defend because he couldn't defend, but he was.
No, he could defend. He just made bozos.
Bit of bozos every now and then. Bit of bozos. Yeah. But bro, man, I missed that attacking option, man, and I think us as a team have missed it as well because sometimes when it's been a bit stale, I know we're the second highest top goal scorers and whatever, but sometimes it's like we just couldn't break teams down, and sometimes it took a ball from Cancelo to break a team down, innit?
Yeah, you know, I missed that. Of the foot, man, into the box.
For me, get me two fullbacks. If you want Cambiasso, all right. If you want him to be the main Donny, fine. But get me someone else to break, like maybe, break teams down a bit. You know.
I imagine like a Foden on the right hand side, cutting in with a Frimpong there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. By the way, that would help Savio as well.
Foden spent half of his career playing on that right hand side with a fullback that can't cross or overlap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Imagine him with the threat of coming inside with a winger / right back going past.
Yeah, well, you know what it is, yeah, because we've not had like they're literally right. You know how mad this is, right? There'll be fans of this football club that have never seen us have wing backs, because if you're say you're 15, yeah, you probably don't remember the days of Kolarov.
I know.
Innit? You might
it was
remember
some fun days,
man. Games or whatever. But
Michael Richards as well, man. He used to be bobbing up that
Zabba,
yeah.
You know, that David Silva pass to Zabaleta, cut back Aguero was cash money every time. Like, there's probably some fans in our fan base, like 15, 16, who probably never even remember it, right? And I say this as well, yeah. I'm not trying to defend anyone here, yeah, because I'm done with him anyway, right? But you know, Grealish on that left-hand side. He reminds me a lot, not quality, yeah. He reminds me of Samir Nasri on that left-hand side. The difference is Nasri used to get the ball back, and he used to have fucking Kolarov bombing past him, and that would mean he could just go, all right, fuck it, I'll give it Kolarov, and he'd whip it across, bang. Whereas Grealish has got the ball on the left-hand side. He stood there with no one. He could pass it back to Ake or something, or he's got to take on two players.
Kolarov delivering
obviously needs to do more.
Well, that was one of the best.
On the right-hand side.
That guy's delivery into the box.
We need to get him, man. And what's the problem, with getting Cambiasso and Frimpong? What's the problem with that?
Yeah.
I agree. I think we need two.
You've got options, man.
It goes back to my original argument about having two quality players in each position, isn't it? Because we don't have any right. Have we got a right back right now? I don't think we do, mate.
Rico Lewis, if you consider Rico right back.
I don't think Cousinov's
which
the
I don't.
best one, but
you get me?
Unfortunately,
which I don't.
He's our best centre back as well.
I think Akanji's our best right back, but he's injured.
Yeah, which is mad though because he's not a right back again. You know,
he's not a right back.
People seem to forget and don't realise just how many assists our fullbacks used to get us. Kolarov and even Clichy.
I love Clichy, man.
These man used to get so many assists, so that's a big thing that's taken out of the team at the moment.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? If you was to get Cambiasso and Frimpong, it would give us options. Yeah, you'd be able to play Cambiasso left back sometimes. You'd be able to rest Gavardio because, by the way, he's another player that next year the sports scientists will be knocking on Pep's door saying, Gavardio's in the red zone, innit? Like, you need to rest him a little bit.
He's already in that red zone, LB.
He's already in the red zone, yeah. So you could play Cambiasso left back. You could play Frimpong right back. You know what I mean? Then you can rest Gavardio and you can
you can mix it up, man. Different options, different players.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, like I don't know if I want to see this, but obviously potential. Frimpong could probably play as a winger as well, like as an emergency situation, like an emergency winger, like Nunes did earlier in the season when he played left wing. He could probably play on the wing. So that's going to cost you what, 50, 60, 70 to 80 million. And then, to be honest with you, you might say that that's your defence done because the whole thing with the centre back is a little bit. For me, it all depends on whether he trusts Vita Hayes.
It's a grey area, isn't it?
It's a grey area. This is why I'm not sure on the centre back. If he trusts Vita Hayes, I'd probably just send it again, and I wouldn't buy another.
Me personally,
you won't get another.
I don't want another centre back.
You don't want another centre back.
Not for me, Jay.
It depends on if he trusts Vita Hayes as a legit player.
You have to think of obviously we have a certain man there that are great centre backs that are obviously very, very, very injury prone. You know, when that new season comes, we are going to have them, which they're going to start in it. You know what I'm saying? Like them man are going to start.
Jay, do you really think we need another one? If he trusts Vita Hayes, yeah, and Vita, remember that's a £30 million signing.
He's not shown me that he can though, because every time I've wanted him to get minutes, he's not.
No. This is what I'm saying though, because if I agree, if he doesn't trust him, he ain't going to play him. Then again, it's just a name that ain't going to be played. So I agree, we probably need another one. But if Pep in the Club World Cup in pre-season keeps playing him and demonstrates that, you know what, Pep rates him. You've got Diaz, Hayes, Huzanov, Ake, Stones, Akanji. That's 6 centre-backs for 2 possession.
I know, but we're keeping all these guys now that don't play football, man. Like, they just don't play football.
Yeah, but you still got 6 for 2.
I know, but we're putting all our hopes and dreams into Stones and Ake and Akanji.
No. You're not putting your hopes and dreams in him. You're putting your hopes and dreams into Diaz, Huzanov, and Hayes as your primary guys.
It's trusting the backups as well.
I don't necessarily see them as primary guys yet, though. Like, I don't think Hayes is a primary guy yet, or we would have seen him more. Do you know what I mean?
You know what it is, Jay, bro?
I think we potentially sometimes because he can be shaky as well.
I think we potentially might have seen more of Victor Hayes if Kuzanov wasn't being so good. Like, you know, Kuzanov, he's not been in a position to get dropped in it. So, you know what I'm saying? But maybe if he continued to be shaky as that first 5 minutes at Chelsea, we might have seen him rotated. But he's been a Donny. So, like,
I think
Hayes,
if anything, I want to see us get a left-sided centre back, man. Because I feel like quite a lot of our guys are pretty similar.
I think that's Hayes, isn't it? Hayes plays left-sided centre-back.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Has he just got a really good left foot?
Can you trust this guy?
Is he actually left-footed?
Because I don't rate Diaz there either. I don't really rate Diaz there either.
I think
in the left centre-back.
Yeah, I think Hayes used to play left-sided centre-back for Brazil and Palmeiras.
Okay.
Well, if you want a left centre-back, Braithwaite.
Braithwaite's the man. Braithwaite or Houston, man, from
this guy's homegrown as well.
Yeah,
I think he wants to leave. He's got a year left on his contract.
Who does Huyson?
No, Braithwaite.
Oh, Braithwaite, yeah.
But
I think Braithwaite's sick, man. I think
he's got a few injuries.
I think he's got potential, you know. I do think he's got potential.
He's mint on the ball and he defends like a dog as well in that Everton team.
As a straight centre back, I prefer the idea of Gahey in it. But if you want a left sided specifically, I do like Gahey. You know, I think he's a boss.
What about Houston, man, from fucking Thingy as well? He's just sick, that guy.
Don't know, bro.
Have you not seen him balling out with both?
I've seen him, bro. He's a good footballer, isn't he? He's good on the ball, that guy. You know,
another young player. I don't know, Braithwaite's 22, but he's played in the Prem for like 5 years.
Yeah, I do get that argument, but you could say he's done a full year doing it this year and has been mint.
I think he's just another young brother, though, isn't it?
And he's 6'5" as well, you know, Braithwaite. You know, he's 6'5".
Yeah, he's a
bro. You know what I think of Braithwaite? I always think of that time when Haaland bodied him. You know.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Do you know what though?
I don't remember it, really, bro.
LB, man.
No. Oh wait, no. I do remember.
He flattened him, yeah.
He flattened him, bro.
Yeah, I do remember it.
But then I have to remind myself it's Haaland, innit? So I've got to cut in some slack. But it's not a nice memory. It's not a fun memory.
Was it Braithwaite where Haaland was stood next to him? He was going.
No, that was Godfrey. That was Ben Godfrey.
Oh, was it Godfrey?
Godfrey, yeah, Ben Godfrey.
Do you remember that?
I remember that. He's another gobshite. He's a gobshite, isn't he? You know.
And where is he now? He's at fucking some shit club now, isn't he, Godfrey? So who's the real winner?
Nah, but that's where I'm at, Jay, with the centre back. Like, I think if you trust Vita Hayes and Vita Hayes is good enough, and when I say good enough, I don't just mean like okay. I mean like it needs to be decent.
That's what I mean. I think if he was more than okay, I think we would have seen him.
Potentially, but then at the same time, if you've got Diaz and Huzanov, then obviously he's probably going to play them in front of him, isn't he?
Do you know what I mean? I'd love to have been able to watch that EDS game. You know, the one where him and Bob played. You know, I'd love to have been able to watch that. Yeah, I know it's the EDS again, but I can still gauge a player. You know, like it's like Echeverri. I can see he's got something. You know, I know he's played in. I've seen him play in the younger with the young kids, but I can see it. You know, and if I got the chance to see Victor Hayes that game, I'd have been able to tell you a bit more as well.
Do you think Bar's going to come straight in next year as well? Obviously,
good question.
With him coming over,
people are telling
he's
me
a big fucking.
He's big man are telling me he's cooking.
Big defender, isn't he?
He's another one at 6'5", and like I keep saying 6'5". I want someone because sorry, yeah, this season especially,
I want a
we've had
centre
no
back
one
who
in.
can win headers, man. None of our centre backs win fucking headers.
This guy is
my head in.
This is why, like, Branthwaite and Barr are like, I'm hearing it, man. 6'5" dons who will just win every single ball.
I don't want to see Ruben Diaz letting the ball bounce in front of fucking strikers anymore, man. Just go and win the fucker. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that Brentford game was the one that did it for me, mate. You know, when fucking Ake and Akanji at the back just didn't win any headers, and like, yeah, I don't know. Listen, I've not seen anything of this Barr. I've only seen a compilation, but people again are saying that he looks really, really good. But
the man of the match is they speak volumes as well. You know, to win the man of the match award. You know, that speaks volumes because you can't be a mug to get man of the match.
Listen, I'm down for bringing him in. You know, because the thing is, right, we have enough quality there. I mean, you don't win 4 titles in a row if you don't have enough quality in the back, right? So we've got enough quality. It's just if you imagine Ake and Stones are injured. Yeah, because they probably will get injured.
Which they will be.
Time. Yeah. Do you then have enough quality to see? And that's the question that I've got. And I'm like, I'm not saying yeah, and I'm not saying no. I'm unsure. Yeah. And bringing Barr in at the moment for me doesn't strengthen it for me. It just gives me another number. But again, if he's not good enough, then that's irrelevant to me.
Stones and Ake are 2 of the best options, man. I think if they're both out, I think we are in trouble. I don't want to find us in that position again. So I'd definitely go and get at least one.
So who would you get? Would you one name? Who would it be?
He's a Bramford guy, isn't he?
No. You got one player to buy. Which one would it be?
I'd go probably Branthwaite, yeah. Just because I feel like he brings the defensive side of the game as well as being decent on the ball. I know Houston is a bit of like a luxury signing in it, that we've seen that he's a baller, but has he got that dog in him? Like they do a lot of goals and stuff like that. Everton's whole style of play for the last 2 years, when he's been amazing,
it's been defending, hasn't it? They've been
defending and keeping clean sheets. They got more clean sheets than anyone in the league last year with him and Tarkowski at centre back. And we've seen that he can play ball. He's left-footed, which is what we've missed since Laporte's been gone. He can spray a pass as well. But yeah, I've missed having those like dogged defenders as well.
Van der Ven, you know, big boy that is. You know,
the problem
one thing I'll add on to Jima Barr as well. That's the thing. That's the worrying thing.
He would be amazing. Imagine him and fucking Huzanov at the back.
Insane.
Yes. Come on.
Yeah.
Give me that right now. Yeah, but he's injured a lot and he costs about 100 million quid.
That's what worries me about him, but he would be amazing. Like I say, with Huzanov as well, he's got that recovery pace. He actually clocked in as the fastest player in the league, didn't he?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Because the only time teams hurt us is in behind on the counter attack, innit? So if you have 2 centre backs like that,
that'll be nullified, mate.
They've got no fucking chance, have they?
Like I said, just on Jima Barr again, though, it sounds good. What he's like, he brought out that quote in it, the Jima Barr quote, where he was like, he actually said he'd relish coming to Man City, and he sounded like he would take being a bit part player as well, which is obviously a bit promising to hear in many ways.
Well, this guy's humble guy, isn't it? He's come from
was it Sierra Leone or something else?
Sierra Leone.
Mad team only like 2 years ago.
Yes, it was at Sierra Leone like 2 years ago.
He was getting like 500 quid a week or something, wasn't he?
It was at Real. Was it Valladolid? Was that Real Valladolid?
Yeah,
it was at that club. Yeah, who was exploiting him on £500 a week. Yeah, when he was playing in La Liga chat. Yeah, he was playing in La Liga. And they were paying him and he was playing every game. He was paying €500 a week, yeah. So that guy screwed him over by buying himself out of the contract. Which case, Valladolid started crying their eyes out because basically they'd been mugged off because they basically, was exploiting him. Then they realised that people was willing to bid like 20 million quid for him. So then they tried giving him a new contract and he went, nah, fuck you, man. You've been paying me 500 quid a week, or whatever it is. Now I'm buying myself out of contract for 6 million. City did that, by the way. Yeah, City gave him the 6 million to buy himself out of contract.
That's my club.
He then bought himself out of contract, signs for City. City have gone, bang, 10, 15, 20 grand a week. Now you're chilling. Now you're with us. So there you go. You know what I mean?
So the guy's got love for City, innit?
The guy's got love for the humble guy. So yeah, listen, at the end of the day, I think this Club World Cup and this pre-season that we're going to go on, it's going to be massive. It really is because we've got big decisions. You know,
is Barr there for another year? Do you know? Or
he's there for the rest of the season.
Is he back with us in the
He's
summer?
coming in the summer potentially, innit?
Yeah, he'll be in the summer. But you've got big decisions to make on Hayes. You've got big decisions to make on Barr. You've got big decisions to make on Echeverri. We not even spoke about him.
Yeah, because all the rumours around him are that he's going straight out.
There's a lot of rumours on him, you know what I mean? And obviously Kevin De Bruyne, what's going on with him? Is he staying? Is he going? You know, we need to find that soon.
Too
because
much
if he
up
goes,
in the air at the moment, isn't there?
there's a lot. And then obviously, the goalkeeper situation. Like this is what I say. Like, big up to Viana because he's coming into a situation which is tough.
Yeah, he's got a lot of shit on his hands.
It was a good job we signed 4 players in January because otherwise it would have been pretty much an impossible job.
Yeah, to be fair, I think the goalkeeping situation seems one of the most clearest now, innit? It seems like it's adamant, it's clear now that he's gone in it. So, that's
what needs to happen.
At least that's one thing we know.
Yeah, we need to try and keep Ortega because if he goes, then he's got to sign 2 goalkeepers.
Oh, no. I don't want to go into the season with Ortega as number 1. No.
I don't think he will.
That is never going to happen.
What I'm saying is, if Ederson and Ortega both go, he's got to sign 2 goalkeepers.
You know who I want? I really want this James Trafford. Man.
What's number 1?
Bro, I'd give him the chance. Man. I swear down.
Steve, I'm on your side, bro. I was saying this to him.
I actually would. And obviously, it's one of them homegrown quotas as well, which people love.
The main thing is as well, this guy came up through our academy playing Pep Guardiola.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Football. The guy's a baller, The guy, he's another one that can play midfield.
He was brought up playing that style of play, innit? And I think he's broke the record for the most clean sheets in the fucking championship.
Yeah, he has.
And
all I'm saying is though, you do accept that last year he was trash.
Yeah, I know. Which is the scary thing, innit? But he was playing.
He dropped him from Muric, bro. Vinny Company dropped him from Muric at one point.
Muric is an experienced goalkeeper, isn't it? So
don't do this, man.
Muric is an experienced keeper, man. You know what it is? When you're fighting relegation, them times, I don't understand why he's built Muric in, innit?
He's just getting peppered constantly.
He just took him out of the spotlight, man. That's all he's doing. He took him out of the spotlight.
I don't know, mate. I'm not sure about that one. But then again, I've not watched him this season, and by all accounts, he is slamming it this year. But last year, he was trash.
You have to remember as well, what's our style of play? Possession. What's his forte? Possession, innit?
Exactly.
And people underestimate. People say
facing 20 shots a game. Do you?
You know what people say? Yeah, people say, "What's the main job of a goalkeeper? He's saving shots." I'd argue that the game's changed. I'd argue that distribution is just as important. Especially in my team. Especially in my team. Because it's the way you play, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have the ball, so if you got bad distribution, you're gonna concede goals from the distribution. So it's very important.
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of? Yeah, it reminds me of. Do you remember when David De Gea first joined United?
He's a bit skinny and that, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a skinny guy. And what happened, right? What happened is, for the younger guys who don't remember David De Gea at the start, right? Is every corner that a team got against United. Every player on the opposition would just stand next to fucking David De Gea, and the guy was just cut. And for about 2 or 3 years, listen, the guy was making saves and shit, but for set pieces, he was getting bullied. He was getting bullied badly, and it's just I feel like that could happen with him. And then a couple of drop, when Bravo did it at United, remember when Bravo did it? He come out, tried to catch it, and was Ibrahimovic won it.
Yeah, he was weak as piss as well, Bravo.
I wasn't aware Trafford was that slight, bro. Maybe I'm
last year, man. Last year he was like that.
He's just a bit he's just a bit lightweight. He's tall and that, but he's dead skinny and wiry, that kind of frame.
Right.
And
See, I like the idea of having that young goalkeeper as well that I know I've got for the next 10 years as well.
Yeah, but Chevalier's for 23 though, bro. Just go and get him in. He's got muscle on him. You watch him. I watched the compilation. The guy definitely goes gym and that. That's the thing, man. I don't know.
If you're a goalkeeper and you're not lifting weights, what are you doing? That's the one thing you can work on, isn't it? Get yourself big, man.
Nah, I know. It's just a
because I don't rate that Costa either. Who people are saying.
I don't rate him.
Every time I've watched that guy, he's been fucking shit.
Well, that's my problem. I've watched him once, and he was against United when he made two mistakes.
Dead game.
But people have been saying to me as well that he is a good goalkeeper, but he's got the bozo gene bad.
Yeah,
he makes errors. When you actually watch him, he makes the saves. He makes good saves. He's good on the ball. Statistically, obviously, we've spoke about this before. Him and Chevalier at the top. But he does make bozo errors.
Yeah.
And it's do I really want a bozo error in goal?
Not as a keeper, no.
I'm not being funny, not when the fucking whole defence is making bozo errors as well. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's where you've been lucky with Ederson, really, isn't it? When you think about it, this guy, apart from you might argue that he's done a few bozos in terms of saving, but on the ball,
considering the way he plays, the low amount of bozos that he's made, considering the risk that this guy takes on a weekly basis, the guy's world class, man. Do you know what I mean? Any other keeper that played the way you see people like Onana who try and play the same way Ederson does, and he's dropping a howler every week. This guy, he obviously drops 1 or 2 every now and again, innit? But to play the way he does and to have that catalogue of small errors, do you know what I mean?
For me, that's why it's a shame that he's going, man, because I would keep that guy, you know. Definitely.
Well, you know, I said I would give him 300 grand a week.
Personally.
So he's worth it, man. For me, he's worth it because the guy we need to make up for the P's that he's lost out on. You know what I'm saying?
No, I would as well. But listen, he's obviously going to go. I said, I don't know if you guys agree. I think he's our best goalkeeper ever, mate. I think he's better than Hart. But I got a bit cooked for it. What do you reckon?
I know. Yeah, I think I seen you get cooked. What was it on? Where did you get cooked? Now I remember.
Where did I say that? It would have been a City channel.
I don't even.
Yeah, it had to be a City channel.
Not even a discussion. Of course, he's better than Hart.
Where was that now? Oh, that's going to annoy me.
Where did I say that?
The chat will remind you, I think. Surely.
Yeah, chat. Where did I say this?
He's like one of the main reasons that changed our whole style of play to become the team.
Oh, it was on. Was it on Saeed? Was it on Saeed TV? Was it?
Nah, it would have been on a City channel. It would have been on a City channel.
Oh, was it? Oh, it's doing my head in, bro.
I can't remember when I said this, but I said this.
Man, I was with you though. I remember hearing it in it, and I was actually with you, man, because for me as well, I'm talking about Edison. I think Edison's the best.
Yeah, I'm backing that 100%. Yeah. But I was saying no way because people in the chat are saying Joe Hart's better.
All right. All right.
Joe Hart,
people would say that, innit?
People forget Joe Hart had bozos as well, you know. Like, remember him?
I'm not hating on Joe Hart, my guy. I'm sorry. I cannot hate on him.
He couldn't dive till he's left.
I just want to make that clear, chat, innit? I love Joe Hart, innit? And especially,
me too.
I love the stuff that he's coming out with these times as well. Did you hear him say? He said recently, the one that stands out for me, this quote, he said, "Oh, take over as Mickey Richards for City ambassador. Why not?" He said.
Nah, I love that. You know what it is with Joe Hart?
That's English number one.
He could be right, so salty and such a twat because obviously Pep dropped him, and he could be like, yo, Pep's been shit this year, don't know what he's doing, blah blah, because obviously, like literally, if we deep it, Pep ended his career. Really,
literally, bro.
I mean, because
I was fuming at the time as well. You know, I was fuming, bro.
Yeah, but he couldn't kick, could he? He couldn't.
No, he couldn't. It was one of those decisions where, like, you was probably fuming, Steve, but deep down, you knew that it was the right decision. His problem is he got the wrong goalkeeper because
he got Claudio Bravo, innit? So
yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I respect massively Joe Hart, man, because he is just so 100 with it. You know what I mean? And
that's it, bro.
I
think about Joe Hart, bro. Yeah, and you know what I think of straight away? I think of Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi was saying. Actually, I think that's actually Fraser Forster, that quote. I don't want to butcher that, but I remember him playing against Lionel Messi. I think he saved a penalty.
Yeah, he did.
He was saving bare one-on-ones. You know, that stands out to me, man.
The one that reminds me of it was that Spurs game in Mancini's first. Was it Mancini's first game when he dropped Given? Because remember, he fucking dropped Given.
Was sick,
and Given was fucking cold.
Given was cold.
Given was a fucking mint goalkeeper, man. Again, some of the younger guys maybe not know this one, but Shea Given, we got him from Newcastle for like 10 mil, whatever.
Big signing, bro. Big signing.
Yeah. And he was. I remember when we signed Shea Given, I was fucking buzzing, mate, because he was.
He used to save penalties bare.
Yeah, and then I think he was only our goalkeeper for a year, innit? Because then.
Is that it? And I've got all these fond memories about him, and he was only here a year. That's crazy.
Well, I remember him in that Umbro, that green Umbro top.
The green Umbro,
yeah. It would have only been 1 or 2.
Number 37, I think he was.
I thought it was 1 year, but it might be 2. And then Joe Hart, and then Mancini in that game. And there was that. Remember that Asu Okoto done that shot, and it was from like 30 yards on the volley, and fucking Joe Hart went boom, fucking tipped it over the bar in that first game. You know the game I'm talking about, innit?
Yeah, I know the shot.
That's Silver's first game.
Did Given not save that Lampard penalty to stop them going undefeated as well?
Yeah, he might have done.
I remember him saving penalty against Arsenal.
We won 1-0.
He saved like a Lampard penalty in like the last minute of the game.
Yeah. We won 1-0. I think so. Yeah, he might have been. But yeah, that save from Asu Okoto, man. Your chat, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go on YouTube. Type in Asu Okoto volley versus Joe Hart, man. Fucking unreal, bro.
Asu Okoto was a funny guy as well, man. He didn't even like football.
Nah. But the thing is, like, this is what I'm saying with Edison. Like, I rate Hart. I think he's fucking mint, but I just think Edison for me is just.
We wouldn't have won all these Premier Leagues without Edison, man. He's one of the main reasons why we played the way we do.
Unfortunately, he's disrespected. He's disrespected, unfortunately.
I think he's mad disrespected.
Because people are still in the dark ages of wanting this like old school goalkeeper who's massive and saves shots and is a fucking whacks it up the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, people haven't become adapted to what you expect from a keeper nowadays. Like, Pep's the man. Do you know what I mean? He's pretty much created this position of having this super keeper that's completely changed football. And Edison's the best at it. of all time. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what as well, bro? I think the club have disrespected on him because they should have put him on 300. Bro, he should have put him on 300 grand a week 2 years ago.
I agree.
Yeah, why the fuck is this guy 90 grand a week?
There's no one in the world that's better for our.
Do you know Aaron Ramsey's on more money than Ederson?
Aaron Ramsey?
Not Aaron Ramsey.
I was going to say, is he not retired?
Yeah, Ramsdale.
You know, I was just thinking that would be. I'd like to see the list of City players that have paid more than him. The amount of City players.
Nunes,
Phillips.
Yeah, these guys are.
Keepers aren't really ever paid that bit. It's only really De Gea that got that massive contract.
No.
It's such an important position.
If you check the modern list, yeah, he's not even on the top 10, Jay. Top 10 goalkeepers.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
It's a very, very important position. It's got to be respected,
especially when he's got that niche talent that no one really has.
Where it's like the best in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I mean?
He's known for that.
On dough compared to everyone.
Have you seen this Chevalier guy?
I've seen his compilations, LB. That's it, though. Yeah. I'd like to watch some of his games.
He's meant to be very, very good. He's only 23, so like Steve, you were saying about the young guy, like he's only 23.
Which I'd like. Yeah,
he looks like a good shot stopper. He looks strong, like I say, he looks like he goes to gym and that. Yeah, but I've not seen anything on his distribution side. People are saying it's good, and statistically it is good. But apparently PSG want him because they want to replace Donnarumma.
They would want him in it, like PSG. They want all the best talents.
Replace Donnarumma as well, man.
Because I think Donnarumma like. Yeah, but again,
is he getting on or something?
Shit with his feet though, probably.
He's a bit old school, isn't he, Donnarumma?
Yeah, he's like that old school keeper. Isn't he?
Remember when he first broke through at Milan? Yeah, you remember when he first broke through at Milan, Donnarumma? Like, everyone was saying like, "This is the next Buffon," and everyone was like, "Shit." And then PSG signed him. He's not really kicked on, really, has he? But yeah, that's a thing.
He's good at penalties, though, isn't he?
He's just big, isn't he? Big and long.
Yeah. He just puts his nose in the way.
Yeah, I think he's one of those goalkeepers like Courtois. Like when he's on it,
shit with the feet, but saves everything.
Courtois is a good example. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think Courtois is the best goalkeeper in the world. I have him above Alisson.
Yeah.
Shot stopper wise, I agree.
Yeah, I think
he is shit with his feet, though, Courtois.
Yeah, he is. But like when he's doing, like basically, you know that Champions League final against Liverpool a few years ago, they lose that without Courtois.
100%. That game would have been dusted, bro. Like for the first half, it would have been dusted.
Liverpool fans watching that game must have been like, "What the fuck is going on, man?" Like they were
done that against us, haven't he? Though.
He's a solid goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's done that against us a few times. Courtois,
I have said on Ederson. I know people. Yeah, you know, people think I glaze Ederson, and I probably do. But I have also said, to be balanced, I've also said, Champions League cup competitions, that better at distribution versus shot stopping, it's lowered massively. Because in the league, right? Yeah, if Ederson makes a mistake, bro, with his feet, right, and we concede a goal, don't matter, bro. You got 37 other games to sort it out. Like I'm not looking back at the end of the season and going, it's fucking Ederson's fault, unless you won over 37. But in the Champions League and in cup competitions, the margin for error is much smaller.
Yeah, because you're out.
A good example of that is the Champions League final, when although that he's not known for his great saves, Ederson, he did make great saves. If he didn't make great saves, then it would have gone to extra time. And if he went to extra time, it would have got sticky, man.
And people forget about that performance in that final as well because of the Roger goal and shit like that. But Ederson was arguably our
swear down, bro. Yeah, obviously after I stopped crying after the full-time whistle, I was telling myself like, Ederson, man of the match, give him man of the match.
Bro, that save from Lukaku at the end, that header.
Yeah,
big fucking save, mate.
Mad. But that's a good example of what you were saying, though, innit, about the tournament competitions. That's what you need. It is a thing as well,
Steve. I don't know if you agree, right? But I always feel that like this whole is not good at shot stopping. I always feel that that's a bit overdone, man.
I think it's exaggerated, 100%, bro. People love to harp on about it. But...
They do. They love it, man. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say he's good as Courtois or Alisson, right? He's obviously not. But like, I feel like some people talk about Ederson's shot stopping, and I think like, come on, man.
It's probably underrated, if anything, man.
It probably is because people act like it's fucking shit. It's not that shit.
He does save the ones that he's supposed to 95% of the time. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, he just won't save the ones that you think, rah. Where Alisson and Courtois,
they save do like shots. A world class out of this world save. You don't probably not going to do that from Ederson, do you? But he does enough.
He does enough. He's well disrespected, in my opinion. I personally think that when we get the new goalkeeper in, I think a lot of fans will probably be like, shit.
He's got more Premier Leagues than any other keeper in the history of the league, hasn't he? So
yeah. No, 100%. Let me come to some more of these. Let me come to some more of these chats. Yeah. Big up to LB. Nah, it's just a fake guy. I don't know why people do that. Big up to LB says Huijsen and Kirkes are suspended on Sunday. Yeah, that's facts, and it's suspended, but we'll still lose. Says LB.
Two of their best players, man.
Yeah, that is.
I wasn't sure that was 100%. That's mad.
Definitely two of their best players.
That is true. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Zaka again. Says, we are Man City. I want rivals crying in the summer. Facts. You know we're doing the right thing when rivals are crying about how much money we're spending. And the last 2 years, people haven't been moaning.
I need my oil greedy club back, man. Come on.
Yeah, 100%.
I've missed getting slagged off in the.
Give me that £150 million signing, man.
Do you know what I mean? Man. Everyone else is allowed to do it, so why can't we now? Come on.
True. Big up to Matthias as well. Says, get me Xavi Simons if we don't get Wirtz. Well, Xavi Simons is definitely available because they've only got him on a 2-year contract, isn't it? So that kind of stinks to me. Is they've already got a deal lined up, to be honest with you, and they're just getting some quick cash in it. So,
Xavi Simons is the guy as well that's looking for the next step now as well. Well, I don't know where that's going to be, but
definitely. Big up to Nariman again. Says, would you want Wirtz or would you wait for Wirtz in 2026 if he chose to stay a year? We are
again. This is big if KDB stays, right? If KDB stays for one more year, then something you could potentially look at.
Yeah, I think for me, if KDB stays,
if it meant us defo getting him, I'd rather wait. I think.
Yeah. So what you could do this year, right? So, listen, just to get it right, my priority is getting Wirtz in this summer. Yeah, just so everyone knows, right? But if Wirtz says, "Listen, I want to do one more year, I'll come next year 100%," then you keep KDB. You have to keep Echeverri. You can't loan him out, and then you've got Foden, Echeverri, and De Bruyne as your attacking. That's probably chill. And the next year you're going to get Wirtz. But ideally, I'd rather just get Wirtz this year.
Can you imagine, if Echeverri gets his chance, and then all of a sudden we don't need a next guy?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? And listen, Foden hopefully will start slamming it again next year, and then you got Echeverri and De Bruyne there as rotational players. That's decent.
I just can't tell you how excited I am to see Echeverri come on. Man, it's
almost I'm starting to see
the fact that we've been made to wait.
We might not even see him till 2026, man. The way
this is what I mean. This anticipation is killing me. The anticipation's growing, and it's making me more excited about seeing him.
I'm starting to see Echeverri slander on the timeline, Steve. You know that?
Were you saying that then?
People just fucking random guys saying he's shit.
He's not ready and stuff like
that. I've never watched him. Well, I'm not
interested in them guys.
You don't think I was up there, 2 a.m. in the morning watching Sudamericano, you tell me I've never watched him. Yeah, get out of here, man. I was watching versus Bolivia, bro. Yeah, shut up, man. I mean,
I'm not interested in no slander on my favourite players.
But these guys are so dumb, though, as well, This is a guy, right, that captained this team, right? They should have won the tournament as well, right? They should have won the tournament. This guy's a captain of his team. He then got selected for the preliminary Argentina's senior team and then got dropped from the senior team. And he only got dropped because Pep's not fucking played him.
Exactly.
So he's got selected for the prelims, of the senior team. And you're telling me he's crap.
The world champions as well, by the way.
The world champions. Like, what are you doing here, mate? Like, let's be honest, the people who are saying this shit, you're the guys that have never seen him. Because anyone that's watched this driller, knows that he's fucking mint, mate.
Just be prepared to hold that, innit? Because it's coming.
Be prepared, man. Listen, I'm starting to use the bookmark function on Twitter. Yeah, I get how it works now. Nah, bro. I mean, because I'm like, how are these people, pulling out these tweets from 3 years ago when people have been cooking certain people, It's the bookmark function. I've started to create folders, in the bookmarks, and in 2 years' time, I'm about to retweet a load of tweets, mate.
I love it.
Be careful, innit?
LB, a quick question for you, bro, Say Echeverri doesn't get his chance, would you be very, very interested in loaning him in the Premier League?
Well, first of all, that's a sick question because I fucking want him to stay anyway. But
I know I do as well. I want him to play for Man City. But if he's not going to get played, you're not going to get no minutes. A loan in the Premier League would be so interesting because to be able to watch him week in, week out, bro. See what you can do in the Premier League.
It would, but don't be loaning him to like a Sheffield fucking United like we did.
I know they can't. You can't
loan him to a team that has the ball. That was the most stupid loan.
Someone like Aston Villa, maybe.
Just get him at a team that dominates possession.
Brighton,
he can get on the ball, isn't it?
Brighton
might be a shout,
mate.
There might be a shout, but you just need to get him at a team where they have possession. Like we did the fucking most stupid thing with McAtee ever. We loaned him to a team that has no ball.
I know.
That is so dumb. Again, common sense officer, man. Hi, common sense officer. We're thinking about loaning McAtee to Sheffield United. What do you think about that? So this is his breakout year in the Premier League, and you're going to loan him to a team that has none of the ball. Yeah, not a good idea.
That was actually such a poor decision, isn't it?
Am I like, what's going on here at this football club, man? You know what I mean? I'm seriously need a common sense officer, man. It's actually mad. It really, really is. But yeah, maybe. I mean, I want him to play. I'd play him now. Real talk, I'd play him now. Right now.
No, I would as well, bro.
Echeverria, straight in.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not being funny. Yeah, Soler, who was a left back in the tournament for Argentina, he's played for Bournemouth already. He's been on the bench every game he plays. He's decent as well.
Bit of a risk to throw him straight in, though, straight off the back of a kiddies tournament. Do you know what I mean?
Not you, Jacob, bro.
I know. I love the look of him, but it's a big step up, man. This is the Premier League, man.
Jacob, here's one for you, bro. Yeah, here's one for you. Right, don't play him against Bournemouth, no problem. We're playing Leicester midweek. Bring him on with 20 minutes to go.
I don't mind giving him a goal there. Yeah,
bro. Even 20 minutes to go. Just give me that. Give me something.
Yeah, but I like I say, it's a big step up going from like a young tournament like that to playing a Premier League game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would ease him in. I would ease him in.
That would be easing him in, innit?
I'd fucking throw him in.
Throw him in.
I'd throw him in with the Lions and say,
guys, we're going to have another Oscar Bob on our hands and out. Little leg break out for the season.
Bro.
The thing that I'm suggesting, though, is easing him in, innit? You get me? Like, what I'm suggesting is, yeah, because I wouldn't ease him in, innit? I'd full send him. But if you want to ease him in, if you want to ease him in, then do him to 20 minutes for Leicester, man.
Yeah, I'm down for that. More than down for that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen now by what Pep's saying. But he's a baller.
I want to see Hayes man against Leicester as well. I want to see him get some minutes.
The problem is, Jay, they're not going to do that, innit? Because like with this top five's at serious risk, and he ain't gonna obviously play Hayes in that game.
It's fucking Leicester, man. They're shit.
They're so bad.
I know, bro, but like that game, it has to be a 3 points. That game, it has to be 3 points.
Here's the thing, though, man. We should be trusting these men, though. Like,
I think so. He's £30 million player.
One of your main choices next year. If we can't trust him against Leicester, what's the point of him in the squad?
No. I'd play him. Yeah,
I'd play him as the cousin of me, mate.
I don't think Pep will. Yeah, I would, man. You know, I love playing. I think the whole he's too young fucking thing is a lot of BS. At the end of the day, I think if you're good enough, you're old enough, you can get him in the team, mate. Yeah,
he's only too young if you're trying to get in his pants in it at the end of the day.
Yeah, bro. So he's wedded up now, isn't it? So, do you know what I mean?
If you're not trying to do that, then let him play some football. You get me?
Well, he's 21, isn't it? So crack on with the kid.
Check his
clip, man. Where's the clip, man?
Play the clip, man.
Let me find the clip, man. There's the clip. Here it is.
You should have these clips ready, bro.
Sorted out in the league. He called you a nonce up there today. Reaction to that?
Well, at the end of the day, Bo, look, he's 21 years old, yeah? And if I was to actually crack on with the kid, I could do, Bo. You get me? Because he's of age, Bo, so there's no nonce about it.
Steve talking about Hayes.
That clip is fucking the maddest clip.
Oh, it is.
That's the maddest
Afghan
clip out
Dan,
there,
you know. Big up Afghan Dan.
That
guy's a madman.
Big alien head on him as well.
I watched his arm come out of place when he had that fight, you know.
Mate, that fight was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Guy was doing like spinning back.
You know what? I was rooting for him though, you know. I wanted him to beat that little T guy, man. I really did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, little T. Yeah. What was we talking about? Well, Vita Hayes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Vita Hayes. Nah, the thing is, because this game against Leicester that's coming up, like we have to win, innit? And I don't think he's going to drop Diaz for Hayes when it's a must-win game. Because the thing is, right, you know, like I know we are still there, but like if you give the points to Newcastle in their game in hand, we're not in the top 5.
I know.
We're only there
now, are we?
If Guardiola's out as well, though, I don't want to play that game with fucking Nunes and Lewis as our fullbacks either. So I'd love to see Cousinov push across to right back so that obviously we can play the other.
He might do that.
That's a shout, Jay.
And have Hayes in the middle, like I've said similar in the last game as well. But I'm not a big fan of going into that game with Lewis and Nunes as our fullbacks.
You're asking for trouble there, aren't you, mate?
Exactly, especially if you ask one of them to defend in a back three. Do you know what I mean? If we lose possession quickly, unless they try and hit us, and they're part of that back three. We've seen Nunes do that before, and he got fucking roasted against Madrid in it. So I definitely want to see it switched up. I think so. We'll see.
Yeah, interesting. Let me come to some of these, man. Go to LB, says Stones and Ake can't play in a high line. They can't sprint, says LB.
LB is probably right.
Yeah. Zaka says 50 million release clause for Huyson.
If that's on, if that's on, I'd full send.
I seen something on Twitter.
He's a perfect pet player, man, and he's a big lad as well.
Yeah, I seen a thing. I don't know if it's true. His dad apparently on Instagram retweeted, or like, you know how you can like repost a story, right? He reposted a story which was a newspaper in Spain saying Huyson to Real Madrid done or something. And his dad put it on his, and I don't know if it's true. It's Twitter, it might be fake, you know what I mean? But like, that's what I seen. So,
well, I seen Huyson get questioned about Real Madrid, and he said, "I am honoured to be mentioned in the names of these great clubs."
Fuck Madrid, man. They can't just go around getting everyone. Like,
he's a Spanish guy, though, isn't he, Jay? You know what I mean? He's a Spanish guy as well.
I seen him in a funny interview the other day as well, where the podcast guy was saying that he looks high all the time, and he was like, why do you look high in your interviews and stuff like that? And he was like, I've just got tired eyes, bro. Like, I get them from my mum. So the guy's he's from Holland, innit? He's from Holland, innit? So he looks like
is he Dutch
all the time. I think so.
I thought you just said he was Spanish, bro.
Yeah, I said he's Spanish, innit? He's playing for the national teams for Spain, man.
I swear he's from Holland, though.
Oh, he must be multinational.
Yeah, you know what? He's got the Dutch name as well, innit? He's probably like wanting to change his passport or something.
But
he's got the multinational dual passport, man.
He has got that name, though, innit? Huyson. It's definitely a Dutch name.
Yeah, I think he's born in he's born in Amsterdam. Both. Hence the eyes, isn't it? And then plays for Spain.
Hence the eyes.
Guys blips out his head constantly, but plays football like a G.
Yeah, he loves to smoke. Put it that way. Bill Zaka says no Scott Carson as number one with a crying emoji. Well, that's the thing, bro. If he goes as well, you might need 3 goalkeepers, man.
Got to try and keep Scott Carson, man. 1 more year.
You got to keep Ortega and you've got to keep Carson, mate, because you can't be getting.
We've got to keep Carson. That guy's just been the best paid cheerleader that you could ever.
So what? Let him continue to cheerlead, bro. He's an important cog in this team, bro.
I don't think it's as deep to say we've got to keep Carson though. Like.
No, wait a second. So if we let Carson go and Edison goes and Ortega goes, you need 3 goalkeepers in 1 window.
I don't know. What do you mean? This guy's not going to play a minute.
Are you telling me? No. You're not seriously suggesting that we don't have a 3rd choice goalkeeper.
Oh no, we have a 3rd choice goalkeeper. I'd rather if Carson wasn't to be here, I'm sure we've got a 3rd choice option in the.
Someone actually said get Kasper Schmeichel as a 3rd choice goalkeeper.
They're taking the piss.
He's like 45 years old, isn't he?
He's 38.
Is it? Yeah, same thing, man. Nah, I'm all right. We got Peter Schmeichel when he was about 38, 39. He was fucking shit, man, for us in that year. So I'm not going through that again.
He'd be 3rd choice, though.
He's not going to come to us and be 3rd choice. He's playing in the Champions League, man. For that.
Nah, apparently someone was saying that he done an interview or something. I don't know if this is true, but apparently he done an interview and he's indicating that he wants to wind down, innit?
Bro, why? If you're a goalkeeper, why do you need to wind down?
I know all you got to do is fucking stand there and say. Especially for Celtic, he faces about 2 shots a game. He faces like 2 shots per game, man.
I don't know.
He's talking like he's doing 10 kilometers a game, like Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, I don't get it, innit? I don't get it. Apparently, I didn't watch the interview yet, but people saying on the overlap, By the way, overlap thing,
I put this in the chat, LB, as soon as I listened to that. Do you not remember me saying? So him and his dad both say that they take Ederson over Alisson and over all the big keepers in the world. They rate Ederson higher because of what he does on the football pitch.
Right, no way.
And shit like that.
I listened to the Kepa from what club is he at now? That Kepa guy.
Is it Bournemouth?
Bournemouth. I listened to his interview on Sky Sports as well. And he said he rates Ederson the best.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, some of our own fan base mad disrespects Ederson, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah,
but his actual peers that play the same position as him all say like how fucking unreal.
Do you remember that signing of Kepa though? When he's come in, from the record signings.
Big money, innit? How much was it, bro?
70 million or something for a keeper, man.
Wow.
And he didn't come off in that League Cup final, did he? And
I know.
And then absolutely flat at all the penalties and didn't save.
It was Caballero, wasn't it? That was going to come on, and
Frank Lampard was going mad.
It was It was that manager, wasn't it, who twat Sigs?
Sarri, in it? Was it Sarri?
Yeah, sat on his box like that.
Sorry. It was
sat on
Sarri.
his box at the side of the pitch.
But I'm not being funny. How was the manager you was going to let that happen?
Yeah, I know.
Bro, I'm steaming on that pitch saying, get off, mate. Yeah, I'm dragging you off, bro. Like, you're not gonna,
John Terry said that, innit? He said he would have gone on that pitch and dragged him off.
We ain't letting him do that. You storm on that pitch. I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, I'm not personally a fan of the whole... Call it. I think it's woke nonsense, isn't it?
I'm not with
stubbing strikers on with 1 second to go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
I'm not for that. But
changing
listen, the manager wants to do it. Man. Yeah, I'm not for it personally. But if you want to do it, like you got to make sure you do it. You can't just be letting the player just decide.
Yeah, that's it. Innit? If you make the decision, bro, you've got to damn well go through.
Van Gaal used to do it, didn't he, in the European tournaments with Tim Krul?
A lot of people do it. It's a big thing, isn't it?
That worked though, didn't it? He did that one time.
Tim Krul saved the penalties. Yeah.
I tell you one goalkeeper that I would settle for as well. Yeah, and he might not be that good with his feet, but I love Martinez. You know, I actually love him.
He probably falls. He probably falls into the. Is he good enough with the ball at his feet?
I know. That's
but he's a fantastic goalkeeper.
I just love him that much, bro. I absolutely.
And he can save I tell you what, yeah. Again, like
he's the best penalty saver in the world.
I love Ederson, yeah, and I think he's the best goalkeeper we've ever had. But fuck me, I can't wait till we get a goalkeeper that can save a penalty. Do you know what I mean?
Penalties, I hate
bro.
He
saved 6 in his career, you know.
When was the last one been for Ederson? It must have been fucking time ago.
It was 20. Let me find it now. Yeah, you can Google it. So you go Ederson.
Like in game.
Penalty record. Yeah, penalty statistics. So this, if you go on transfer match, yeah, it doesn't do the penalty shootout. So it's only penalties. The last time he saved a pen was in 2021 against. I remember it. Gylfi Sigurdsson for Everton.
Oh shit! Yeah.
He's only saved 4 pens for City, mate.
That's crazy, bro. With shootouts as well?
Nah, I think that's not including shootouts.
He doesn't save him in shootouts, though, man, from what I remember.
No, he always goes the wrong way, man. That's what pisses me off. He don't even, get near him. But
some goalkeepers just have it, though, don't they? They just have it
Pickford's the same, man. Pickford's a sick penalty saver.
They just know, don't they?
You know, the only trouble is with these English goalkeepers, apart from this Trafford, is, I'd love to get an English goalkeeper, but they're all shit with their feet, man. Pickford. He's an absolute donkey on the ball, you know.
All he does is whack the ball up as far as he can.
And the more time it's going out the sideline.
Yeah, but do you know what's mad though, Steve? Oh, yeah, this is how mad good Ederson is, right? Some people rate Pickford with the ball at his feet. But they do. I hear it all the time. People say, "Oh, Pickford's good with the ball at his feet," and I'm like,
bro, I was cringing, you know. I was watching England.
That's the standard. Because if you remember Bravo, right? Bravo, when he first came to City, we was all like, "Oh my god, on the ball, this guy's mint." You put him next to Ederson, you'd be thinking, "This guy's shit."
Yeah,
and that's the thing about Ortega.
I was watching Pickford, you know, in the major tournaments, bro. Pickford, yeah. And I was watching it like big United fans, and I was turning to the side, and I'm raging, bro. Pickford is kicking the ball out of play, and I'm absolutely raging because we're losing possession, innit? I love to keep possession of the ball, and I'm like, boys, are you
does it for England all the time, man? It's fucking.
Are you man accepting this? Yeah. Are you seeing this? It's crazy.
Well, that's how good Ederson is. Like, you know what, Ortega, right? I've spoken on Ortega's distribution. I think Ortega's distribution is poor, yeah. But here's the thing: is it actually poor compared to everybody else?
No, yeah, it's not poor.
Or is it? Am I just looking at it going, it's shit? But I'm comparing him to Ederson.
Shit compared to Ederson. But
exactly.
Most of the
if you compare him to Pickford, he's clear of Pickford.
Oh, here's the thing as well, right? People talk about Neuer, yeah. Trust me when I say this, yeah. Ederson is fucking clear of Neuer on the ball. He's clear of Neuer. Yeah, but Neuer, again, you speak to fans and people are like, nah, Neuer's the best on the ball. You watch Neuer compared to Edison. He's nowhere near Edison on the ball.
Nah, big up to Neuer, though, because that guy's a joy to watch.
He was the one for me that was the one that set the bar.
Because he's such a sick shot stopper.
I agree.
He was not only the best on the ball in the world in his heyday, he was also the best shot stopper in the world on his heyday.
I think the conversation for the goalkeeper.
I think he's the best of all time, me.
He could be that guy, yeah. The longevity as well, man. You know,
and I think he was the one that was the first goalkeeper
to change it. Yeah,
he changed the game. I probably have him as the GOAT.
I think he's the GOAT as well. World Cup winner, all that shit.
He is the GOAT. But Ederson on the ball is the best goalkeeper that's ever lived
of all time.
Unless you remember that Brazilian goalkeeper back in the day that used to take free kicks in Brazil.
Oh no, was he not Colombian?
Oh, was he Colombian? He used to play in South America. Someone in the chat must know his name. He used to take
Paraguay. Was it not Paraguay or something like that?
He scored like
30 career goals or something, didn't
That's him in it. That's Sene guy. Is this it? Yeah. Rodrigo Sene. Rodrigo Sene. Is that him? Oh no, was it? Nah, it wasn't Higuaita. I don't think it was. Higuaita. Nah, it wasn't him.
It was Paraguay. I'm sure it wasn't Paraguay.
Because how many goals did
Brazilian?
He scored.
Brazilians have always had the knack for the free kick, man.
Let me see how many goals this guy scored. Nah, this guy only scored 7 goals, man. It's not him.
It's Chilavert. It's Chilavert. Jose Luis Chilavert. That's the one I remember.
Can you imagine having that kind of faith in your goalkeeper, though? Yeah, where you know it can go tits up if he misses. You got that much faith to just put him on a free kick anyway.
LB, it's Chilavert. Type it in.
Jose Luis Chilavert.
Yeah, and he used to fucking run off mad.
Yeah, I think that's him. It's him.
Yeah, he's Paraguayan, man.
Pull him up, man. Pull him up.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking load the screen, innit?
Yo, he's let himself go now. He must be on that like Maradona
power. 17 goals. I might have gassed it a little bit much in it, but like he scored
17. That's a lot of goals, man.
He scored 17 goals, yeah.
This ain't 17 goals in like bum leagues and stuff. This guy was going to World Cups and shit with Paraguay. Like he's a big time like playing like decent level football and scoring 17 goals.
Did he play for his national? He scored 8 goals for his fucking country, bro.
Yeah, it's mad.
He scored 8 goals for Paraguay. So he didn't score. That's 17 plus 8. What's that?
8 goals in 74 games for Paraguay.
8 goals in 74 wild. Games, bro.
Have you got this on screen, LB? Because I can't see, man.
Let me fucking. Sorry, bro. This fucking changed.
And then he scored 36 goals.
Well, speaking for the chat here, innit? I'm the voice of the chat, man.
Let me get that fucking ad off, innit? Weird ad here. Yeah. Ignore the cookies, innit? Yeah. So, basically, let's check this out. So, yeah, look at this. He got 7 goals in World Cup, and then he got 7. He got 1 goal in the Copa America. That's for Paraguay, and then for his actual like teams and that. So obviously, this is going back. Sorry, chat with boomers, innit? 1984. Yeah, then he's got 1 in. Is that La Liga? La
Liga, yeah.
Oh, that's Mallorca. Is that Mallorca? That bad? That
might be, yeah.
So you got 1 goal for them, and then I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Sarsfield, isn't it? Sarsfield, I think that might be. You got a goal there. You got 5 there in this fucking 1999. Check them, man. Check this here. Yeah, fucking hell, man. Look at this. Bro, he scored more goals than Grealish, man. That's fucking mad. But it's crazy, you know.
Better than our wingers, man.
Let's say Grealish.
He was yeah, that guy. Imagine just letting him go take
having the faith, man, is crazy, bro.
Well, Ederson's been asking for a penny for years, hasn't he? We only give him one.
I think it's mad when you get centre halves taking him as well. Like remember you used to get David Luiz as well doing him.
Oh yeah, he was all over free. Remember Alex? Do you remember Alex for Chelsea?
Alex.
Rocket he had on free kicks.
Yeah,
well.
Alex, man.
I don't think I've seen a guy kick the ball that hard, you know.
He had a
Kolarov.
Yeah, Kolarov was sick.
Yo, check this, Donny. God, Sene. I'm not sure, Jay, if that was the guy, you know.
Nah, it defo is. Chilavert's the one that's the famous one.
Yeah, but this guy, this guy called Sene scored 99 goals in 838 games as a goalkeeper.
But I don't think I think the other guy's the famous one because I don't feel like this guy did it like at proper like international level and shit like that.
Well, we'll see in it. Let's see, man.
Let's have a look.
Let's see.
Nah, he didn't do it at international level. I can't. I feel
Syria,
like
though?
What? Nah, Syria, Brazil, innit?
Oh,
Syria and Brazil. But now you know what it is, right? I think that the guy was the guy you showed me, Jay, but this guy's got well better numbers, man.
Yeah.
Because he scored 99 goals as a goalkeeper. 99 goals as a goalkeeper. Are you crazy? Bro, he scored 8 goals in one season, man.
How many goals has Grealish had in his whole career? Genuinely.
30, I think.
Probably
that guy's never going to get them numbers, bro.
This, to be fair, this might include pens in it. This might include penalties, this.
Well, so what is it? Part of the game.
Bro, how fucking wounded is it that he ended up on 99?
Same as Stuart Pearce.
I know.
Stuart Pearce ended up on 99 career goals. He had a penalty in his last ever game for Man City, his last ever professional game. And he was taking it against his best man at his wedding. I think it was Dave Besant was in net or something. and he saved it in like the last minute of the game for it to leave him on 99 career goals.
Stuart Pearce was one of the most feared players to ever play in the league, innit?
Yeah, and the keeper was his best man as well at his wedding, who saved it and everything.
Stuart Pearce, well, he was a cracking fullback, innit?
Yeah, he was a beast, man. He was good for us that season when we got promoted. He used to score free. He used to take free kicks for us as well. He scored a few free kicks for us that year.
What did he just smash it? I bet he did, didn't he?
Yeah, like smash it.
He wasn't doing no knuckleball, was he?
Is that John Alarisa, isn't it?
Yeah, he had a great shot, man. As well.
Was it not him who broke Alan Smith's leg?
No, that was Risa. Yeah, that was Risa.
That was Risa, wasn't it? You remember that when he played for United?
That pretty much ended his career. That free kick.
No, it did. It ended his career. Smith was a baller as well. You know, like
he was just about getting big on the England scene and everything before that happened when he went United. Yeah.
And then Risa done. How mad is that, chat? Yeah, that free kick was hit so hard it broke his leg.
I feel like everyone with a rocket like that's always left-footed, man. Left-footed people are weird.
Kolarov.
Like everyone who's left-footed that has just got a bit of stock on them can all just whack a ball down.
Why is that? Why
don't know.
What is it? Why left-footers, man?
Thomas Hitzelsberger and people like that.
Even like Phil Foden can hit the ball, innit?
Yeah,
he can hit the ball, Phil Foden.
Remember Matty
Taylor? He scored that fucking mad volley, and then he done it again a year later. Do you remember?
They just whack it from anywhere. Yeah, Tarnat as well for us. That free kick against Brad Friedel and goals like that. Remember Tarnat to bang them free kicks.
One of my favourite free kicks was against Newcastle. Was it Elano?
Elano.
Power blast.
Oh, mate, that's still the best free kick I've ever seen.
It's one of the best free kicks I've ever seen.
To go keeper side like that from 30 yards.
That's why I loved it, because it's keeper side.
It's one of the cleanest, yeah. For me, I actually have Tevez's against Stoke.
Tevez is a good one as well, yeah.
Do you know the Stoke one? Because that
was the curl, wasn't it?
Do you remember it, Steve?
It's not ringing bells, you know, man.
It's like 35 foot. It's far out in it, Jay.
Was it a curler? Yeah.
He whacks it and it goes all the way around the wall
bro. It was a madness.
Now, hey, Yaya Toure, though, man. When he got a free kick, that was like a penalty, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Do you remember them ones?
I
remember. We got one against Fulham, yeah, and we needed to win in it because we're fighting for the league at this time. Hulk, yeah, and we're fighting for the league, and then we won a free kick, and I celebrated like a goal, mate, because I'm like, Yaya Toure. He's going to score.
Yaya Toure that year was fucking mad.
He used to just walk up to him like so nonchalant as well, didn't he? And just clip it over the wall.
What was that thing we was discussing? I think it was in our chat, Jay, about if you could bring back one player now.
Oh, yeah.
If you could bring back now, one previous City player.
In the prime.
Yeah, in the prime.
Who would it be?
Slide into this team.
Into this current
Toure, man.
Because who did I say, Jay? Did I say David Silva? I said David Silva.
You know what the thing is, yeah? Overall, David Silva in his career was a better player than Yaya Toure. But on a one-season basis, from what they're capable of at their maximum,
Yaya Toure was... Imagine Rodri Yaya, man. Imagine that.
Well, that's what sold it.
Imagine Rodri 6 Yaya in the 8.
Oh, my.
Yaya Toure is clear, man.
Rodri and Yaya
next level.
One-season basis, bro.
Wow.
Bro, you couldn't touch him, bro. You couldn't touch him.
No.
This guy was so... People don't realise how technically good this guy was, you know. Passing.
Yeah, facts.
One touch, crossfield pass. One touch.
Yeah.
Mine was Yaya or Company. Yeah. Just Company because of the leadership at the back.
I'm talking no weak foot as well. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, well. Do you know what it is? Yeah, for me, one of the best goals he ever scored was that goal he scored against Palace. When we did a counter attack, him and Dzeko, I think, was
fighting
on the counter
fighting for the title.
And then he got the ball at the edge of the box,
bro.
And then he didn't even look at the net when he shot. And I think he did that with was that left-footed as well?
That was his left foot, yeah. My best goal was in the, I think it was the semi-final of the FA Cup. Was it against Sunderland? And
that was the final. That was the final.
Yeah, the final, man. The final.
Oh yeah, that was sick. That
my guy's so far out, yeah,
and he just curled it into the top bins.
Effortlessly clipped it, man.
Or do you remember the goal he scored against Victor Pilsen?
Yes,
Champions League. When he gets the ball on the left, he just drops the shoulder.
Was that not Moscow? Was that not CSK?
Nah, it was Pilsen. I'm sure
it was one or the other. I think it was CSK Moscow.
And he just curled it right into the top bins, didn't it?
Oh,
and it's the way that he hit the ball as well, man.
And that kit was fucking well nice.
You know, that's I get pissed off when I watch players like Bernardo Silva, man. Yeah, because this guy wouldn't even reach the goal, bro.
Do you remember? My favourite one is there was one against Arsenal where it was coming across. it was coming across his body from the right-hand side, and he had to take it first time on his left foot, like impossible technique.
Yo, I can't stop
and he
smiling,
took it like
I'm reminiscing nicely.
On his instep, on the inside of his left foot like that, and just guided it like a fucking arrow into
that was when we used to smoke Arsenal.
Corner. But like the opposite side of the goal as well. Like it was.
Didn't we lose that game? I thought we lost that game.
I don't think so. It was against Czech. I remember it being against Czech.
At the Emirates.
At the Emirates.
I think you know what? I think I remember Theo Walcott scoring in it. I think Theo Walcott scored.
I think we lost that game. I'm sure we lost. Yeah, we lost. Apparently, we lost the game. Yeah,
oh,
but that was a sick goal. That was a sick goal. Yeah. I initially said David Silva, yeah, but then when you said you Rodri with Yaya, I was like, yo, that's crazy.
It's a cheat code, that, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's a madness. Let's some more of these chats, by the way. You guys need to leave, by the way, because it's fucking 12. It's up to you, innit?
Does it look like I need to leave, man? I'm chilling, bro.
I'm off work tomorrow.
It's always a pleasure to join you, bro.
Pleasure, keep going until we get bored, innit? Big up to Wang, man. Says, I remember the fans were upset at Pep removing Hart, but he got the decision bang on. Distribution is equally important to shot stopping under Pep.
I said that, innit?
You know what it is? It was one of them where, like, don't sell your heart, Super Joey Hart, but we was just backing our player. We all knew deep down. I actually remember, when we went to when Pep was getting rumoured to join, right? And we went up to Sunderland, and a lot of people believe this, I don't know if you was there at the game, Jay, but Joe was there, and we were singing, "You can stick your Guardiola up your ass. You can stick your Guardiola," and we was cheering for Pellegrini. But it's not because you didn't want Guardiola. It's about respecting the guy.
You're backing who you've got at the moment.
It's about supporting your
I was right there, man. I was right there. You know what I'm saying? And we have to remember Joe Hart was there at 93-20. You know, he celebrated like it was his team. You know what I'm saying?
The ball into the crowd, man.
Yeah, he had that connection with the fans, man. You know.
Yeah. So it was one of them. Like, we were just backing our player, but everybody really deep down, 99% of City fans deep down knew that we did actually have to get rid of him, because it wasn't like Joe Hart was okay on the ball. He was shit on the ball. And I'm sorry to say,
I wasn't falling for it though. You know, them times I was like, "What do you mean we need a goalkeeper to be good on the ball? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?"
Was you one of the 1%? Yeah.
I didn't get it, bro. I didn't understand this whole good on the ball thing.
And the timing of it seemed right in the end as well, in hindsight, because he didn't really go on to do much after he'd left us either. He found himself
I think football was changing, wasn't it? Joe Hart's problem.
He couldn't get in the Spurs team. He couldn't barely get in the Burnley team when he went. He probably come through.
He come through 5 years too late in it, really. I mean, I'm not trying to say he had a shit career, because his fucking career is unbelievable. Like, one of the best goalkeepers, England goalkeepers of all time. But for his longevity, he probably come through about 5 years too late. If he would come through 5 years earlier, like 2005, 2000, or maybe a bit earlier than that, because he actually played a game for us in like 2006 or something, didn't he? And then against United, didn't he, or whatever it was. But if he come through that couple of years, he would have retired just as football was going into like the pass situation. But he was still a brilliant goalkeeper in that. But yeah.
To be fair, if he did come any later, then it wouldn't have been looking good for him, really, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
And that's the scary thing about some of these players you look back at, right, and go, baller. But if they come through now, you'd be like, yo, would he even make it?
This is why you have to respect people like John Terry, right? You know, Rio Ferdinand, right? You got to respect them, man, because in them times, it wasn't about that. We didn't play like that. But them, man, could distribute the ball really nicely.
They could stand the test of times.
Yeah, they could stand the test of times, man. That's why you got to respect the certain man, you know?
Rio especially for me, like.
I think John Terry for me, bro.
I think John Terry could as well, but like for me, Rio.
Well, Rio was the first one to like start dribbling out from the back.
Yeah, I think Rio was the one that, like, if he come through the academy now, every single team in the world would be like.
And he was quick as well.
Hey, whatever.
Players like that, they've got to be like you say, the test of time, bro, because they can last that.
Fell off early though, Rio. Started getting.
Oh yeah, and he's a dickhead as well.
He's
a dickhead as well, mate. I hate the guy.
Yeah,
when he speaks, mate, I shut up, mate.
He is the biggest fucking media belly on TV.
When it comes to football, I can give unbiased opinions. That's what I'm here for, innit? I'm not here to talk shit.
I can be biased. Fucking
that game, by the way, when Benjamin scored that goal, lost 4-3. I've been fucking annoyed in my life.
Yeah,
he actually slammed it that game.
Yeah, but he did. Yeah.
We actually played so fucking well. And it just felt, that game, when we lost 4-3, it just felt like, fuck, are we ever going to fucking make that jump? because we just bought all the sick players. We had Tevez and that. And I just felt like, are we ever going to do this? Because we played so fucking well.
Bellamy scored a banger in that game as well, didn't he?
They'd always score like them late shit goals in it that probably should have been disallowed as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Or Fergie time as well.
It was about 2 minutes after the added time, wasn't it? It was like
Fergie time, man.
Minute or
Fergie time, bro. Nah, that was a mad one.
Painful days, man. We got them back a few years later, though, innit?
Yeah, we did. And somebody said it, didn't he, on Sky? He said,
I'll take the 6-1 over that any day of the week.
No, 100%. Which game was it? It was the Rooney one. The Rooney overhead kick. And then they said to Mike Summerby after the game, what are you saying? And he says, we're about to smash these one day. And it was the next year. I think it was the season after. We went there and beat him 6-1.
Yeah. I tell you what as well, yeah, that 6-1 would have been nothing on the spanking that should have been given to him the other year when it was it 6-3?
6-3, yeah. And they got that dodgy penalty off.
I think we was 4-1 up at half time or something.
Yeah, I think so.
And I was thinking, mate, 6-1 is going to get wiped the floor with here, mate. Yeah, they were getting smoked, bro. But
yeah, we well took our foot off the gas, innit?
Took our foot off. I think I was listening to your watch along maybe as well, LB. I was watching the game. I think I'm watching.
They got a dodgy penalty that day as well. It was never a pen.
Well, was that the one that Anthony scored a screamer?
Yeah, he scored a screamer. Yeah, screamer.
Because we was beating him. I think it was 3-0 or something, and then he scored a screamer.
Was it the treble season? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It was. Yeah. It was early in the treble season, yeah.
And it was so funny as well because people that was the game when Rodri was injured. Well, we played Gundogan as a 6, and I remember in the chat everyone was saying, "We cooked." Yeah, fucking Gundogan in the 6. I was like, "Chill, Gundogan's fucking sick in the 6." And he was mint that day in the 6 as well.
You couldn't say that anymore, innit?
Well, not anymore. But yeah, the last 15 minutes, it was like the players are just all fucking logged off. You know what I mean?
It was so frustrating, man. Because
we should have.
You want them memorable results in it that you can look back on in time and
that flattered them, that result 6-3
big time, man.
Imagine a 6-3 flattering you, man.
That really should have been 10. You know the song in it should have been 10.
Yeah.
That really should have been 10.
That could have been our chance.
We do that sometimes though, City. When we're winning like 3 or 4-0, they'll just switch off completely.
No, this is why I always feel confident in derbies, man, because the fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe we let these men beat us this season.
Do you know what? That's probably one of the most hurtful results in my fucking lifetime. That
honest to God, man.
Just the way we did it as well. Just the bozo as well to the Nunes thing, man.
We were minutes away.
Yeah, the bozo as well, man. The bozo.
That and the fucking Rashford offside when Bruno scored at Old Trafford.
Oh, yo.
They hurt me to this day, man.
I know.
That was another quick bang, wasn't it? And
that was one of the most obvious offsides I've ever seen in my life, mate. I don't care what anybody tell me.
I know.
Yeah, and that linesman that day who gave offside and then they overruled him, he's like the best linesman in the game. Yeah, like according to like the Premier League, he's like the best linesman in the game, and he said it was offside, and they still overruled it. And then they were like,
"Imagine if they had it on the VAR, man! Like they had VAR."
I don't know what they were thinking. It was so obviously offside. It was unbelievable. Like they were trying to say he wasn't influencing the game or whatever. It's like Foden don't know. Edison don't know who's about to shoot. What are you talking about?
You get me? Like
the guy's about to touch the ball. He's like, is he about to shoot? No.
Yeah,
and then he's like,
Rashford was like blocking a Kanji getting to the ball. Edison had closed his angle for Rashford shooting rather than Bruno. Like it changed the complete fucking.
Well, this is where Jay, that like, you know, when they say you need ex players as referees, like I hear it to a degree because like you know for a fact, that if an ex player was in that position, they would have said the goalkeeper there don't know who's about to shoot. He's thinking Rashford's to shoot, and if he doesn't know Rashford's about to shoot, he'd be in a different position.
Yeah.
So he's interfered. So it's got to be offside. But the referee's probably just like, well, he didn't touch it, so he's not interfering.
Boys, I tell you what, though, this is why I don't respect certain Arsenal fans for blaming the referees, right? Because you know what, the referee made a mistake. So what? Because you know what, we played Brighton the other day, and the official verdict I found out was that they give a foul. It wasn't a foul. I'm sorry. And you know what, Ortega? That goal should have stood.
It wasn't.
It always balances out, mate.
I said that, bro. I said that on the watch along on the stream after.
We got away with that big time.
I said
this is why I don't respect Arsenal fans making excuses, bro, because it always balances out.
Everything balances out. Yeah, you're right.
I think it balances out.
Look at when Grealish was 1-on-1 against Tottenham. Yeah, that was a massive mistake. Massive,
huge,
monumental mistake. Yeah,
to win it as well.
So what? It'll balance it out, man.
Like that for me,
we've had the Rodri handball against Everton was massive, wasn't it? Like there has been stuff that's gone in our favor.
That's what I'm saying, man. You'll never catch me. You know, I'll discuss them, and
Arsenal fans are just fucking victims.
I don't use them as excuses, innit? I don't use them as excuses. If we lose the season, it's not because of this or that. it's because we've not been good enough.
Nah, this is what I'm saying. I always say it because that Grealish one was mad.
That was monumental, bro.
It's like the ref waited for him to be through to blow it.
You get me?
What was the actual?
It was a foul on Haaland.
It was our free kick, bro. It was our free kick.
So Haaland had gone to the short for the ball. He'd been fouled, but knocked it off to Grealish, I think. But then obviously it had been played over the top then into his path. But they give the foul on Haaland.
But what possible? Because he actually initially played advantage. So what possible?
Yeah, he had his hands up and then blew in it after he'd kicked the ball. So I have no idea.
That's the maddest thing.
It's almost like there's a conspiracy against Man City, innit? You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not, obviously, but certain man would say that if it was their team.
I just think that, like, at the end of the day, you're not gonna get anything from blaming the referees. You have to hold yourself accountable and your own team accountable, and sitting there and blaming the refs. Like, what? That's not going to do anything. It's like, you know, the Brighton game when Declan Rice got sent off. Right? They all talk about that Declan Rice sending off. It's like it's some sort of mad conspiracy.
Not just that one, bro. The list goes on with them.
No. But what the point is, first of all, he did kick the ball away, so it's not even that big of a deal, right? Don't kick the ball away. And second of all, they don't talk about the fact that with 5 minutes to go, still at 1-1, Havertz went through on goal and missed.
Exactly.
That's why it pisses me off, Steve. And this is why when I go on these channels and they talk about referees, I say, nah, because you spend too much time spending about referees, and none of you have mentioned the fact that Havertz went through on goal with 5 minutes to go and could have buried it and won it 2-1. And I don't think he got it on target. I think he put it wide. And it's that's why it annoys me, man.
What was the ending result of that United game then when Bruno scored that dodgy goal? Or I can't remember who scored it.
They beat us 2-1. We was 1-0 up.
So you know why we lost that game? You know why we lost that game? It's because we wasn't good enough.
Facts, yeah, we weren't. We was actually shit, you know, in that game.
Well, there you go, innit?
We played Diaz, Cancelo, and Ake, right? And we played Gundogan, Bernardo, and De Bruyne, and we had no one that could get the ball from the defense to the attack, right? And all we did the whole game was just pass sideways, and then I think like Gundogan would drop, and we would just play these hopeless.
I remember it like it was yesterday,
bro. Because it was like, Pep, you need to change it, and he didn't. And we deserved to lose that game.
And it was the same as this year, wasn't it? It was back like one goal after another late on in the day as well. Bang bang, and they scored 2 straight away.
Yeah, man, that was it, Jay.
Yeah. What other games because you know what one that stands out? Yeah, not recently, but like you know, like you have certain games that stand in your memory. Yeah, like one of the ones is me. Do you know the 2-1 Benjani when against United? Because I've told this story before, but that game, right, when we beat them 2-1 in the Munich anniversary, I was actually in Florida.
We had them shirts in it. The plain
shirts.
We had the plain shirts.
It was Sven, wasn't it? I was in Florida, right, and obviously like. This was before like football was like probably shown in America and that. And the only way I found out about the game, because you didn't have like phones back then, like it was fucking, you didn't have Wi-Fi or whatever. The next day after the game, and I was told this story before, the next day we went to Walmart in the morning and I ran over to the newspapers to find a British newspaper. I seen the Daily Mail. I turned imagine this year, I'm like fucking 12 or something. I grabbed the newspaper, turn it around, and I just see Benjani like that. And I'm like, oh, we fucking won. And I'm like, I'm reading it. I'm like, Manchester City win 2-1. I'm like,
yeah, he was doing his thing, wasn't he?
And all these fucking Americans are looking at me going, what the fuck is wrong with this British?
Header, wasn't it? Header.
Yeah. Well, it come off his shoulder. He missed
shouldered it. Petrov, innit? Petrov fucking driller, and he shouldered it in, man.
And Vassell scored a scruffy one for the first one as well.
Oh, I thought Vassell was a terrible footballer.
I just remember having a conversation with my dad in it about Benjani. He was like, we've got a real player in our hands here, son.
He was good, Benjani. I like Benjani.
I don't know about that. Have you not seen that interview with Harry Redknapp now?
Where
he couldn't believe when we put the bid in. He was like 6 million for Benjani. Like, I'll drive him to the airport and all shit like that.
And he did do something like that, didn't he? He literally did do that.
No, he went up to me and was like, "Oh, Man City want you," and Benjani was like, "No, I like it here. I want to stay here."
6 million, Benj. You're going.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, Benji. Like, it'll be a really good opportunity for you.
6 million, Benji.
Yeah.
What was that one now? Yeah, I think it was Redknapp as well. This is a funny story. A team he was managing, he had a bet with a player. So the chat will Yakubu, man.
Oh, and he brought him on.
He's had a bet with him at the start of the season that you can't get, 10 or 15 goals? I think
I think it might have been 20 Prem goals.
I think it was 20 Prem goals.
20 Prem goals.
And I think he got to 19 on the last day and he come off and he's like, what's up with you, Yakubu? You just had a great game. You scored 2 goals. And he was like, yeah, boss, but I was one away from getting that money off you. And he was like, oh, fuck you, know. That was a sick story.
Yeah, he said, I would have sucked you off if I knew that.
Yeah, I would have sucked him off if I knew that.
Redknapp was such a fucking funny guy, man. Like, and he was actually a good manager as well.
You know? Yeah, good manager.
Yakubu was a solid player, man. He was,
he was a good prem striker. Yakubu scored goals.
I was listening to the Mandem talk on Said TV. Was it yesterday? I think it was. And he was actually saying, he brought up, it was a good point that he made. Yeah, he was like, see, United, you want a striker in it, yeah? Who can they get in that can guarantee them even 15 to 20 Premier League goals? It's not looking good, you know. You can't get man in these days.
There's not really strikers like that nowadays.
You know, just
I think, bro. I mean, I think Osimhen's mad underrated, man.
100%.
I said in the summer.
How everyone let him go to Turkey, man.
Bro, it's a madness. You know the disrespect when I go on these panel shows, I'm fucking sticking up for this guy, and the amount of disrespect I see in the chat on the panels for Osimhen, and I don't get it, mate. This guy got pure shit. I said to Don, who's a Chelsea fan, I said, get Osimhen. Nah, I don't want to pay his money. He's gone to Turkey. He scored nearly 30 goals this year.
I know.
30. And people say it's only Turkey. Well, he's done it at Napoli. He only done it 1 year.
You can only do it where you're at, innit?
He's got 20 goals in 22 league games.
Well, bro, hey,
he scored 6 and 7 in Europa League as well.
Check this, The name that Said came down to, for United's striker signing, Mateta.
Fuck off.
This is what they're hanging the hat on. Big up Mateta, innit? Big up Mateta. But come on, man. This is what we're doing these days.
He was shit for the first half of this season as well. He's gone good again.
Is this what we're doing these days, though, man?
Yeah.
Mateta.
Well, there's a real lack of strikers.
I can't believe when they hung the hat on Højlund, man. That guy the year before he came here had like 7 goals in like 34 games or something.
It's one of the most criminal signings
in that Italian league. Do you know what I mean?
72 million,
and
I think
72 million for him. Do you know what I
mean? And then they bought Xerxes, who had like 11 goals.
Yeah.
This guy Højlund, though, this guy cannot play football, bro. I remember watching him. He scored that wonder goal in the Champions League, and I was actually like, "Oh shit!"
Who's this, Højlund?
Yeah, Højlund. Remember?
Yeah.
He scored that amazing goal. I was like, "Oh shit!" But the more I've come to watch this guy, he literally cannot play football, bro.
He's awful.
He can't.
The thing is, this is the thing. They obviously bought him on the hype and potential, right? But the problem is, what they actually did.
Scandinavian LB.
Bro, you know what? They thought he was getting another Haaland. That's what.
They did. But the difference is, Haaland scored pure goals in Norway, wherever he went. He scored pure goals for Dortmund. So
in the
when
Champions
we got
League as well.
Yeah, we knew that Haaland was a bagsman. The most goals this Højlund guy ever scored was 9. You know what they did? They bought a meme coin, bro.
That is crazy.
They bought Bitcoin back in 2004. Hoping and praying that this guy was going to go under stonks. They ended up buying just some dead meme coin.
A meme coin, isn't it?
Bro, he's a meme coin, man. Like, they bought him hoping it would go up, hoping that it would be mint. And then he's now speaking to the wife, explaining why their savings have gone in it. Yeah. Because, sorry, I bought a meme coin and it turns out he's fucking shit. Well, you spent 70 million quid. And then they bought Xerxes. They bought Xerxes, who's not going to score goals either.
They just tried to copy our own work, innit? And we cheated and give them all the wrong answers and they fucking failed, man. Flopped it.
Yeah.
It is mad, man. It's crazy. And like they've got so much work to do, innit?
Everyone's looking for the next Haaland.
They've got mad work to do,
just not going to find it.
No.
Mad work to do. Someone just texted me, damn, you're still alive.
Bro, you know what though? Yeah, big up Alvarez as well, innit? Because that guy's fucking slamming it right now.
Oh my days, bro. I've got so much love for Alvarez, you know. You know, he used to watch me play, what they called over there, Abbey Hay.
Yeah.
He used to watch me play, man. Alvarez, because I played with his brother, innit? His brother was left back, bro. His brother was playing left back.
No way.
On my team, swear down.
So he scouted you.
No, he watched a couple of games. Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, the big City fan that I am. Can you imagine me turning to the sideline and seeing Alvarez watching the game, bro? You know what gas I was?
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I was all over him, man. At the end of the game, but the man then told me don't ask him for a picture though. But I was like, I gave him a hug and everything, bro. You get me? I was like,
you hug him, but you're not allowed a picture. What?
Yeah, bro, I didn't give a shit, bro. I was
you're not allowed a picture,
bro. Listen, I was saying to him, I'm so happy that you're playing at Man City, bro. I was so happy you did.
That's crazy, as if he watched you, man. That's actually.
You know what? I can't remember it because I've gone through that many phones. I might have even had a picture on one of my old phones, but yeah, man. Obviously, his brother was on my team, innit?
Was he called crazy?
Yeah. Augustus or something, man. I think that was his first name. I don't. His second name must have been the same, innit? Have a look on ABA, man. He was on the squad list.
What a guy!
Abbey Hay.
Abbey Hay, yeah. Type in Julian Alvarez brother, Abbey Hay. He'll come up with his full name and everything.
Abbey Hay Alvarez. Augustin Alvarez.
Augustin.
Yeah. He says his two brothers, Raphael and Augustin, play for the non-league club Abbey Hay.
I'd never seen Raphael in it, but I was there when.
He might have been younger or something.
I was there when that Augustin was there, bro. He was all right in it. He was all right. When I was there as well, because I had like a few seasons out and I've gone there, and in training, the coach Terry, he played me in striker in it because I just had the pace in it. So he was that experimenting in it. He put me in striker, and he was playing left back. So I was literally like coming up against him and that, bro. It was mad.
No way. Bro, are you actually a pretty good player? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what it is, bro. Yeah, like if people that know me, they'll tell you like I should have done better in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is.
Got a knee injury early.
The ABA though, yeah, ABA they got a decent little team there, man. I know it's like obviously I've played at high levels in ABA, but they had a good setup there, man. It was good. It was good to play for them. It was only over the road as well. It's in Garton, innit? So it was a no-brainer as well.
Yeah, here he is. Right. Well, looks like his brother. Is this him, bro? Let me get it on screen.
Image, man. They look like twins, man.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, is that Alvarez or is that his brother? Yeah, this guy.
Bro, can you imagine the day he's come down, bro? I was like, yo, like, you telling me Alvarez brother?
Was that him?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's Abby as well, man. Yeah.
No way. I never knew that, man. Why did they keep that quiet, innit?
I thought it was public information, you know.
I never even knew he had fucking brothers over here. That's mad.
But this is the thing, though. I knew in it, obviously, his family and that. I knew that Diego Simeone was talking to Alvarez, you know, and how gassed he was at the prospect of playing under Diego Simeone, innit? You know what I'm saying? So I seen it coming, bro.
So are they still there then, or have they gone to?
Nah, they're gone, bro. They're gone.
They've gone to Spain as well.
Yeah, they're gone now.
That's mad.
Playing for some Spanish Sunday League team now.
Yeah, they'll be there now, man. Listen, they like the football, innit? So they went and scattered the local teams. And
do you not remember, Jay, when we signed? Was it Alvarez or Jesus we signed? And
I remember Jesus.
Josh was in the Arndale, and with his mates.
You seen him in the Arndale?
You seen him in Subway in the Arndale?
Yeah. I think it was Jesus, man. I think it was.
When we first signed Jesus?
Because Jesus was like straight from the favelas, innit? So when he come over here, he thought the Arndale was sick and that.
So apparently, right. So when Jesus first joined, like one of his first days in Manchester, Jesus at night. So it was probably like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night or whatever. Like it was late on. Jesus was just like cutting around the Arndale, and he ended up going fucking Subway in the Arndale. And our mate Josh, he was with all these mates, and they were like probably 18 at the time, and so he's probably like got his fucking Stony on, you know, his bally on and shit like that walking through. And apparently they've gone up to Alvarez, like these fucking group of like six guys, and obviously they don't realize that it looked kind of intimidating, and he got up to Jesus, and Jesus don't speak a word of English, and he's gone like, yo, Jesus, man, what are you saying? And Jesus is probably just fucking shitting himself. That's crazy, just seeing Jesus in Subway on that one of the first days, you know.
Foot long meatball.
I seen Bugsy Malone in the Arndale one time. Bugsy Malone when he was good as well.
Never see people cutting about the Arndale anymore, I don't think. Everyone's all the Trafford Centre man them now. I always see Tyson Fury in the Trafford Centre, me.
I seen his brother Tommy in the Trafford Centre. Yeah. Seen Tommy in there.
I've seen Cancelo in there before as well when he was at City. I think Trafford Centre is the best spot for celeb spotting, I think.
Fair play to him, you got
I don't like all that shit, me. I'm a bit I don't like the Arndale and like the Trafford Centre and shit like that.
Did you get too much attention, LB? Is that what it is?
No. It's
keep a low profile, you.
Yeah, I have to walk with a bally on as well. No, it's
Listen, chat, we did not get a minute's rest, man. When we went out to Northern Quarter that time, man. Too many pictures, man. I've never been stopped so many times in my life.
no, you know what it is? I just don't like it, man. I would say, I don't like living. Well, actually, it's pretty mad because I used to live in city centre, but I don't like live city centres and that. I'd much rather live in the countryside, innit, with like no one around.
Well, you can do the shopping online anyway, man. What you gotta go shopping for, innit?
Amazon. As the deliveries.
You've got to go out drinking in the city centre, though, LB, man. Every night.
You do, but country pubs are well better.
Big on that. I'm big on that.
Church.
Have you ever been to the one? Is it not there? It's high up, man. Come on, man, Steve. Oh, it will come to me anyway. You definitely would have gone there. It's quite a famous one, but it's like it's high up in it. You got the view of Manchester.
Oh, 20 stories. 20 stories.
No, not 20 stories, man.
You mean up in the hills and that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know.
20 stories. I'm not talking about them bougie places, bro.
It's like up.
Yeah, I've been there, LB, bro. I went in there, I got 2 drinks, and I had to bounce, mate. I spent my budget. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been, mate. I've never been.
No, it is nice, you know. It's really nice, to be honest. It's dull though. It's like £20 a drink.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Mm. Well, just as you were saying, though, that nice classic country kind of pub. There's one that overlooks Manchester, bro.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
You know what I'm getting at.
Called.
People go there for fireworks and that.
Yeah,
bro.
they do.
You have to let me know, innit?
I swear it's Oldham Way.
It's them ways, bro. It's them ways, yeah.
There's one that we go to called the Puckersley. And that's like overlooks it, but it's not really, you can't really see much. Like you can see town, but like I don't know, it's like
you can see where I'm talking about. You can see everywhere from Bramall to fucking the other side of Manchester. It's crazy, bro. It's annoying how it slipped my mind.
Nah, that's mad. Let me have a look at some of these chats, man. Oh yeah, here. You're built to LB says Rico Nunes versus the Rat Attack stinks of a loss. Says LB. Who's that? Are you talking about Bournemouth here? Or are you talking about Leicester?
The Rat Attack.
Why are they called the Rat Attack? Why is it called the Rat Attack?
It's not about Bournemouth, isn't it?
Yeah, but why are they called the Rat Attack? I don't get that. Why is it called the Rat? I don't get that, bro.
Maybe because they counter attack or something like rats. I don't know. Maybe.
Everyone looks bare confused, man. Trying to work it out.
No one's even putting anything in the chat. There's 400 people in the chat. There's not one of them putting a message.
What's Rat Attack chat? Come on, help us out, man.
LB 1998 will still be in there, man. Talk to us.
Bruno. I don't know.
Oh, does he mean against United?
What?
Oh shit! Now, yeah. Now, okay.
Werner Flow. That is it. Werner Flow for the pub.
Wait, Jacob, man, come on, man. Yeah, that's my guy. Who said that? Did someone say that in the chat?
Yeah.
Werner Flow, man. Have you been there, LB?
No, I've never heard of it.
I was there not long ago when it snowed, man. I had a
pub up there, yeah. Beautiful pub. It's just what LB was talking about. A nice country pub. View of the whole of Manny.
Yeah.
More time, it's nice and quiet as well.
Oh, we said United Rat Attack.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Werner Flow, though, man. You need to go there one time.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out, man. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah.
Take your missus or something.
Yeah, no, I will. Bill Telby again says 9 Gollum, my favorite. Yeah, bro. I remember. Yeah, this guy was cold. Roma in it. Was this Roma?
He was a fucking thug, that guy, man. Remember?
I used to like Vidal in it. Vidal.
Oh shit, Vidal. I fucking forgot about Vidal. Oh my god. Yeah, he was sick as well. Vidal, Arturo Vidal.
Yeah, man.
He was another animal one.
Didn't he end up going to Barcelona?
Yeah, he did.
He was at Barcelona. Yeah. He was at Juve as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. No, he was good. Who was it? Was it one of them that Pirlo was? Oh no, it was Arturo. Was it Arturo Vidal? Who was? Or who was it? Or was it Kevin Boateng? Yeah. Well, one of these guys was on that Rio Ferdinand's podcast. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And said that Pirlo. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher this so bad. Do you know what I'm talking about? That video where he's like, Pirlo told the guy to shut up.
Did it?
Chat, help me out here. You know what video I'm on about, innit? Where
chat's a beautiful thing, man. All you need to do is throw him a bone and they'll fetch it.
Boateng. It was Boateng. So Boateng was doing. Nah, who was it?
Oh. Kevin Prince Boateng.
Kevin Prince, man. I think it was Kevin Prince, you know.
He was at AC Milan, so it makes sense.
But he was telling the story about somebody else, though. And
apparently... Right.
I think it was Kevin Prince, though. I remember listening to a podcast about him where he spilled the beans on Bear, man.
Yeah, so basically, what happened was, that Boateng was in training with Pirlo, and someone just signed for AC Milan. And in training, this new signing was like, yo, give me the ball to Pirlo. Give me the ball.
Yeah.
And they couldn't communicate because there was a language barrier. So Pirlo said to Boateng, Boateng, come over here. He says,
he said, don't ask me again.
Yeah, he says, that player over there we just signed. Yeah, he says, tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
Tell him if I've got the ball, and he's open, he'll get it. He doesn't need to shout at me.
Yeah. I love that.
No one can tell Pirlo when to pass.
He said, "Shut up, Don't ask me for the ball again. Don't shout at me again. Like, I'll find you." If you deserve the ball, you'll get the ball.
Yeah, well, AC Milan fucked up massively, because I think they didn't want to give him a long contract, so he went, right, see you later. He went to Juventus and balled out for another 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. He was a fucking baller, bro. He was
my God, he was fucking unbelievable. He was basically the quarterback of football, innit?
Yeah,
he could do it all, bro. He had the Tourette.
And he couldn't even run either.
He
used to just run games, just not even hardly moving. Just in.
You talking about Pirlo, Jay, innit?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Pirlo as well, LB?
Pirlo?
Was he talking about Pirlo? Pirlo. Don't think.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I'm talking about
Pirlo.
Man's telling me he's like a quarterback. I'm like,
no. I'm talking about Pirlo.
Guy used to just dictate from like a 10-yard fucking area in the middle.
Pirlo
of the
was different class. You know, he was
He was good, man. And we have a look at these chats, man. Go to 9 men. LB France TV channel just showed documentary about PSG, Nasser El Khelaifi, and blackmails, threats, and pressure to the players and intimidation for someone who had intimate videos of the Emir.
What?
Can I get 1 more and 5 charges about them?
Yeah, get some charges, isn't it? That doesn't sound good, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
Who's Emir?
I think that's the crown prince or something.
He's one of them top donnies.
Top dons. I don't think his name is Emir. I think that's like
France, man. Washed league, washed country. So a bit.
You know, people are rating that league these times. You know, Jacob.
PSG are cold at the moment. To be fair,
no. The whole league. I think he's making a comeback. That league.
People are
making a comeback. What do you mean? When's
not a comeback. No, but you know what I mean. It's getting better apparently.
This is what people are saying, man.
I hope so. Since they've got rid of that fucking Ninja Turtle Mbappe, man, the game's improved.
Nah, yeah, I think
how much better PSG are now without that fucking egomaniac, man.
Well, this is why
just win this Champions League.
Yeah, well, this is why I've said pure times that like this whole notion is if you just let Newcastle spend money that they'll go and dominate everything, because that's just not how football works.
That's not how it is, yeah.
Mm.
Look at how much better of a team PSG are now.
If it worked like that, United would have won the Prem. You know what I'm saying? In the last 10 years, I mean, you know.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's stupid when people say that. Like, it's not. Man, let me have a look at some of these more chats, man. Big up to Charlie, who says, been saying it the longest, Bowen is City's missing piece. He's the best winger in the Prem. He's everything any other winger can do and more. He's elite.
I don't think he's the best winger.
He says, and if any of you bozos say Saka or Salah are better, you're deluded. He's done amazing at West Ham. He's got more open play final goals than both of them combined.
So this guy's saying that Bowen's better than Saka and Salah?
Charlie, is that what you're saying?
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Charlie, just confirm with a yes or no. Are you saying that Jared Bowen is better than Saka and Salah? Is that what you're saying?
If that's true, what he's saying, that is fucking crazy.
Charlie, just confirm in the chat with a yes or no.
I hate Salah as well. I hate Salah as well, but that is
right. He said yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. That is wild.
Does Charlie need a potential timeout?
That's a 5-match ban. That is a 5-match ban.
Is that a red card?
You know, on Bowen though, I've had this conversation so many times. Like, is he a player that can make that step up?
Not a Man City, bro. Not a Man City.
No.
Give him to Chelsea. Let him go to Chelsea, or you know what I'm saying.
What level you reckon?
Chelsea's team.
Chelsea.
What even getting Chelsea's team?
No, I think you're getting Chelsea's team.
What? Where though? Over Palmer and people like that. Off the right.
I put him on the right wing, innit?
Yeah, Madueke, innit?
Yeah, put him on the right wing. You know.
Do you know what? I think Madueke would probably do the same.
This guy doesn't break Jared Bowen, you know.
Like Jared Bowen is one of the most like nothing names.
I think Jared Bowen could be a potential 6th place player.
You might as well be saying Mark Albrighton to me. Do you know, just a dry Stuart Downing. Do you know what I mean? Just those dry
Stuart Downing, right?
Like it was just all right. Like they're good players, but they're never going to be like Champions League level. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is why I said Chelsea, bro.
Yeah, I think that's a crazy statement, man.
All right, Charlie. He also says, despite being the cause of City's downfall this year, bringing City the West Ham gene, I'll be renewing my City membership for next year. Let's go, says Charlie. Yeah, big up Charlie, man.
Name a City winger who scored in a final.
Do we have to?
In any final ever?
Bro, how many finals do you think we've been in, bro?
Current wingers.
Jesus Navas. Nasri.
Nasri scored, didn't it, against Sunderland? That was a fucking sick goal as well, wasn't it?
Are you telling me, Bo?
You know when it comes to the finals talk, you have to remember, you might only get one final a year if you're lucky. You know what I mean? You don't get many finals to play in, man.
Do you know how many finals we've been to, Charlie? Like, we've had enough scorers in finals, man. Be careful.
He says current team. Yeah, but Savio's 20. Fucking Bob's played 9.
Yeah, you can't say that. Hardly any of them have played in finals.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
It's mad, mate. Yeah, I mean, it's actually crazy. You can have fucking Grealish stuff if you want, Charlie, because he's going to be going at the end of the year, man. It'd be pretty mad to see where he goes, to be honest. But yeah, he's definitely gone.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens to Grealish's career, man.
I don't think he goes to Villa or what? Nah, I don't think he goes Villa. I think that's too easy of a like.
Look, he was talking to you the other day actually about probably. I think it was Martin actually. I think he was saying he'd probably see him go abroad now. You know,
I wouldn't mind seeing him go abroad. You know,
proper,
you know, that's a good shout. You know,
refresh his career. You know,
these players go abroad. Like if he went to like a Dortmund or something like that, they usually cook.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'd love to see him go to Dortmund. You know, I'd love to see that.
Imagine them fans like behind Grealish and shit like that. Like look at Sancho for Dortmund. Even he was cooking for years.
And he's a same type of player, isn't he? As Sancho.
You know what I mean? Grealish could do sick over there, man.
I think he should go abroad, and this is where I think Karl Phillips went wrong. He should have gone abroad, and this was Southgate that fucked him, because I was told that he was going to go. Was it AC Milan? I can't remember where he was going. It might not have been AC Milan. It might have been like a lower team in Italy. Anyway, apparently Phillips was going to go Italy.
Yeah, he needed
and he was going to go, and then apparently, this is all rumours, but I think it's true. Southgate rang him and said, if you go Italy, you're not in the Euro squad or whatever the tournament was. So then he ended up going fucking.
Wow.
Where did he go?
Wow, and that ruined his career even more.
Yeah, where did he go?
Phillips needs a slow league.
No, he went West Ham and then Ipswich.
He went West Ham and was fucking shite at West
Ham. He got sent in his first game, didn't he?
He got sent off in one of his first games, and that's why, because apparently Southgate didn't rate anyone in Italy. That's why I never picked Abraham. Who, by the way, why does no one ever fucking talk about Tammy Abraham? Because he's a fucking good player, you know.
That's
why he's not
got onto Tomori in that either, though, isn't it? Because
he don't rate the Italian league.
But look, even like
who's that winger as well that you like? He'll be a little bit Lookman.
Lookman. Nah, he's Nigerian.
Oh, yeah, but he's cooking in Italy.
He's multinational, but he's
right.
I think he's.
But when you do see players like that doing sick in that league, then it does make you question that league, because they've done fuck all over here after. Remember, Lookman in the Prem, man, he was dog shit.
How would you rate the Bundesliga?
And look at McTominay now. He's bossing
and the Spanish league. How would you rate them three?
I think Spanish league's at the top for me.
And what was the other one? Bundesliga second for sure.
Bundesliga second.
Italy third.
And Italy third, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say that. Yeah, I think when you watch Spanish league, mate, it's good, you know. The technical.
The thing is, with the Spanish league, they don't have any money in it. You know, in them lower teams and that, they got no money in it.
It's because of the way the TV money's done. So in the TV money in this country, and it's one of them. It's a good, but it's also bad. Everyone gets the same split of TV money,
right?
And that's good. Oh, that's great. Everyone's good, but then you're not. It's true. You're not incentivized to really go up the league that much, because you only get a little bit extra. Whereas in Spain, it is like, the more you go up, the more money you're getting, big time.
I think that's really bad, you know, then, because like you should be getting rewarded for being 4th place, 5th place, 6th place. Like, nicely,
and you do in this country, but just nowhere near the levels like it is in Spain. Spain, it's like a proper. You get more money, big time, the way you go up. But the negative
one place in the Premier League is big money, isn't it?
Like, yeah. It's like a mil, 2 mil.
I think with La Liga, though, the talent gap is like loads fucking bigger. Like, I think that the top 4 teams in that league, like the drop off from that top 4 to that next level of team, is huge compared to other leagues.
You listen to the likes of Lee Gunnar, obviously, like you have listened to him or you don't. He watches that league like the Premier League, innit, and he speaks quite highly of some of them lower teams, innit. Like he said, they'll smack our teams up.
I don't know about that, you know, like if you think about the teams that are like from 10th to 6th in the Prem this year, they're all like your Brighton,
your competitive as fuck, innit.
At Villa, Newcastle, these are teams that aren't even top 6. Villa, Newcastle, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they would do like any of them could go and get into the knockouts of the Champions League next year in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? Like
I love Villa's journey right now.
From the top teams, our drop off from the top teams has been bad in the Premier League. Yeah, like the top teams aren't as good, but I feel like the teams in around the middle and around the bottom, they've massively improved. So the talent gap is a lot closer now, from like 1st to 12th. Do you know what I mean?
I just think it's so fascinating right now when I look at Villa in the Champions League. It's so fascinating seeing the position they're in and that. Like they're a problem, you know.
I think they could. I think they could beat PSG. You know,
that's nothing against PSG. We know how good PSG are, right?
PSG.
It's like, you know what he's saying? Boxing style make fights.
Emery's a knockout specialist as well, man. Do you know what I mean?
Style make fights in football as well, man. You know what I'm saying?
He knows how to win these games.
I'm pretty sure. Do they play their second game at home, Villa? Because if they do. They've just got to go to the Parc de France, or whatever the fuck it's called, and just shithouser 0-0.
I'm pretty sure it's the Parc de France.
Which we could do.
Yeah, get back to what's it called? Villa Park.
Villa Park, which is not a nice stadium to go to, bro. On Champions League nights.
They've already beat Bayern Munich there this year with the fans.
Battered them, didn't they? Didn't they 3-0 something?
They cooked them, man. Yeah, they cooked them.
Because it's just an awkward team to play, Jacob, man.
It was 1-0, but I think it was a Duran goal early, and then I think they might have held on. You know,
it's an awkward team to play, bro. You don't even have to look at us in the Premier League. Do we want to play Aston Villa in the Premier League? Do we fuck?
No. I hate playing Villa.
I've already shot that one down as a loss.
Bought it off, innit?
Yeah, that is crazy. But yeah, the La Liga, man. It's pretty mad. You know, Real Betis currently in 6th. I think Pellegrini there, isn't it?
He's somewhere, innit? I know he's somewhere, bro.
Sure, Pellegrini's at Real Betis.
Yeah,
he is.
I was watching the Liga highlights, when Anthony was on smoking it. I was like, yo, let me see what Anthony's doing.
He's doing all right. I think he's got a few assists on that.
Yeah, he's doing all right, man. He's playing well. You got me sent off unlucky, but
it is mad when you see these players who are just shit and then they go somewhere and then they just start cooking again. And
that might just be United, though, man, as well. Like even Rashford's looked all right.
United's a graveyard, isn't it?
That's just a toxic club, man, and no one wants to play football there.
Ruben Amorim,
Look at McTominay for Napoli, mate. This guy's bagging on a reg, like ghosting into the box and midfield. Players leave United and just start cooking.
I've got no sympathy for Ruben Amorim, man, because some people they might have sympathy for a minute. But not me, man. You should have known better to go to United.
The thing is, apparently, he didn't want to go at the time, innit, Amorim. But United said, "Well,
it's now or never."
We can't have an interim manager to the end of the season. We've got to sack him." So
big money, innit, man? Big money, innit? You know,
well, it's big money. Apparently, Ten Hag got £15 million
when he got sacked.
They give him a contract 2 months
because they give him a contract after the FA Cup final.
Some United fans were arguing, saying that he's trying to get sacked. Said was saying that. He was like, this guy's trying to get sacked. Yeah, for 15 million quid.
Guy's been on the beach now, hasn't he, since then, with his dog.
He said he's going to come back next season, innit?
It is fucking unbelievable because, like, I still can't believe they didn't sack him after the FA Cup, man. Like,
I know.
Bro, like, it's just crazy that they didn't sack him after that FA Cup game.
It's hard to sack a manager after winning a trophy, though.
Nah, it isn't, bro.
I agree, man. It's not, man. You've got to think big, bro. You've got to think bigger than that, innit?
It's not. You just put out a statement and say, listen, we're really happy with everything he's done, like winning 2 trophies and that, but like we want to go in a different direction.
Want to move up, innit? Want to move up.
You don't have to slag him. You just be like, thank you. And he's chilling. He ain't going to say anything bad. He's just got 15 million quid out of you, mate.
Yeah.
And he's not an idiot as well. He knows.
They would have looked at that as a successful season because he won them silverware.
Not when he finished
with the position that they're in.
It depends who you ask, innit? Depends who you ask. You know,
can't be finishing 8th in the Premier League, bro.
Well, they're finishing like 15th now with no.
They fucking kept him, and they got.
They'll take your hand off to finish 8th this year. They'll take your hand off to finish 8th.
Exactly. So
yeah,
the grass ain't always greener, man. Maybe
no. But the argument
maybe they should have kept him.
If they would have sacked him, at the end of the I wish they would have sacked him, kept him, But if they would have sacked him in the summer, bums.
You know that final, that room, my holiday. I watched that final on the beach, you know, in Mallorca, and bro, it absolutely ruined my holiday, bro. The vibes was gone. I remember how excited I was. I was like, I can't wait to party in Spain, mate. We're gonna win the FA Cup in Spain. And bro, man, I was devastated.
I think we took that. I think we wasn't serious.
We was on the piss, man. We was
hungover, innit? We was hungover.
You remember he played John Stones, and I'm pretty sure John Stones hadn't played a game in like 5 weeks. Or something.
And I just wish I knew that he was on the piss before travelling down because I wouldn't have fucking bothered. But doing that 8-hour round trip to see us get our asses handed to us off them shit bastards.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me do these chats and we'll wrap up in it because we've done nearly 3 hours.
Yo, big up to this stream, man. This stream's been sick, man.
This has been a sick stream.
Big up to the Warriors in the chat, man. Sticking with us.
I know, man. Big up the chat, man.
There's still 400 people in this stream, man. That's crazy, isn't it?
Tremendous.
Yeah, let's have a look, man. Big up to Charlie again. He says, put Salah and Saka in my dusty team and they don't do as well as Bowen. Look at the numbers for West Ham. Way dusty. He scores in finals too. He did score a winner in a European final.
Bro, they've been in one final. Like, you're like... You're basing this off one game, one final for West Ham. Do you know what I mean?
And
you've got to respect the loyalty in it. He's got loyalty. For
one in one.
He's on the same level as Rodri, bro.
Yeah, who's a defensive midfielder. So your RDM's better than your winger.
I can't lie though, Charlie. Yeah, when Bowen scored that goal, I was buzzing. I was buzzing for you, innit? I was buzzing.
That was a sick goal as well, innit? Was it like outside the box?
Fucking finish, yeah. It was a good finish. He went through on goal, innit? It was on a boot. You know what? As well, what I liked about that goal
pressure finish, wasn't it? Pressure.
Yeah. You know, this is like Sterling would not have scored that, mate. Yeah, because Sterling is a player that
because he had a lot of time to think about it.
Yes, Sterling just needed the ball and just like shoot. Yeah, like but he was it's a European final and he had time to take and he went for it and he was a cold finish, man. I do like him. I do like Bowen. It's just I don't know whether he can step up to City, to Liverpool.
Definitely not.
I think he is that. He's found his level and he is a good player.
Hey, I tell you what, though,
Charlie. Do you know what I mean? But. I don't think he can play for City.
You say Arsenal, LB, but I don't know. The Arsenal ain't got shit on them wings, bro. Obviously, they got Saka. I know.
Because if you look at Arsenal,
you need a winger, though.
Better than Trossard, didn't he? And people like that, in my opinion.
They need more depth on the wing, innit?
Yeah.
To be honest, Spurs should probably sign him.
People who they've got some
Spurs are in the mud,
players,
bro.
Man.
You know what I mean?
The money they've spent on people like Brennan Johnson and people like that.
Yeah, but he's better than I'd take Bowen over Brennan Johnson all day long.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like they've spent their money.
Matthias Tell guy as well, man.
Who was shit.
Yeah, but he ain't really done anything, has he, since he's been at Spurs?
Grealish should go Spurs.
Bro. That's what I mean.
I think Grealish should go Spurs. I think he'd be starting for them on the left wing.
Oh yeah, he could start, bro.
Well, Son's finished, isn't it?
Yeah, Son's done. Yeah,
I think he's like 34 or something, man. He's finished.
You've got to respect his career, though, man. Got to respect it. I know he's not one fuck all, but 100%. He's cemented in the Premier League.
He's in like the Prem 100 club and that, within those big names. So.
But then you've got he's a player that like you've then got to say, why didn't he step up? Why didn't you leave? Innit?
Why did no one ever come in for him though, LB? Because I never.
I tell you why, Jacob, bro. I tell you why, Jacob. He would have been too much money. I don't think anybody could have afforded that guy.
Bro. Sick. In his prime, yeah. Sick, yeah.
In his prime, bro. 150 million. You're talking, mate.
He's one of the only players. Like I remember being like fearful of going into a game as a City fan.
Bro. That's very true.
Like all the time.
Sanchez, Hazard
all the time. And Son's one of them, man. Son used to cook us when he used to play for Spurs bad and pretty much score every game.
Nah, that is true. It was sick. But here's the thing, yeah. But when you go to a club like Spurs is a very shit club to join, right? I'm sorry if there's any Spurs fans in the chat because you're not going to win anything, right? So you're not going to win any trophies. But because Spurs are still quite a big club, it's going to be hard to get out. They're not going to do release clauses. Like you can't sign. Spurs aren't going to let you join and have a release clause in your contract, mate. Like they're not going to do it. They're going to be like, we're not a stepping stone. We're a serious club, but they're not a serious club. So it's kind of like
they're serious about being serious.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like if you're an up and coming player, do you really want to be joining Spurs?
No. That's a dead club, bro. It's a dead ass.
Just because I just don't. I'm not in a banter way. Like you're not going to win anything. It's going to be difficult to go out. Where if you go West Ham have put a release clause in Kudus' contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like you could go there. I think West Ham
and get your big time move.
West Ham realise that they ain't that club, innit? You know what I mean? Like they're going to win like Premier Leagues and
they realise they're a stepping stone.
They realise they're a stepping stone. So what they'll do is they'll say, listen, like do a couple of years and then we'll put a release clause in your contract and then you can leave and they'll give you a way out. Where I think Spurs, as you've seen with Harry Kane, they don't give people a way out.
I know.
So like Kane could have joined City and they were like, nah, you ain't joining.
Some would have been unaffordable, in my opinion. He was that good. Like, he's one of them, innit?
And then all of a sudden, he's like,
before.
You're old.
You want to stay?
Did you do some content with that Sava before?
Oh yeah, on his channel, yeah.
Did you have a little chat about about Spurs and that?
No, it was just he asked me to go on to speak about City. He wanted just a City, so I didn't speak about Spurs at all.
I have to check that out still. Yeah, seen that.
Yeah, but that Spurs are fucked in it. I seen something that got tweeted today. Apparently, they're seriously thinking now about sacking Ange.
He's got to go, man.
That should have happened months ago. The guys, he's even just having like petty arguments with fans coming off the pitch and that, isn't he? Like,
yeah, did you see that video? That video was mad when that guy was like, "What's going on?" And he was like, "You fucking what?" He's like,
"These guys got beat off fucking Southampton, mate. Do you know what I mean? How did it not end there and then?"
That is mad.
Do you know what I mean?
I think they've almost been just too embarrassed to sack him because it's just peaking it. Like they go through that many managers.
I swear Leicester beat him as well. You know, I swear that's Van Nistelrooy's only win. Spurs.
I think it was. I think he beat him. Yeah, the first win in like 15 games or something.
Daniel Levy just held on to hopium. The hopium that it's gonna turn around.
But he also said that we've got our Spurs back in it, so he's gonna get hooked. He said when they got Ange, he said we've got our Spurs back.
It is the thing though, man. They can win the Europa League, innit? It's still in that, yeah.
And crazy, man.
I think this is the thing, innit? Because Ange said he's gonna win a trophy this year. So part of me, if I was a Spurs fan, is sort of like, go on, man. If you go and win the Europa League, and if you do, fairs. If you don't, then by your own metrics, you failed, and then you're gonna get sacked.
Yeah, true.
Because at the end of the day, right? If you sack him now, what's a new manager gonna do? Fuck all. So you just keep him, and when you get knocked out of the Europa League, you say, right, see you. And then he can't complain then because he said he was going to win a trophy and you've not won a trophy. So what are you complaining about? And he said it on a number of occasions. He's not just said it once. He said, nah, I'm going to win a trophy this season. And if he wins Europa League, you go, all right, maybe it was just a fucking shit league campaign. You give him a lot of money in the summer. Let him, I don't know. I don't know what you do with him.
Because they have had pure injuries as well, haven't they, all season?
They have had a lot of injuries.
They still shouldn't be dropping.
But so have we, and we're fifth.
Yeah, they shouldn't be dropping L's at home against Ipswich and Leicester, man. Like, they've still got enough talent to get.
Bro, we're fifth. We're fifth.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
We've had injuries and we're fifth. Like, this is a bad season for us, yeah, and we're fifth. And they've had a bad season, and they're the bottom half of the table, bro.
Yeah,
I don't want to speak too soon because apparently, like, we lose our next game and everyone else wins, we'll be like fucking 10th. Apparently.
They're a mess, bro. They're a mess.
I've got to have faith in my club, bro. You know, I've got to have faith now that they can hold on to that position, innit?
Yeah, I think we will. To be honest, just get.
Well, I need to get myself one of those microphones, man. That sounds crispy.
Bro, do you know what, Jacob? Yeah, my guy, nice one, innit? Do you know
what? That's like ASMR.
That is ASMR.
Bro, I'm basically whispering now. Yeah, I just had a text on 1 minute. Can you just keep it down a little bit because you know we're trying to sleep and that. I said no problem. Let me just plug the mic in. You know.
Yeah, let me come to some more of these. Big up to Al. He says LB have a shave. Yeah, big up, mate.
He rang me before, you know, but I couldn't answer it because I was on the stream.
Oh, really? He said, good show, boys, from the band one on LB show. You want the link? I'll send you the link right now. I'll go another 2 hours, me. I had a monster before at like fucking 6 p.m. And then at 7 p.m. I had a pre-workout, another 350 milligrams caffeine, bro. So if you want the link, let me know.
Normally, I'd like to have some kind of energy drink with me when I'm on stream, so just to keep me alert and like keep me on my toes. But I thought, you know what, tonight I'm not going to do it, man, because I can't sleep afterwards, innit? So I just got water with me tonight. Yeah.
If I have a monster at like 9 a.m, I still can't sleep at night. Like fucking 12 hours later. So
yeah,
Alan though, he'll be gassed if he could jump on. He loves it.
No Doku slander, Alan.
Yeah, because he'd be getting kicked out, mate. Yeah.
Learn your lesson.
You know what though? I did 9 months off of caffeine, yeah. Because I started getting like heart palpitations and shit in it. So I was like, yo, fucking hell, let's chill with caffeine. So I did.
Caffeine and Guinness, man. It's the staple diet.
LB, the one thing you need to get off LB is a pre-workout, man. Fuck that shit, bro.
I love the pre-workout, man. When I'm in the gym scratching my head, bro, it's fucking amazing. The beta-alanine, man, it's fucking beautiful, man.
You can get non-stim though pre-workout, innit?
Yeah, no, I know. I do get that sometimes.
Yeah,
non-stim, innit? But yeah, because normally what I do is I have a stim and I have a non-stim, and then when I go gym after like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, I'll have the non-stim.
Right, yeah.
But I've not bought a non-stim for time, so I'm just slamming 350 grams caffeine at like 6 p.m, man. That's why I'm wired. 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm wired. I could like stay up for another 7 hours, man.
League on it, yeah.
Yeah, easy. But yeah, anyway, I did 9 months off of caffeine. Yeah, I swear to God, didn't feel any different, mate. Yeah. And then I seen some guy right on Joe Rogan podcast, yeah, who's like
one of them doctors.
Yeah, he does like these drug. He talks about drugs and that. And basically, what he said was, he said his mate done like a year off of caffeine, and then one day he decided to have some caffeine, and he said it was like taking a drug in it, you know, like a LSD or something.
Course, yeah.
So I was like, yo, let me get on this right now, yeah. So anyway, right, I gets in my room, I dim the lights. Yeah, I dim the lights like this. I put some tunes on. Bro, I put some tunes on, yeah. I slam this monster, yeah, white one, obviously, slam it, 150 milligrams.
This was after 9 months, yeah.
I'm waiting. Yeah. I said after 9 months, obviously waiting for this hallucinogenic effect. Sitting there 10 minutes, nothing happened. 20 minutes, nothing happened. 30 minutes, nothing happened. 40 minutes, I was sat there for like an hour and fuck off. And I was like, yo, this guy's chatting shit.
Yeah, it's an energy drink, man. It's not a fucking drug.
This guy's on fucking Joe Rogan podcast, yeah, telling me that I'm gonna get fucking like some wired up and like seeing mad shit and like, nah, he was chatting shit. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna carry on drinking.
Get back on it.
So ever since then, yeah. So
what it is with them, yeah, you know.
Mate, I'd love to picture you sat in your dark bedroom waiting for a hit off a Monster energy drink. Like,
waiting for the hit.
I'm like waiting for the angels, man. I'm waiting for the angels. I'm looking for the double vision.
This is it with them, man. They're not worth it for me. Like for the negative that they do for you, like your heart and your dopamine as well, man. Dopamine, you know, for the negative they do there, it's not worth it for me. Obviously, they do give you a bit of a lift, and that. When I'm on stream, I do like to have a little can of that. You know what I mean? It gets me active and that, but it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's pretty mad that my mum said to me one time, she goes, you need to stop drinking those drinks, they're well bad for you. So I googled every single ingredient on the can, and it's actually a pretty healthy drink, you know.
White Monsters are goated, man. No sugar.
It's a dopamine, you know, dopamine, man. You know, it's not good, but just your dopamine, you know. Dopamine linked with depression and all these things. When your dopamine levels get mashed up, which is what they do because they elevate your dopamine levels in it. When you take them cans,
mate, I have one for breakfast every morning before work.
So obviously, bro, your natural dopamine levels, they go lower. So that means you're more prone to, like, you know, fucking depression and all that shit.
I didn't know that, you know, to be fair. But what about if you just keep slamming them all day? Innit?
Yeah, just never come off them. Never come off them.
I've been drinking them since I was like 13, innit? So I've been chilling.
Bro, I used to get one on the way to school, innit? Of course I did.
Yeah, as long as it's sugar-free, emerge ones.
35p.
Yeah, you know, I said this right, but I went in a shop like about 2 years ago, and they gone down in price. They were 30p. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? They're 30p, man. So you're deflation.
That's one thing that they've stayed loyal to, innit, man? You can still get them for like 35p, them shitty cans.
Yeah, defo. Yeah, Martin said, why is Steve in his porn voice? What the fuck, man?
Do you like it, Martin?
Nah, that's giving me a little fucking twinge down there, man.
Yeah. Listen, Martin, I've got to keep it down, Martin, innit? You know what I mean?
Your mum's going to think you're a right weirdo talking to your mates online.
As long as she can't hear me, it's blessed, you know what I mean?
Big up to Denton as well, coming in with the super sticker, with just a shit emoji. Big up to Charlie. He says, Bowen are you still going on the
Charlie again?
He said, Bowen has 85 Prem GA, Saka is 97. Bowen doesn't take penalties, plays in relegation fodder, team 2. Put respect on his name. He's not giving up, man.
I hate Arsenal, yeah. I hate Saka, but I think he's better than Bowen, mate. Sorry.
He is better than Bowen.
Are we even having this conversation? I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, he's better than Bowen.
I'd say Saka's.
I'm really trying to be positive here, Charlie, because I don't mind you, man, and I quite like West Ham. But this is a wild narrative you're trying to drive here. To pick Saka and Salah of all right wings in the league as well to go at, you're flogging a dead horse, mate. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Charlie.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to take the L. Like,
he does say Doku
you're actually making me.
Yeah, Doku is clear Goodis, man.
Because he's
clear Goodis.
Making him overrated.
That's a conversation some City fans don't want to have, though, isn't it?
Hey, Kudus is the reason West Ham did beat us at home this year. That guy missed about 3.
Yeah, he did. He was fucking shit, wasn't he?
He was dangerous going through, but every time he had a chance, he missed it.
I want to be careful though, because I don't want to hate Kudus too much in it, because he's another player that I like in it. I like them type of players, me. But
I think he's a power league player, me. I've invested in. I don't know if I invented it, but I think I did. But someone else might have invented it. But I've started calling these players power league players. So like these players who are like pretty rapid and like low center of gravity, just like got mad powerful shots. So like Neville at Chelsea, like he'd be sick at power league, innit? Like Kudus, sick at power league.
Yeah, like I'll tell you what phrase I like of yours, LB, that you've been using recently. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Go on.
Project player.
Oh yeah, project player, man. Yeah, but there's a lot of projects out there, you know.
Man City, you've got them.
We got a lot of projects. This is why, like, when you're talking about Huijsen and Bramthwaite, I'm a bit like,
are they projects though? Because they're already prem proven.
I think Huijsen, therefore, project player.
He probably is a project player. Bramthwaite's had 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah, they've both done full seasons in the prem.
Yeah, but I don't think 1 season is classes as no longer a project. So would you now say that Savio's not a project? Still a project, isn't it? He's still done a season.
I guess so, yeah. I guess so. I get that argument, yeah.
I think once you've done 3 years...
But then I don't think Savio's been top of the game like Huijsen has been this year. Do you know what I mean? He's been one of their best players. I don't think Savio's really reached...
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if Huijsen came to City this summer and next year he was a bit shit, you wouldn't be surprised, would you? You'd be like, well, he's only 20.
Nah, yeah, I do get that, yeah. I can see why he's a project. I just don't think he's as much of a project as your Cousinov and your Hayes, you know, because they've not really.
Probably.
For me, Cousinov's not a project player, mate. Get him out of that category, mate.
Well, I think he's only proved that himself, though, hasn't he, in the last few games? But he definitely wasn't he, when he first come in?
Do you know, though, like, you know, when it comes to this winger situation, yeah, like obviously it's a fair point to say that we've got pure only project wingers, but for me, like with a transfer window, you get the priorities, yeah, and then if you got time at the end, you might want to go and look at a proven goal-scoring winger. Do you know what I'm saying?
What, this summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think the winger one
as a last priority.
Yeah, 100%. You know when you work for a company, yeah, Jay, you might have this right, and you have the stretch objectives.
Yeah.
You know when they just sit you down at the start of the year and say, right, Jay, right, Steve, right, Lewis, what are your goals for the year? Yeah, you're like, I'm getting paid fucking £12 an hour. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
You just turn up and go home.
Cancel my fucking bonus, and and they go, right, we're going to set you these objectives. We'll check in with you every month, and these are your stretch objectives. And you're looking at them, and you're like,
your stretch ones are the ones that are like completely unrealistic.
And then you say, all right, so what happens if I get the stretch objectives? Nothing. It's personal pride. You fucking what, mate? The owners out there driving fucking Ferrari and Lamborghini and shit, and you're talking about personal pride, mate. Well, City are putting tickets on via GoGo. Chat shit, mate. Fuck off.
Piss sake, man.
Well, a stretch objective for me this summer is a goal scoring winger, and you know I love my wingers, innit? But I'd love a goal scoring one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My problem with the wingers that we've got is that whilst I like all 3 of them in their own different ways, they're all project players. They're all young.
Yeah.
So you've got no one that can... I can't back any of our wingers next year to play 10 games in a row and play 10 games in a row. Yeah. Just because they're young players. That's what happens with young players.
15 goals in a year.
Yeah, because they're young players. Whereas, this is why I've said, like, I think we need to try and sign a winger that's over the age of 25. And look, I'd love Rodrigo in it from Real Madrid, but like I'm not like saying that has to be the guy. Just go and get someone who's like a pretty decent winger, who's over the age of 25, who's been around a bit, he's played games, played Champions League.
You know, there's a certain Mohamed Salah that's going on a free transfer this summer.
Come on, man.
Nah, fuck that guy, man. I'm not having him at City.
Oh my God! Imagine Salah, I would cook you and pulp it. By the way, yeah, I'd go back on every single stream, yeah, because used to, yeah. There's so much content that I could just clip up.
Not for me, man.
No, not you. Him and Pulpy.
Yeah. Thank you. Him
and Pulpy, mate.
He's fucking shit, though, man. Like,
he's
he won't work in our
sick,
team.
Mate.
Do you know why he won't work in our team? Because he's actually got to play football. Do you know
I'll tell you. You don't know why he work? He'll score you 20 Premier League goals.
Yeah. I hate watching Salah.
I need goals.
He absolutely stinks.
People keep on saying about Marmoush, but I still don't think that Marmoush is going to be I don't know where Man United going to play.
I think he can get us 15 Premier League goals next season. I'm going to say.
Oh, easy. I think that'd be disappointing if he only got 15.
Nah, man, that's good, man.
15 Prem goals.
I think he should be aiming for 20. I think he should be Mahrez driller.
Not Prem.
Mahrez driller.
Mahrez didn't get 20 Prem.
No. That was when I always said to Mahrez, 20 goals.
20. Yeah.
20 goals all competition.
Well, let him try in it. Let him try.
Mahrez would never get 20.
Well, maybe I used to set Mahrez 20.
People have won like the Golden Boot with like 20 Prem goals before.
I said to Mahrez, 20 goals, 20 assists. That's your target, bro.
Yeah, you look at the type of goals that Mamouche scored, and he's showing that he can potentially get them kind of numbers because he's scoring goals, making off his own back. You know what I'm saying? Different variety of goals outside the box, for example.
Outside the box, running in behind.
A bit like Julian Alvarez.
He's got more in his locker, hasn't he, than Karl and
I'm Doku's biggest fan, and I always will be, and I don't want him to leave this club. I don't think he's ever going to get us them type of numbers though, in terms of goal scoring. I don't think he will, but I think he can still bring something to the team though without getting them goals.
The thing is with Doku is the potential is off the charts.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
he's better at going past anyone in world football.
I agree. I don't think I've ever seen a player
which is important in many ways.
Like he does. So if he can,
and the stats back it up as well, don't
the stats back. But the thing is, when I say if he can do this, I always defend Doku in it and say, as a team, we do not play to Doku's strengths whatsoever. So it's not just about Doku. You know what I mean? Like, I like Doku, right? But like, bro, I ain't like on the Steve level of liking this guy. I just think he's like just a decent player to have around the squad. But the one thing that I will always defend Doku on when people are cooking him is like, we just don't play to his strengths at all. There's no one ever making that near post run. We don't get enough players in the box.
Facts.
I'd be interested to know. We
don't play counter-attacking football as well. Imagine we play counter-attacking football.
He gets to the byline, done it in crosses. And
the game last year when we played against Bournemouth and he got 6 GA in one game? Yeah. What the fuck happened in that game,
He zigged when he should have zigged. You know what I'm talking about, Jay, innit?
Yeah.
He zigged when he should have zagged. You know what I want, GSP?
Yeah.
No, but I'm just like, what happened in that game? We need to go back,
study it,
rewatch that game and see what happened in that game.
I feel like there was a lot of
we had players
from the middle in that game, if I remember right. I think he was picking up
coming inside
quite a lot of central positions.
I might try and find the fucking highlights.
Whereas, because I remember one of his passes, was right through the middle from a central position. And I feel like this year, it's just get him high and wide, get him on the touchline, give him the ball, and pray that he beats 2-3 players. Whereas I think he was coming inside a little bit more in that game, from what I can remember.
Another thing that don't suit him as well is again not having that overlapping fullback. That goes for both our wingers as well. I think Savio misses that. Savio needs. I think
I think all inverted wingers need that. Don't
they? Man, exactly, bro. Because they need a decoy, bro. Decoy, innit? Yeah, I'm saying that decoy, man, because if they're not going to pass it there, then at least the player's going to go there and mark
put in and have a shot then.
Yeah, man.
I'm watching the highlights now, this Doku game.
Yeah.
Right, so the first goal involvement was the goal where he played a 1-2 with...
Was it Rodri?
Rodri. How the fuck you remember that?
Right, that was loud, that wasn't
it?
That clip.
So he done the first GA. So his first GA was a goal, 1-2 with Rodri.
Mm-hmm.
And he drove into, interestingly there, I can't play the clip in it, but I can show like stills. So let me show you. So this was, so look where he is.
I can close my eyes and see this.
Look where he is there. And then he played it into Rodri, and then he runs into the space, right? And then he shoots and scores. Yeah. So he did. Let me have a look at the other GAs. So that's weird because we don't really see him coming to the middle, do we? And funny enough, one of his best games this season was Newcastle away, where he played more centrally in it. Do you remember?
Hey, bro, do me a favor, Go back. Can you go back on that still shot? See if there's anyone up, or even on the rest of them.
It is Ake, and he's over.
Have a look. I was just going to say, have a look.
Ake on the overlap. Look.
There you go.
When's that happened this year?
There you go, man.
Look at that.
Look at that, mate.
And he's dragged that. Ake's dragged the right back away, so he's
look at that, mate. It's just what we were saying. It's almost like we know what we're talking about, innit?
Right. Second goal is on the fucking right. He's everywhere. Yeah. Right, let me just have a look at this because I can't play it. I get copyrighted.
Free reign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like he's not.
And then so that one, he pulls it back towards. But fucking hell, right? Check this,
Players in the box, I bet.
Look how many players we got in the box.
Yeah.
4. Oof. 4 players in the box, mate.
Yeah, crazy, man.
Yeah, and then he pulls it back to Bernardo there. He's just on the right side, and then he just whacks it in. Right, let me look at the next one.
Keep an eye on that, though, innit? Keep an eye on the fullback. Keep an eye on how many people in the box. Them kind of things.
Right, next goal.
There's one where he passed it from like the halfway line from a central position as well, I think. And
he scored a fucking. He got 2 goals, Doku. I thought he got 5 assists on 1 goal.
I think it was 2 goals, 3 assists, wasn't it?
I think he was actually 5 GNA, wasn't it? Not 6.
That was in the middle as well.
Yeah.
He shot that one was in the middle. Look where the shot is. Right, he's just shot here now. That's him there. So that again is more central.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
Deflection, that one, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and there's another guy outside him as well.
That was outside him. Right, let me look at the next one. So Foden's got it. Gives it out to Doku, 1v1 with his man. Cuts in field.
You know when Akanji played at right back against Forest? Do you remember how good he was?
Right, so this is the next goal. Yeah, so he picks up here 1v1. Right, he's got Alvarez top there, but then watch this, yeah. 1 sec. So then he drives in. Look at these players. He's got 1 option, 2 option, 3 option at the back post.
Even Rodri there, edge of the box, man.
He's got options, man.
That looks like a counter attack as well because they've only got 3 defenders there.
And he gives it to Foden at near post. He whacks it in. And then
that hurt. That Phil Foden scoring, getting GNA.
I'm waiting for this one from the halfway line, man. I swear I remember it.
What was it, like a break?
I think he slides someone through. Yeah.
I think it was Bernardo Silva. I can't. They don't show it. I don't think. Oh yeah, they do. What a fucking ball!
Yeah, it was a sick ball.
Way.
Like, it was
Yo, check this. Yeah, so he picks the ball up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then check this. Bomber. Look at
From
fucking state of that. Yeah.
It's not bad as
when
people
you see
say.
Doku playing passes from there.
Strong goal. Check that out, man.
Look.
And then he fucking scores.
Yeah.
I think this is the one.
See where he was passing the ball from, though, again? It was central position with him driving from the outside.
Wow, what a ball from Bob. That was fucking sick. Yeah, that's it. That's
Bob's cold, man. Bob's cold.
So what did you see on that video? Well, I seen not just fucking stuck on the left. He was in the
not
middle, he was on the right.
Yeah.
When he got the ball in the box, he had options. Whereas a lot of the time this season, when Doku gets the ball, there's one player in the box. It's Haaland, and he's at the back post.
Yeah, and the key thing as well was the overlap as well.
The overlap.
Which is what he's been missing recently, and because Guardiola's been playing in the back 3, and
that's only Ake as well. Can you imagine we actually had a fullback designed for that, like that Kirkes, for example, whatever his name is.
Well, this goes back to what I was saying about Grealish and Nasri. I think are similar players in terms of the way that they played at the club. Obviously, Nasri's well better than Grealish. But the difference was when Nasri got the ball on the left-hand side and was doubled up on, one of the players he'd be doubled up on would leave him because Kolarov would take the man away. So then he either then had a 1v1 opportunity or he could just slide Kolarov in. Whereas Grealish gets the ball on the left-hand side. He ain't got the pace to take on a man. He ain't got the skill to take on a man.
It's easy to defend, isn't it? It's easy to defend, bro.
2 players. I'm not trying to defend Grealish because, like, bro, he's not done enough. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah.
Bro, you say that, but you don't want you can give him some defense though, bro. It's key, man.
I think you probably can. You probably can give him some defense.
I'm sorry, but I'm just being real here, innit?
I think so.
Look at when he was at Aston Villa. Yeah, I don't think he had Digne in it, but he must have had someone. Even then again, he was playing in a number 10 as well, so it's a bit different.
And obviously teams didn't just sit back and play low.
Grealish, a lot of the time for Villa, like his most dangerous moments were hitting them on the counter attack because they didn't have a lot of the ball, did they?
Against that game at Liverpool, do you remember that one?
Yeah, he'd catch people out on the counter attack and he'd be left man for man. Rather than trying to go past someone in a low block. I think he struggles now going past people in a low block, innit? Because
he can't do it.
He's not got the pace.
He simply
can't the pace to go past someone on a wing one-on-one, has he?
He can't beat you in it like Doku, for example.
So you know his treble year, yeah. We will wrap up in a minute. Innit? You know his treble year, because I actually did think he played well in the treble year, yeah.
I thought he was alright, man.
So
he was good. He's not as good as everyone makes out though.
No. So what did he do in the treble year then? That was good. That he ain't done this year, last year, and his first year.
The players around him. Plays around him were on point. Yeah, I think
he did similar things, but just at a better level.
He's playing in a well-oiled machine, innit?
Ball retention. He worked hard defensively. I think he went past people a little bit better back then.
Good relationship with Gundo.
Yeah.
We had a better team in it. Simple as that, really.
Do you know what he was? He was just reliable in that team. People make it out like he was a fucking world beater, like, Grealish in the treble season, all this and all that. He was just very reliable in the position that he was in. He would never lose the ball. He would win us free kicks in positions. He'd work hard defensively. But I'm not having that people saying like, he was our Lord and Saviour that season, because he still didn't score like as many goals as he should have.
Yeah,
still didn't get as many.
Was I happy with him? Yeah, I was happy with him, innit?
Yeah, he did a good job. Yeah. He did a good job.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking you. I'm not asking you whether he was a fucking world beater. I'm saying if we all agree that he was good in that treble year and that we would take that Grealish back.
But people do say he was a world beater in that season.
Yeah, no, but I'm not asking you that.
People always defend him, going, but in the treble year, he's fucking our best.
No. But JJ, I'm not asking you that. What I'm asking is, if you're saying he was decent in that treble year, what did he do, and why is he not maintaining that level for the next 2 years? What's happened?
Sleeping in silk bed sheets, isn't he, man? He's living a lifestyle. He's on a big wedge. He's got his fucking Hugo Boss deals and
Gucci deals.
He's just a bit of a fucking influencer nowadays rather than a footballer, isn't he? So I think look at McGregor, man, in the UFC. Do you know what I mean? Once you've slept in silk sheets, man, it's hard to come back and perform the way that you did when you was in your doggy days. Do you know what I'm saying?
Marvin Hagler made that saying, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It comes back from the old boxing rules that when people have had the bag and they've been paid and they've got everything they want, then what reason have they got to?
They don't train as hard.
Yeah, but you know what though, right? This summer he was looking good, man. Yeah, he was looking good. He was on it. I think the best thing for him was getting dropped from the England squad, and then he was working well hard in pre-season.
He was cooking.
In pre-season, he was one of our best players. Him, Bob, and Haaland were our best players, and he was going to start the season with Bob. 100%, they would have been our wingers, and they both fucking got injured before the season started. Can you believe that? That was the red flag right there, innit? We should have known that season was cursed at that point. Yeah. But yeah, he was good, man, in pre-season. Him and Bob were our two best players, man.
He's scoring goals, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah, he played well. He played really, really well. He worked fucking so hard in pre-season, and I think that injury fucked him mentally.
Yeah.
Because we've heard that Grealish has like a lot of mental problems this year, yeah, like might be depressed or whatever. I think that injury, fucked him. Because he put so much work in pre-season. You've seen him like every day he was doing like 5K runs, fucking eating healthy and that.
Again, with Grealish and injuries, like he's not a fast player like Doku or like a physical like Reece James. But if you look at his physique, he's full of muscle, man. And again, that's not good.
They're the ones that are more prone to injuries, aren't
muscle injuries, man. That's what I mean. Muscle injuries. The guy's ripped. Do you know
but that's my worry about Doku, bro. You know, I've said it a lot of times.
Of course, bro. I'm with you, bro.
Doku for me, he's
a fucking tank, Doku, man.
He needs taking care of, man.
The way he knocks people off the ball for
so is Reece James. Reece James is a tank. He's got pure muscle, and I'm like, Doku needs to be careful. He don't go the same way, innit?
You know what you should actually do? Yeah, what would be a smart thing? Certain players like this, injury prone or whatever, you should give them you're playing no more than 25 games this season. Or maybe 30, and that's it. Whether you like it or not, you're not getting more because we need to take care of you, man, for the long term.
No, it is mad.
They probably should do that with Rodri as well this season, right? They should probably say to Rodri, whether you like it or not.
I say 45 max.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is your limit this season because we've got to take care of you. Got to look after you.
45 minutes. And by the way, I'd also do a rule, Steve, yeah? Any time that we're 2-0 up, subbed off.
Gone.
Because we should have the players to sub him off at 2-0. We've got Gonzalez,
we need to sort out in a transfer window, right? We need to make sure of it. You know what I'm saying?
We got to. Do you know what I mean? I seen a game earlier this season, or was it this year or last year? We was like 4-0 up. Rodri played the full 90 minutes. Why?
Fucking stupid, man. Fucking stupid.
Why?
Pep does shit like that.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because he don't trust us because he did that one time, against Leeds. Remember?
Oh shit, I remember that. Yeah.
And we almost fucked it. He fucking put.
Nearly fuck it.
He put
Phillips on it. Yeah,
he put Phillips on for Rodri.
We conceded. We conceded 2 goals.
Incompetent.
Yeah, bro, it was on Madness. I was doing a watch along.
And we
for
won
it,
3-2.
Yeah, I did a watch along for it. We conceded 2 goals and the power cut. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? So I had to get the fucking. I got the stream back up on my phone of the YouTube chat. I was like, your chat saws with the watch along's gone down. We've got a power cut, and people was fucking faking it in the chat saying free. I was like, yo, wow. It was mad.
Bro, another example of that this season is though KDB when we were up in games and he was still playing 90 minutes, bro.
Oh, apparently it was Leicester, not Leeds. It was Leicester.
Do you remember that? You know, this season KDB, he was playing too many minutes at the start of this season, bro. Like he was playing 90 minutes. And we was up. Do you know what I mean? Like, he should have been looked after more, bro.
If you remember, but I was a bit frustrated that he was in the team for the Inter Milan game.
Inter Milan.
Because he just played. I'm pretty sure he just played 90 minutes KDB, and it was match day. Obviously, at that point, I didn't realize it was going to fucking finish like
match day 9 or something, innit?
Yeah. So at that point, I was like, why is he playing KDB? Like, fucking just take the point and dip. You don't need to play him. And obviously, then he got fucking injured just before half time, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that was him fucked.
You can't be too careful with some people, bro. This is it. People say, "Oh, you can't predict the future." Well, you know what? You can make damn sure, though. You know what I'm saying?
You can make damn sure, man.
Yeah.
I kind of think like that case of Sarah in it, but like at the end of the day, you are right in saying if the player's not on the pitch, he ain't getting injured on the pitch. Now he might get injured in training, like fucking Bob, and then
Oscar Bob,
like, what can you do in that situation? But did he really need to play in that game? Did Rodri need to play in 90 minutes? Like, these are all things, man, that you can look at. And again, I think the club this year, like, I know it's not great in it, but I think the club are going to learn a lot from this season.
You should hope so, LB.
Transfers, the squad size. Pep's already said he's going to have a bigger squad going forward. He's going to learn about the squad. The club is going to start being ruthless on transfers, moving players on before they get too old, which we used to be really good at with like Mahrez and Aguero and Silva and that. But maybe things just got a bit stale. This is kind of why I'm glad that Tiki's going and we're getting Viana, because sometimes you need a set fresh of eyes in it. Things become samey. Everyone's going through the motions. You need someone to come in and be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we need to freshen this up a little bit. So no, that's why I'm at with it anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me do these chats and we'll wrap it up, man. Where we at?
Time are we on here, man? 3 hours,
3 hours 20.
I'm not been up this late since my fucking.
Jacob, what's going on? You was telling me, bro, the other day, Jacob. Yeah, you said if you catch me past 10 p.m. on a school night.
I know.
It's
I'm
not happening.
I'm off work tomorrow. Mate.
Oh, you're off work, yeah.
I am, but I'm booked in for the night.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a look at this. Here we go, Charlie. He says, "Nah, I'm gonna full Saeed on Monts. You boys meet me and Danny Dyer in the car park. Saka melts to the final. Bowen steps up. Salah is just a sausage," says Charlie.
Right. You can't call Salah a sausage, man. That's haram. Come on.
That's haram, bro. You can't be saying that.
Big up Charlie, man.
Yeah, he also says a goal scoring winger, you say? Like fucking Bowen. Oh, he's on one tonight. He's also
it's funny because I did say that what goal scoring winger.
Yeah. He says, broke news here. I was expecting second child 9 months ago. We're now a week away from her being born.
Go on,
big up you and the most elite community. Come on, man. Big up to you, man.
Big up, man.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
What are you gonna, middle name's gonna be Bowen?
Yeah, big up to you, man. Hopefully everything goes well in it. But yeah, big up to you, man. You know, I like it when like fans of other teams are in the chat and that. Like,
it's tremendous, man.
You gotta respect it, man. Yeah.
You look at myself, LB, bro. I'm in everybody's chat, bro. And you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I love it, bro. I love the football, man.
You are. Oh, by the way, Tariq, your channel, you need to enable redirects unless you don't want them, because I was going to end the stream like 2 hours ago and I was going to redirect to you because I got your link and everything, but then it wouldn't let me redirect because you've not got enabled. So unless you don't want people to be able to redirect to you, you need to enable it. But in the end, I didn't redirect you to because we decided to stay live for three and a half hours. But just a little bit of advice if you want it. We have 500 people coming your way. But, all right, then, boys. Should we wrap it up, man?
It breaks my heart to do so, but big up, man.
Big heavy show tonight.
Yeah,
no, it was a good stream, man.
Enjoyed it, man. We always enjoy it, man. Big up for having me in it.
Yeah, no, big up Lily, big up Julie, big up Thandeka, Miami, Briggsy, VJ, Dylan.
Shout out the chat, man. Yeah, you've done well sticking with us for this long, so respect to you all.
Yeah,
the questions as well.
Solid. Yeah, there's a question for you two. I don't really know much about this. Jacob and C, what are your thoughts on UFC London?
Sam, mate, I tried my best. I tried my best to watch that with a positive attitude. I've never seen so many like stinking decisions in my life, man. I was bored to death. And then I was just waiting on Leon for my bet as well. And he fucking spewed it, didn't he? So I was very disappointed, man.
He was dead, bro. Look, I was a big Leon fan in it, but that Brady, man, that Brady's a killer. He looked like, and he was 200 pounds on the night. You know, he's a big MFer.
Big guy,
big
man.
MFer.
He's not that tall either, as well. He's just.
I know, but he's so strong and stocky, bro. He looks like he can bench like me.
We just need to get. We just need to get Leon a striker now, man. It's time.
Leon's finished, man. Leon's finished now, bro. I think he's finished.
Give him a MVP or
MVP, great fight.
Or Ian Gary in London next year, and he'll be all right. Give him a striker.
There'll be 2 great fights, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not sad about Meatball Molly. She's built a career off being a very average fighter. So.
Off being Paddy Pimblett's friend.
Yeah, but I'm not sad about it.
Here's a question for you about UFC. This is proper mad, actually. I was watching that Aspinall's best takedowns or like finishes or whatever today. Proper just happened. I was watching
lowest fight time in UFC history, by the way.
Yeah, I did see that. It was pretty funny actually, because on one of them it was like 40 seconds into the fight, and the guy was like on the commentary, "This is the longest he's ever fought in UFC."
And then he did knock him out.
Yeah, he knocked him out. But is he gonna fight the
John Jones? Yeah,
is he gonna do that?
John Jones. He's been calling for it for years, man. He's been the interim champ for over a year now, which is.
Is Jones swerving that then?
Jones is trying to swerve it, innit? He's trying to get that bag, but it sounds like the UFC are going to give it him.
They're going to give him the bag, so there's no excuses.
I think Aspinall deals with Jones quickly as well. You know.
Yeah.
Probably.
The thing is with John Jones, LB, like obviously the people kind of go on. Well, in my opinion, he's lost 2 fights in his career. He got beat against Reyes and Gustafsson as well.
The first,
in my opinion, he lost. If anybody's into watching a good fight,
close against Thiago Santos.
Watch John Jones and Reyes. Yeah, they went life and death. If you want to watch a war, go and watch that fight, man.
What's that? What's it called?
John Jones v Gustafsson.
Gustafsson.
Yeah. One of those best fights ever, that, yeah.
Because in my opinion,
they had a rematch. They had a rematch a few years later when Gustafsson was getting on a bit more. And Jones cooked him.
He fell off a cliff, didn't he? He fell off a cliff.
So people don't really rate it that much anymore.
What it is, Jacob? Yeah. So if you go life and death, some people they don't come back from that. You know what I'm saying? So
some people have, look at Tony Ferguson after going life and death with Gaethje in lockdown, man, and he's gone on to lose 8 in a row, man.
The biggest fall off in
UFC. That's actually mad, because I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast, and he was speaking about that Ferguson. He was saying that he was fucking mint, and then
he was cold.
Did he get dropped or something in that fight?
Gaethje, he didn't drop him, right, but he just beat his head off him for like 5 rounds.
Yeah, and
Ferguson down. So
put it this way, you must know about Khabib's legacy, innit? It was said that Ferguson could have been the man to beat Khabib, bro. That's how good he was, bro.
But the fight fell off like 3 times.
4 times, I think. 4 times. Yeah. Injuries and that, but yeah, man. Ferguson, absolute GOAT of the sport, legend. He's just unfortunately for him.
I think he won like 12 in a row. Or something.
He fought way too long gone than he should have done, and now he's lost like 8 in a row. And happens.
And now he's in some bum league, the GFL, fighting Dylan Dennis in a few months.
Is he fighting Dylan Dennis?
Yeah, he's in that GFL. Do you know that new? Started that new fight league. Yeah.
This is for like retired fighters. LB, that they're going into, innit? It's gonna be interesting.
They've signed all like the UFC's dregs in it, and they're putting big fights together. Where everyone represents like a city in the world. So like London as a team, New York as a team, and Dubai as a team. And they did like a draft where each like city picks fighters, and they're doing it like that. It's quite like a refreshing thing in it, like to see something new. But it's all like the old heads from the UFC that are doing it. So
yeah, it's mad that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, when is that then? Has it not been announced that John Jones Aspinall fight? No,
not yet,
bro. Do you reckon he wants 6 months, John Jones? That's what he's saying recently. He needs 6 months to train.
6 months of training. Yeah.
I won you coin with that Holland fight. I knew Holland was winning that fight.
Great. That was absolutely brilliant, mate.
He was the underdog, and I told everyone to put your mortgage on Nathaniel Wood well.
You did.
He was a 6-4 underdog, and he absolutely smoked Charrier as well, 30-27. So
Jacob knows his stuff, chat. Jacob knows his stuff in UFC, man. It's good chatting with him about the fights and that.
It is. Need to get a UFC watch along on the stream one day.
Soon.
We do need to do one, man. I don't know how it would be like logistically. It would work though, innit?
Yeah.
There people do it like MMA Guru and that does it, don't it? It starts and it has like the countdown of like the rounds and shit in the corner.
Yeah, but does he do it on his own or with other people?
On his own.
He does it on his own. He just
That's what I'm saying. I could do it on my own, but if you used to was to jump on it, how would that happen?
I don't know.
We jump on in it, man. We jump on. You know what you should do though, LB, yeah, because obviously
it'll be at different times though, innit?
You're not like an MMA channel. What you should do, bro, yeah, like for the last 3 fights, for example, you know what I'm saying, rather than doing the whole card. Yeah, like do like the main event, the co-main, and the one before that. You know, that'd be be wrapped up in about an hour,
6 hours.
Maybe
I'm gonna start. I'm starting doing the full fucking cards, mate. So big 7-hour stream, mate.
Yeah.
Imagine the ads on that.
I just take a pre-workout, man. We're halfway through, and I'm still chilling. To be honest,
and if you get a banger card as well, mate, like every fight,
then the views will be mad as well, man.
Like UFC 300, if you would have done a live stream for that.
Yeah.
I wonder how many views I got for that Joshua fight. I did one boxing.
Well, Conor Ben Eubanks coming up as well.
Yeah, man, massive right there.
I'm going for that. I got tickets when they come.
No way.
Yeah, I'm going. It's at Spurs.
Is it in Manchester, Jacob?
Nah, it's Spurs, mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See that I did that, but that only got 3K views.
How long ago was it though? You bigger channel now, man.
Nah, it was only fucking 8 months ago.
Joshua fight.
But
which one was it? Was it the Dubai one?
I think it was in Ghana. Or was it?
But that one, I think I just decided to do it last minute.
Right.
I don't think
we usually watch them in the pub, LB. To be fair, don't we?
That's the thing, innit? I also kind of like going to
LB. Listen, if we ever did that, bro, yeah, then we'll have a drink on stream, innit?
Nah, 100%. I'll be on the rums, innit? But yeah, that one, I didn't really like promote it. I literally just thought, fuck it, let me go live.
Well, if we get an Aspinall Jones fight in the summer, that'll be the perfect one to set it up for.
Yeah,
everyone will be in on that. Biggest fight.
At the end of the day, it's just a bit of content as well, really, isn't it, bro? Like, you don't have to get the most views in the world, but you're predominantly a football channel. If you ever want something extra to do, then it's there, innit?
Yeah, I think UFC might be pretty cool because boxing, we normally go pub, don't we? So
yeah,
UFC is like we can just do that.
Big like Saudi audience and American audience for it as well.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
so if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna be logistical, it'd be a Saudi Arabian card or a European card in it.
Yeah, because
at least
the
then
early hours,
it's gonna be normal time. Yeah, and a lot of good fights are in Saudi. So
yeah, they're trying to stack them cards up now over there, aren't they?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's where Islam usually fights in it. It'll probably be Islam Taporia if we announce that for the summer as well.
That's the guy who said send your kid Dagestan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Send him 2-3 year Dagestan. Forget.
What a guy.
Yeah. Now you know what's mad? What did I watch? I was watching random UFC videos, and there was a guy called Akayev or something.
Ankalaev,
and he was an underdog apparently, and he beat
Pereira. Just beat Pereira.
Yeah. And there was like a load of like content before the fight, and Islam was being interviewed by this guy, and he was saying that what's he called? Ankalaev. What's he called? Ankalaev. Yeah, it's like sick at taking people down in it, like wrestling or whatever. Yeah, and the guy was like, yeah, but what about Pereira? And the guy was like, Islam went, Pereira. He says, go on, match him up and see what happens. And obviously, a couple of months later,
I remember this, LV. Yeah.
And he didn't even take him down either. He didn't take him down.
No.
It wasn't a great fight, was it, Jacob? He just won, didn't he? He just scraped it, really.
He did win from what I watched.
He boxed with him for the first couple
he did
of rounds,
win,
though. And then the last few just kind of held him up against the fence, didn't he?
He stalled, didn't he?
Rogan on the commentary was like, "Oh, it's pretty close," and I was like, "What the fuck? No, it's not."
Nah, I think it was pretty convincing, to be honest.
Yeah, I was
it was a dead fight at LB, to be honest.
Was it?
Yeah.
A lot of the main events recently have been pretty dead, keep 2 minute. Yeah, it's 2 minute wrestlers, man. Not even like
it's not even like the wrestlers, Jacob. It's the stallers, bro.
Yeah,
they're just stalling,
the
innit?
spoilers, innit? Because they don't even chase like submissions or anything.
Exactly,
man.
bro. They don't ground
lay
and
and pray, don't they?
You just hold on to them, bro. Like,
just try to be safe, innit? Don't want to get caught or whatever.
Yeah. But then there's proper exciting wrestlers as well. Like, I love fucking Marab, man. That guy.
I'm just gonna say that, Jacob.
Chasing takedowns every second of the fight, never runs out of energy, man.
He's got a good personality as well.
Yeah,
as a joker.
No, I might get on that. Man. It's just usually the problem with UFC is it's always on at like fucking 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, main card usually 3 a.m. Yeah, that's why you need like a Europe one, innit?
Yeah, or a Saudi one, man. Like I say, yeah.
Wow, what's Saudi time saying?
Similar.
It's 2 hours below us, but they fight them at our time to cater for our audience. So it'd be like midnight for the main event, which is standard, innit?
So the main card would usually be about 8 p.m. I think. So and the main card lasts like 3 hours, so it's like 8 till like 11.
Yeah, no way. All right, big up. We'll finish it up, man. Big up to Charlie.
Charlie's keeping your lights on tonight.
Wow, bro. Charlie's on smoke,
fucking curing, man. Yo,
what is
crazy, man.
This guy's had a monster. This guy's had his first monster in 9 months tonight. He's going off.
Big up Charlie, man. I appreciate it, bro. He says the only fights Jones wins are against middleweights and his wife. Is he battered his wife?
He did.
Supposedly,
he left. Supposedly, bro. He left a bloody, bro. The police were there, bro.
Steroid cheating, wife beating.
Jones ain't listening though because I'm scared of him still. So
he's a fuck guy. Like
I've never heard that. Why has that never been on the news?
It has. He's always in trouble. Like drink driving, firing guns and shit like that. Like
I think I heard about the drink driving one. I didn't know he fucking beat his wife.
When he's doing cocaine, PDs, like
definitely beat his wife. He left the bloody in front of the kids, bro.
He had a really bad cocaine and drinking problem, I think. Remember when he said
he'd be getting on the cocaine.
Remember when he said to Cormier that he beat him after a weekend of cocaine.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, man. Like I said, I don't really watch UFC, so I don't really know. I'm pretty new to it all, man. So I fucking didn't have a clue about that. LB planning for when City get relegated, says LB
with all the UFC talk and that.
No, it's actually true. I'm telling you, man. I'm becoming #Breaking 2.0. I'm going travel vlogging, man. Seriously, City get relegated, bro. I'm going fucking India or something like that, man. Like, bro, I need to do it, man.
The football streams will still be biblical, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah. Charlie again says MMA guru. What we saying, fellas?
I think MMA he's elite. Guru.
Top tier,
he's brother. The boy, man.
Top tier.
He's a funny guy.
Top tier.
That is my dream job. What that guy does.
I hear you, Jacob. Yeah. It's like LB's job, isn't it? Man's chilling, bro. You talk about what you love, you know.
Yeah, but this last 2 weeks has been fucking
hard to talk about anything. We've not done bad tonight. We've got 3.5 hours out of it.
Tonight's been sick, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. But like, you know, sometimes this stream, like sometimes even though like you just sit here and talk about football, sometimes you're just like, I can't do it, man. I'll be sitting, but I can't do it. So like that's one of the reasons I've hardly done any streaming.
I bet you feel like you're repeating yourself a bit, don't you? Sometimes
just there's no news in it. I said to the chat sometimes I'll go live. Sometimes I'll just have a chat with the chat and I just talk to them and like just chat about shit. Yeah, but like I can't just go live and like chat about shit like random fucking shit news. So like I went live the other night, I think, and I was just talking shit, like just chatting to the chat, see what people were saying and that. And, like tonight's obviously been sick, but sometimes, man, it's like. Yeah, you know what, Dylan? Like, I prefer doing these type of streams, man. Like tonight, just fucking chatting shit. You know what the thing is, about me, it's like my job is City 24/7.
Yeah.
Every day I go live 2-3 times. I'm talking about City. So sometimes when I'm doing streams like this, or like when I get like Martin on and we was doing like talking about random shit, or I get Dan United on and we're talking about like I love them streams are the best streams for me because I'm like I'm not talking about City.
Constantly,
yeah. It's one of them.
Need to get more of these, man.
Normalize dinosaur streams.
I used to do a stream, on a Friday with Dan United. I don't know if you ever remember Steve. Remember Dan United?
Yeah.
He does a Monday show with me on Dan Potts' channel. Yeah. And like we just used to chat about random shit for 3 hours, man. It was so good. Like tonight, man. It was a bit like tonight, innit?
Mm.
But Yeah. Like me and Martin used to do ones sometimes at like fucking 11 p.m. at night, and we just fucking used to chat.
What is with Martin's sleeping pattern, man? I want to know what that time that guy gets up at.
Nah, so he cares for his parents.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah,
he's all over the clock, innit? He's all over the clock.
I was gonna say he's always active at like midnight when I want to jump in the listening to the things on Twitter, man. But I'm always going bed in it.
I seen you popping in, Jacob, bro. I seen you popping in.
I've tried to pop into a few, but I can never stay up that late.
I was in one with him the other night. I think it was. I don't know if he's still in the chat. I think he was about 4 or 5. I ended up falling asleep, but it was still on though.
Big up, Martin, man.
He does them for the community as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, because like the spaces things, like obviously YouTube, like you earn money off YouTube, like ads, even if you don't earn a lot, you still get like a bit of cash in it. But like Twitter's, like you're just doing it for the people, innit? You know what I mean?
People,
but I tell you what, them Twitter spaces are fucking mid. The problem is, they're dangerous.
Yeah.
Like tonight is dangerous. We've done 3.5 hours, and we will actually wrap up.
I was on a spaces during a UFC event once, Steve. A couple of months ago with Darren Till. I was on with Till and Anthony Taylor and all stuff like that. And I was chatting shit to like Anthony Taylor and Idris Virgo.
No way, was he chatting?
Wow. And I was on for the night of the fights, and then he got on the next day and invited me back on again. And I was on the next day as well with Till and that, But he's not done them for ages now. So
Till's a one of a kind guy.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, man.
Yeah, but now LB, man, listen, bro. Yeah, I know you do your football. Anytime you want to jump on, bro, with us boys and chat with man, you know what I mean. We'll jump on the stream. We're active.
Yeah, I like dinosaurs, man. Big.
I like pyramids. I like the Egyptians. I like asteroids. I like
all the conspiracies, man.
I like
I tell you, you want a conspiracy. Yeah, Joe Rogan's latest podcast has just dropped in it.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's about vaccines in it, so I'm just gonna say.
Is it?
You like your conspiracy theories? Go listen to that. But
I love Rogan, man. Guys, his podcast is
absolutely brilliant.
Right, let me just finish up with these, man, before we go. Big up Sam. Says, I can't do with these guys who hold against the fence like Mario.
Yeah, that was a disgusting decision.
Stallers, yeah.
Should be peanut. What does that mean, peanut? What's stalling mean?
So it's where they hold them and they cuddle them pretty much, but they don't do no damage. Like they're not trying to hit them. They're not trying to submit them.
So why would you do that?
Because it's all control time.
To the judges, they're still winning.
Yeah,
it's bullshit, bro.
But the number one criteria should be damage. In UFC. But because these guys hold on to them and they can't get any damage off, then they'll reward control kind of thing. So it's really weird how they do it.
Yeah, it's bullshit, man.
It is bullshit.
Bilal's a big one for that, innit?
Yeah. That's why Jai Herbert got robbed the other night, because he did the most damage, but because the other guy held him up against the cage a bit and did fuck all with it, he got robbed of the decision.
So obviously, when he's saying he should be penalised, what he's saying is he should be separated, or they should get a point taken off him. Do you know what I mean?
Which refs do after a while, but they need to do it
some refs do, but it's not enough. You know, that's what he's saying by penalised as well.
Because I think they even separated Brady and Leon at one point. One of those, right? I can't remember. Or was it in the fight? Or it might have been.
I think before that, yeah.
Might have been.
Is this a good thing? Basically, the UFC equivalent of high possession sideways passes.
Spot on, mate. Spot on.
Yeah,
except in the UFC, you'll get the win now. Whereas City, if City just pass it sideways and finish,
we don't get the win.
We don't. You know what I mean? We don't get the win, bro. So it's spot on that.
That's mad. I think. Oh no, I've got 2 more. Yo, professional idiot coming with a 10 bomb gifted, man. Yo,
man.
When did he send
that? Yes, professional idiot.
Was that recent?
What's a 10 bomb? I don't even know what a 10 bomb.
Oh no, he sent 7 minutes. Yeah.
What's a 10 bomb gifted? I don't even know.
Man's out here gifting memberships, bro.
Is that when someone sends like one of them unicorns on TikTok and shit like that?
I don't really do TikTok.
No,
It's like, you know, the memberships on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, so he's gifted out 10 memberships to other people.
Oh, and does he get to pick who gets them?
It's random,
well, nah, that's the dead thing on YouTube. Is that on Twitch, you can pick who gets them.
Well, whoever's active in the chat, then it will probably go to
them. Yo, I deserve it, man. I'm in the chat.
Yeah, but you're not active in the chat.
I said hello at the start, man.
Nah, it's I think on YouTube it's like it's not just actually who speaks the most, but like it's kind of like that. Like if you're liking it, I think if you like the stream, subscribe or you chat, then you're more likely to get one. But big up to you, man. Big up to you. But yeah, on Twitch you can actually pick who gets it, innit?
Oh, that's
Tarek, also, I don't know if you heard me before. I didn't see you respond, so I'll let you know again, innit? Just because I didn't see you respond. Again, I tried to redirect to your channel before, but you've not enabled redirects on your channel. So that might be a choice. You don't want redirects, cool. But if you do, you need to allow it so we can redirect. Because I was going to end my stream like 2 hours ago and send the viewers over.
I don't even know what a redirect is. I need to learn up on my.
Yeah, so you know, like in my stream, if I'm ending my stream, I can send the viewers to another channel.
Oh right. I thought when you was doing that, you was just telling them to go over there.
Well, nah, you actually send them. Like
you actually send them. Oh shit! Like a little present.
Like a gift, man.
That's
like
sick,
a present.
Load your gun up with a load of viewers.
So you know what's sick, Jacob? Yeah, can you imagine you're like a small streamer, for example, and all of a sudden, boom,
get 500,
fucking 200, whatever.
Yo, I'm not even that old, me, Rajiv, man. I'm getting into I'm getting into YouTube a bit more, innit? Like I'm just trying to learn the route.
Yeah. Jacob's a boomer. Now, so I'm going to redirect you guys now to, Conan Ball, El Vivo, Colombia versus Chile, and there's 2,000 people watching, so we're going to redirect you over there, and everyone just spam LB Raid in this chat in it, and they're all like, they're all speaking Spanish in it, so they're not going to have a fucking clue what's going on. So I'll redirect you now. All right, and big up to Charlie, says, let's be real, coconut alcohol is a problem. It is a problem, man, if you ham it, you know what I mean?
Wait, what? What's he? I
think he's talking about Jones. Yeah, I think he's talking about Jones.
Yeah, I'm saying it is if you ham this shit, you know what I mean? Then it is.
Or if you close your curtains in your bedroom and start sipping Monster, man, when you've not had one for a few months, I can send you off the rails.
Any substance abuse is a negative, man. Of course,
that is facts. That's facts.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, anything, man.
Apart from Guinness. Drink that as much as you want.
No, don't, because they fucking sold out at Christmas.
My boys were telling me, when I got that Guinness, they said, put a bit of black currant in there. Is that true?
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, really?
No.
You can't be that.
Don't do that, bro. Nah, I tell you what you want to do, I done this, I heard this off Liam Gallagher, right? If you ever need to catch up, shot a port, and then pour your Guinness into the pint.
Yeah, that's like
shot of what?
A port. It's like a thick red wine kind of thing, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah, so I heard Liam Gallagher speaking after his gigs. Like they've just done an hour and a half, 2 hours, like gigs in front of thousands of people. They want to get sexed off their mind straight away. They do a shot of port and then they pour the Guinness in. And I was at the pub and I was like, you know what? Let me try this. I had 2. Yeah.
Yes, Briggsy. That's where we was. We was in the Salmon of Knowledge last week. All the boys together. All the city boys linked up there, so it's a good bar, man.
I like them baby Guinness, them baby Guinness. They're all right.
They're nice as well.
Quite tasty.
They're decent,
Is that the O'Shea's and Princess Street? Is that the one?
Yeah. The one.
I think so. Yeah.
That's where I used to work.
Near the gay village and that.
Yeah.
So I used
Mulligan's does have the best Guinness, but it's just fucking dull, man. And there's always a massive queue outside.
So basically what I'd say about the price in Mulligan's, is if you go in when there's music on, I think it's calm, because for me, you don't pay to get in. So every time I see it as like an entry fee. But if you go in at like 12 o'clock on a Tuesday and there's no one in there, there's no music, then you kind of like, I think they should do surge pricing in there.
Yeah.
So it's like when you go in before the normal time, it's like a cheaper price, isn't it? But anyway,
I agree.
You might have to take us to a nice Guinness bar one time, no?
We definitely will. Guinness. We know the gaps in it. To be fair, Briggs has named them all.
Yeah, they're the ones that Briggs said, pretty much.
Yeah. Have you been at Keighley, Jay?
I used to live in Keighley's for about a year, opposite Albert Schloss.
Yeah.
That's a decent bar as well.
Yeah.
I used to go there like every weekend.
Yeah, no, it's mad. All right, and big up, lads. Big up Professional Idiot as well with a final 5. Big up for that 10 bomb before as well. I said the Matrix have controlled Pep and Tiki's minds. We must liberate them from the stronghold of.
You know, Professional Idiot's trying to do it. He's trying to get us going again. That's what he's trying to do.
He is. He's like, let me just bait these guys with some pep out talk, man.
He's not daft, He's not
10 gifted Professional Idiot, and we do another 4 hours, bro.
No, we don't. No, we actually don't. We actually don't, bro. Yeah, man. Big up to you guys, innit?
Big up, man. Big up, man. Yeah.
I'll redirect you to this Colombia versus Chile under 17s game. Spam LB raid in the chat. But yeah, obviously, big up to you too. Fucking like bro, I swear down we was gonna end this stream like 2 hours ago.
Listen,
that's what I said, bro. Like 2 hours into the stream, we're gonna wrap up, man. But that was sick stream. And you know what? I might try a UFC stream, innit? I might try a UFC stream.
I'm not gonna hold you to it, innit? I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah,
I'll do it for you if you don't do it.
Yo,
I'll
get me.
I'll just step in.
The Steve and Jacob takeover, man.
Just rename it. It's JB for the day. I'll just do it. Innit?
No, it's JST. Come on.
Oh
man.
yeah, JST.
Come on,
that, yeah.
I'm active, bro. I'm active.
Yeah. All right, and big up to you guys, man.
Yeah,
what day is it tomorrow? Friday.
Friday, yeah.
I don't know what's going on tomorrow, innit? But yeah, we'll probably go live tomorrow, innit? We're getting back into the rhythm now, innit? Now City are back on Sunday. So yeah, anyway, I'll redirect you to this under 17s game, man. Big up to you guys, innit? Peace out. Catch you in the next one.
Safe, boys. See you in a bit.